And we are indeed back yet again. And tonight, the Knicks back in action. Second night of a back-to-back. It's about to be a glorious night. Nikola Jokic is playing even though he's on a minutes restriction. There was some thought that maybe he might sit out tonight on the second night of a back-to-back since he just came back from the injury, but he is available to play. Josh Hart is out to play, but of course, we'll cover it all here on our pregame rundown. So let's go ahead and start the show. That's right, folks. That's right. We are indeed back again. Just a small, quick, about what, 22-hour hiatus. We are back in the building here tonight to late winners to our New York Knicks. Now, we had a nice, easy victory last night while the Denver Nuggets took on the rough and tumble Detroit Pistons down there in Detroit. Now they make the trip up to New York, play in New York, in the Garden, on national television, an ESPN game. And so here tonight, the Knicks need to make sure that they handle business. This is a tired Denver Nuggets team. And so I need my New York Knicks, who did play last night, but so did Denver. So the tired excuse, right out the window. Normally you get done on the second night of the back-to-back. You don't get it tonight because Denver is also on the second night of a back-to-back. Pretty good scheduling, in my opinion. The fact that both teams are on the second night of a back-to-back, so it's pretty even. They're on national TV. I don't love that for the NBA in general. I mean, it is what it is. But the fact that the NBA scheduled both of these teams to play a national televised game on the second night of a back-to-back. Hopefully we get some good basketball. These two teams should be ready to go. Now, as far as the Denver Nuggets go, we know that they have been dealing with a ton of injuries this season. They do have Jokic available. They do have Murray available. Christian Brown just came back last night. I should probably double-check to make sure he's playing tonight, but I would assume so. As far as the Knicks go, Josh Hart is out with the ankle sprain that we saw him suffer the other night. Mo Diawara is available, though. He is available to play. There was some concern. He was questionable. There was some concern he might not be able to go, but he is ready to go. Them young ligaments, they bounce right back. Sprained ankle last night, no problem. Jog it off. We'll get right back on the court. You love to see it. MBM, Eric C., Lionel Moniz, I Like Shoes, Bruce Fowler, Dan Tim. Appreciate you guys, of course. MBM, John Collins, not John Collins, John Colarafi? What's up, John? Daniel Berry Sports, Ty Eagles, what's up, Ty? Joseph, what's up, Joe? Miss Mar, what's up, Miss Mar? We are back in the building, back like we never left. We are ready to go. I cannot wait. We're going to have a good basketball game here tonight. Our New York Knicks get a good barometer game here against the Nuggets. You know, they played the Wizards last night, and they took care of business. It was a blowout from start to finish. There was never a point in the game where it was like, oh, man, the Wizards, they're feisty right now. The Knicks got off to an 11-2 start, did not look back. It was onwards and upwards from there, and it was a very easy game. All they had to do was focus on was getting out of the game with no injuries, and unfortunately, over the course of the basketball game, they could not do that. Diawara ended up spraining his ankle. Josh Hart ended up spraining his ankle. Josh Hart is not available today, but Mo Diawara is, which is very good. Durston, what's up, Durston? Drolano, Twilson was popping, everybody. Deuce McBride, really unfortunate information coming out about Deuce is that it's not just ankle soreness, apparently. So he's actually going around getting an MRI. He's going to be getting second opinions, which is never good. That's not good. Second opinions means that there might be surgery on the way, because why would you be needing a second opinion, right? That's usually a doctor's like, this might need surgery to properly correct. And so a second opinion is like, all right, can we postpone surgery to the offseason? Do they need to get it right now? So that information hasn't come out. That's me speculating on what second opinions means that Deuce McBride is going around getting. I don't love that. He is out. There is no timetable set for his return. Hopefully he just needs some time to rest, make sure it's good, 100%. No need to rush them. Obviously, the Knicks have higher aspirations than just regular season wins, so get him ready We have the All-Star break coming up. Probably won't see him until after the All-Star break, but just as long as he's going to be available second half of the year or last third of the year after the All-Star break, we should be good and ready to go. Oda Austin, what's up, Oda? More Fitbit time. I hope they give us a nice, fun performance here today and we get a good basketball game either way. One more announcement to make as people start to file in. The merch store is live. The merch store is live. You can go visit it. You can cop yourself a sweatshirt or a t-shirt or a hat. It is available. You can go do so if you please. The only thing, there's a couple of things that aren't properly set up in terms of like, it's got to be connected. I want to connect to the channel so it's easily more accessible. But as of right now, I could put the link in the chat. You guys can go visit it at some point. You could put orders in if you would like. And if there's any issues, of course, let me know. But I appreciate you guys. MBM said, hope it's not a ruse to a trade. That's not how you ruse to a trade, brother. That is not. Putting out information that he's getting second opinions on an ankle is lowering his value. He's not getting traded, MBM. But there is information. Chicago has been wheeling and dealing this deadline. Very unconventional for them. Not unconventional, but very unlike them. These last couple of years, they are a team that has traditionally does not make a ton of trades. They are fire sailing everything. Everything is gone. Reddy, what's up, Reddy? Everything is gone for the Chicago Bulls. They are loaded up with guards right now. They just moved Kobe White to the Charlotte Hornets. And a guy who the Knicks have been eyeing recently, Ayo Dosunmu, could be on the move as well. A report came out that the Chicago Bulls will look to move off a multitude of guards that they have on their roster right now, including Ayo Dosunmu and a couple of other ones. They have about 8, 9 guards, not 9, but about 7, 8 guards on their roster right now. It is absolutely ridiculous. So they're going to be fire sailing even more here at the deadline. The Knicks are going to be active in trying to get Ayo Dosunmu on the team. And with the news of Deuce McBride's injury being a little bit more serious than just soreness, I could see them being pretty aggressive trying to get him. Naughty Ghost, what's up, Naughty Ghost? Victory Wednesday, feeling good. Who's not getting traded? I don't think anybody's getting traded outside of the end of the bench guys. A guy like Dadier, Yabusele, a guy like Clarkson, guys like that, probably checking their phones here, agents checking their phone, making sure their guy might not be on the move or might be on the move or whatever the case. Maybe even a Tyler Kolek, they get a deal done, they might move him. We'll see. I think majority of the main rotation is pretty safe. Maybe a Shamet, maybe. But Mike Brown really likes Shamet. Outside of that, I don't see a big deal coming in for the Knicks. Rog D guy, what's up, Rog? Excited for this one, Chevy. We need to key in on defense and communication. So done with the trade talk, ready to move on with the squad. Absolutely, Rog, absolutely. I'm right there with you, brother. I don't think there's going to be a big trade incoming. I can't wait for it's all over so we could just stop even talking about it, right? There's not a ton of trades available for the Knicks in terms of, unless they're really going to try to blow up the team and really shake things up. I don't think that they're interested in doing that right now. I don't think there's a trade out there that could get that done for them. Either way, NBM said AD to Washington. Yeah, really weird trade for Washington, but they're a team that can't sign free agents, so they're swinging it for the fences right now, trying to buy low on a couple of guys like AD, like Trae Young. Brightest future was a brightest future. Giannis seems like a nice guy that gets what he wants. He wants New York. Yeah, but nice guys don't get what they want in the NBA. You have to be mean, and you have to be the bad guy, and you have to force the hand of the organization, and Giannis is too nice to do so. So he's not going to get what he wants. He's going to be moved to some other team, or he's not going to be moved at all, and they'll look to move him at the deadline. During the offseason, which at that point, then New York becomes a serious destination. But not at the deadline here. Drolano, what's up, Drolano? How do you like your crispy nuggets? Hopefully with the Knicks W. But like I said, the merch store is live. We are live with the merch. It is available. Let me move it over here. This side. The merch is available. So you can go to the store if you choose so. Let me put it in the chat here for everybody. And then we'll pin that, and that'll be available for the rest of the stream. But we are live, we are available, we are ready to go. Tozen said, I like the trades my Bulls have done already, not done yet though. I mean, it's a fire sale. It's about time you guys pick the road, pick the direction here. You're tanking. You're not going to be in the play-in this year. Everything's out. Everything's out. MEM said, hope we stand pat. It seems like they will for the most part, but you never know. You never know. Naughty goes to the Wolves are apparently moving again. Their trade was to clear up cap space, apparently. But it takes two to dance. They could do all of that all they want. It takes two to dance. Maybe, but who knows. Now, let's get through it. Jalen Brunson, real quick, don't got much to say, especially going over the Washington game. Not much to say about the Washington game. Ricardo Brothway, what's up, Ricardo? They tried to come back by drawing fouls and popping threes out of nowhere. That is a team that's won a championship, brother. That's not out of nowhere. That is what they do. Karl Anthony Towns, these are updated stats, by the way. So the scoring is now, for the first time since his rookie year, under 20 a game. But the rebounding is up to 12. He's leading the league in rebounding this year. 3 assists as well, 2.5 turnovers. Actually on the way down. Even if slightly still on the way down, he has been doing a good job of not turning the ball over as of late. The shooting splits actually down as well. Hopefully they rise towards the end of the year. We can get closer to his 50 and 40 that he usually shoots throughout his career. Again, really weird that he's not been able to knock down perimeter shots this year. Not great for a year that they're really trying to win a championship. They need him to knock down the shots he's always been able to knock down. Then he goes to not happy Ivy was only able to garner a pick swap, but I guess it's better than him walking for nothing after a disappointing season. Yeah, he's not just was not a part of the plan. You were not going to be able to re-sign him. You had to move off of him. Teams know this, so they were lowballing with offers. Nobody was going to offer a real asset for a guy they knew you had to get off of. Yeah. It sucks. The injury sucks. I was a huge fan of Ivy coming out of Purdue. Still a big fan of Ivy. But, yeah, I was really excited to see where his career was going to take him. Felt like he was starting to rocket off. He was averaging 17 a game before the injury came and has yet to sort of return to that form. We got OG Anunoby up on deck. OG Anunoby was fantastic yet again against the Wizards. Continues his excellent shooting. The shooting splits on the way up. It dropped. It went from 40% down to 34%. Now we're up around 37% again. So this is the biggest number for OG. He's got to continue to knock down his perimeter shot to open up his driving game and whatnot. And he's becoming a bully yet again. Welcome back, OG Anunoby. It's happy to see. We really mostly have stuff to cover with the Denver Nuggets. So we're going to zoom past the Knicks a little bit because the game that they played last night against the Wizards, obviously not much to pull from because it was the Washington Wizards. I will also say OG Anunoby's points per game is also on the way up. For a while there, he dropped down below Mikal Bridges in terms of points per game on the season. So he's finally back up to 16.5. He was averaging around 18 before the slide, dropped down to about 15. Now he's back up to 16.5, where he should be. He should be hovering around 18. Foong Pei, what's up, Foong Pei? Slapped you like, but you got to fight the fans' freedom of expression. Less tyranny reign? What do you mean? We got the Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges up to 16 a game as well. Points per game actually on the rise as well. 4.2 rebounds, 4.2 assists, about the same. The thing that is most impressive about Mikal Bridges as of late, you know, besides the three-point shooting still hovering around 40%, which is nice, he's actually going towards the rim. A lot fewer fall-away mid-range shots. That's always going to be a part of his game, but a lot fewer of them as of late. He's actually going towards the basket, whether it's floaters or actual layups or whatever the case may be. But these last couple of games, during the winning streak, since the non-players only, players only meeting, he's actually been going to the rim, not necessarily to draw contact and fouls, but actually looking to go finish strong. And it's actually helped his game. It's opened up a lot for the Knicks. It's opened up a lot for him. Confidence seems to be flowing. The Knicks are also doing a really good job of finding him on cuts to the basket or him running the court and beating guys down the court for easy baskets, pushing the pace, getting easy ones. Don't have to force everything so much in the half court. Naughty Ghost said, I think Jaden Ivey will do all right in Chicago or wherever he ends up after. He was pretty bad pretty bad fit in Detroit. I mean, I think he would have been a pretty good fit, but the injury sapped him of a lot, if not all, of his uber athleticism that he had coming out of Purdue. And so he's going to have to redefine his game now. It's going to be a lot more ground-based, a lot more perimeter-based as a shooter. Now, thankfully, he has been improving his shooting, but yeah. I mean, he was one of the few shooters you guys had that was hovering around 40%. So I think he fit on the team well enough. It was just difficult to find space for him. MEM said, Denver, don't worry, the Knicks. We just have to start the right way, grind them down defensively. I mean, they are, even through all of the injuries, still the best offense in the NBA, or hovering around the best offense in the NBA. It's them and Boston swapping every other night, depending how their nights go, how their games go. But they are can still be a very explosive offense. As long as you have Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic out there, it don't matter who the other three guys are oftentimes. They'll make it work. They're that good. I mean, I said Detroit made a mistake with Ivy. I don't think they made a mistake. He got hurt. They can't wait for him to recover and recoup back. He is going to get paid in the offseason, and they don't have the ability to pay him because they're going to have to pay Thompson. They're already going to have to pay Duren, who just made an all-star team. They're going to have to pay Ron Holland at some point. Stewart's going to get money. Obviously, Cunningham is going to be a max guy. So they have contracts coming up, right? They're not going to be able to keep their team together that way. And Ivy was never going to be able to get the money that he probably thinks he deserves, and the negotiations were going to go south either way, and they were going to end up losing him for nothing. So they had to move off of him at some point here this season. Free agent, restricted free agent, but they were not going to look to give him a ton of money at all. Anthony G&T, what's up, Anthony? I'm at the rest stop right now, on my way to Florida. I'm driving from Brooklyn to Florida. Ooh, shout out to you, brother. Good luck on that drive. That is a long drive. Rafael Torres, what's up, Raf? I just came from my brother's home. Gonna watch your show. Can't wait to see the game. Me too, brother. Me too. MBM says, so it's not injury but money? It's always about money. It's always about money, MBM. Most of these deals are almost always about money. The Celtics acquiring Nikola Vucevic, we could say, oh, yeah, he fits them. He's a stretch five, really works on the court. What it really did was open up a ton of money and a ton of flexibility for the Boston Celtics. It's always about money. 90% of these trades you're going to see at the deadline, almost always about money. Rav Torrey said, I love the sweater and the picture. The sweater is available at the Sheffy store. It is in the chat, is pinned in the chat. If you guys would like to go and buy one, we got sweaters, we got shirts, we got hats. More stuff on the way. Just wanted to make sure we got it up and ready to go for you guys. I did promise Amy Machula we would have it ready to go, and so I rushed. I got it done right on time. It was a lot more work on the back end than I initially thought, but it is available. It is sheffystore.com. Like I said, it is pinned in the chat. You can go to it. Appreciate it. Naughty Ghost said, Detroit wanted / was forcing Ivy into that shooting guard role. He is a shooting guard. He's not a point guard. That wasn't shaping into well. If he goes back to traditional PG, I think he can turn it around. The issue is that he got injured, Naughty Ghost. He is not explosive or quick anymore. That was the thing that got him downhill. He was also he had a very large vertical. He was also able to rise and finish through contact in the paint. Since coming back from the injury, he does not have that level of athleticism anymore, and he's going to have to change his game, which is why the three-point shooting is incredibly important to Ivy. He is not a traditional point guard. Sure, you want him to have the ball in his hands a little bit more often than Detroit was allowing him to have the ball in his hands, but I also think that the fundamental problem Detroit has overall, I think like guys like Thompson should have the ball in his hands a little bit more, maybe even Ron Holland. I get it. They're not great with the ball in their hand right now, but part of that is exploring their ceiling while they're still young and developing. But Ivy's not a traditional point guard at all. David Oz Jr., what's up, David? Anthony Jeans said, I'm just stopping to listen to your call, then I'm back on the road after the game. Have a good one. You always do. Appreciate you, Anthony. Appreciate you. Guys like you are who we do the play call for most, right? People who are out, can't watch the games, just want to listen to it, have a community to be a part of. So I appreciate you, Anthony. Thanks for hanging out with us. K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? CEO King, what's up, CEO? Who wins now to 7 Knicks or Cleveland? Knicks over Cleveland. That James Harden deal makes them even easier to play against in the playoffs. Rav said, who started the lineup tonight? Yeah, no Josh Hart. I would think maybe Mo Diawara starts. As a matter of fact, let me look it up real quick because we are about 5 minutes away from the game starting. If you guys have it, you can go ahead and throw it up in the chat. But I'll look it up right now. But Mikal Bridges, we know what he's capable of. Same with Josh Hart, who was out tonight. No Josh Hart with a sprained ankle. Hopefully he's not out too long, but we do have the All-Star break coming up in about a week. So maybe they just hold him out until the All-Star break, give him as much rest time as possible. David Hodge Jr. said, show some JC love tonight. JC starting? Is he really starting? All right, Jordan Clarkson. You better come through then. You better come through, JC. Jordan Clarkson gets the start for Josh Hart, who is sidelined. Okay. Okay, Mike Brown, I'll trust you. Jordan Clarkson, don't embarrass us. We were doing awesome without you. Now that you're going to get an opportunity here, I don't know why you go to Jordan Clarkson. That's weird to me. And why not Shamet? Don't understand not going to Shamet in the starting lineup, but okay. We got to Deuce McBride, who, like we talked about to start the show, is going to get second opinions on his ankle. Something's not right with it. I hope it's not a major thing and just an extended rest time is necessary, and he should be back better than ever coming out of the All-Star break. I don't expect to see him before the All-Star break, which is in about a week. So 2 weeks of extra rest for Deuce McBride would do him well. We got Mitchell Robinson, who was available today, did not play against the Wizards. Back-to-back situation, he can only play in one of them as of right now. Obviously, you're not going to play against the Wizards. The Knicks blew him out by 30 anyway, even without him, because they're the Wizards. And today, playing against Nikola Jokic, you're going to need all hands on deck. All hands on deck against Jokic. David Ross Jr. said, I like it, Chef. Keep Shamet off the bench in his role he's rolling. Whether Shamet starts or comes off the bench, I don't think it's going to affect like his rhythm or anything. As a matter of fact, I think he plays better with the starters because he gets more opportunities from three and it'll open up driving lanes for Bridges and for Anunoby, and it also provides better spacing. Jordan Clarkson, what is Jordan Clarkson good at this year? He's not a consistent three-point. As a matter of fact, shout out Landry Shamet, 44.5% from three. Like I said, these are all updated stats. 44.5% from three-point range. That is his major role. That and his perimeter defense. Very key, very necessary, especially in the absence of Deuce McBride. But let's talk about it. Jordan Clarkson, what is he good at this year? These are all updated stats. 33% from three. Yeah, they're not worried about him from three-point range. Is he a good defender? Absolutely not. He's a really bad defender. Team defender, a one-on-one individual defender, really bad at it. Ball movement, absolutely horrific at it. 1.3 assists per game. Matter of fact, even in the Wizards game, when they threw him out there and he got playing time, he was not moving the ball. The ball hit his hands and the ball movement died, right? I expect Jordan Clarkson to get to actually be incentivized to get off the ball earlier today. If not, I want to see him put on the bench very quickly. Short leash on Jordan Clarkson here today. Prove me wrong, JC. Prove me wrong. But up until this point, the Knicks were rolling without you. So if you come in and start messing things up and the Knicks lose, a lot of the blame is going to be put on Jordan Clarkson's shoulders. Fairly or unfairly, it's just going to happen. He is the odd man out here today, a guy who was not part of the 6-game winning streak. He was a cheerleader out on the bench, 33 years old. Again, what is he good at right now? Outside of one-on-one play, which is not what the Knicks have been thriving with right now. Mamba Mindset with the Mamba. Don't sleep on Toronto. I am passed out, brother. Not worried about the Toronto Raptors one bit. Not one bit. The Toronto Raptors, I am in deep sleep, in REM sleep, brother. I'm in REM sleep. The deepest of sleep possible. You can't even wake me up from how deep in sleep I am on the Toronto Raptors. True Mets Dog. What's up, True Mets Dog? It's been a while, brother. Happy to see you. Kina Hara said, I got Shamet 9+ points tonight. They're going to need a lot of Landry Shamet. No Josh Hart, no Deuce McBride, Landry Shamet. Should get a lot of time. Surprised he's not in the starting lineup, but should get a lot of time off the bench here today. I'm expecting 30+ minutes for Shamet. So 9+ points is necessary for him. For a guy who averages 9.5, expect more than three threes for Landry Shamet today. The Denver Nuggets don't do a great job of guarding the three-point shot. If you can move the ball around and get them in rotation, you should be able to find yourself open out on the perimeter, especially against their second units. So really looking forward to the Knicks perimeter players taking advantage of Denver's defense today. Corey Thornton, what's up, Corey? Kina Hara said, also took Payne Watson over. Payne Watson is an interesting one. If the Knicks pay too close of attention to Nikola Jokic tonight, because he's going to be guarded by Towns, he's going to be guarded by Robinson, they're probably going to try and ask him to guard him one-on-one. If not, and they start bringing over double teams, guys like Payne Watson are absolutely going to feast. So it's going to be dependent on how they guard Jokic today and how impactful Payne Watson is, because I'm sure they're going to put a guy like OG Anunoby on Payne Watson. They'll probably put Bridges on Jamal Murray, and then obviously Cat and Mitchell Robinson will share time guarding Nikola Jokic. Nadigo said, also the Wizards are suddenly very intriguing. I don't know about good, but definitely intriguing. Definitely intriguing. Yeah, I don't know about good either, but definitely intriguing. A team built around Trae Young and Anthony Davis could be fun to see if they ever share the court together. I mean, these two guys have been on and off the court so often these last 2 seasons. I don't expect either of them to suddenly be very healthy next season. Maybe, we have the Wizards pick this season. that's top 8 protected. So if we could even see 15 games to end the year of Anthony Davis and Trae Young, that might be fun and interesting, hopefully to pull them down the lottery and closer to that 9th pick. Yabusele probably on his way out, whether it's a buyout or whatever the case may be, a trade, hopefully a trade. He's not a part of the rotation at all anymore. Tyler Kolek also becomes very important. Without Josh Hart, he becomes our second most valuable ball handler and playmaker. It's usually Brunson, then Josh Hart, then a guy like Mikal Bridges, Anunoby, and then Towns as a hub out on the perimeter, but not necessarily a playmaker in the traditional sense of handling the ball, usually just out of the pinch post area or the high post area. Tyler Kolek suddenly takes on an incredible importance here tonight. Jason, what's up, Jason? Lord, please, JC, don't drop a dud tonight. We need you. Yeah, come on, JC. Show up today, brother. Show up today. Let's get to the Denver Nuggets real quick. We're going to get to Nikola Jokic. I'm going to move the shirt over real quick. Then we'll take the shirt down while we're doing the stream. But like I said, the sweater is now available over on the Sheffy store. It is officially launched. It is live. I have the store pinned in the comments here. So I appreciate you guys. You guys have been asking for it, and it is live. It is available. Raph said Anthony Davis got traded to the Wizards. I can't believe that. I can believe it. He is gone from being a true blue superstar in the league. He is maybe a star if he could stay healthy, which is a huge question mark at this point in his career. I said we need JC to sit on the bench a lot. Well, he's going to be a starter today, so he should have a short leash, though. Carl James, what's up, Carl? Let's go for 8 wins. Yeah, man. Yeah, and then we got Detroit, and then we got Boston. So the games don't stop. The games don't stop. Nikola Jokic, what do you want me to say? Good luck. There's your context for Nikola Jokic. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Best player in the world. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? He is on a minutes restriction since coming back from the injury. This is his 3rd game. And they have yet to win since Jokic came back from the injury. So it's his 3rd game back. We'll see what he looks like. Again, he's on a minutes restriction. Sean Collins, what's up, Sean? Is the Sheffy store called The Kitchen? I thought about it, Sean, but I didn't want to confuse people going to the kitchen, maybe looking for actual kitchen things. So I thought about it. Maybe colloquially here on the channel we could call it The Kitchen. But right now it's just thesheffystore.com. Jamal Murray, a first-time All-Star. He got off to an incredible start. Usually the kind of guy who gets off to a very slow start, but got off to an incredible start this year and has maintained. And then with all of the injuries that the Denver Nuggets has suffered, Jamal Murray has been one of the main constants on the team. Where would they be without Jamal Murray this year? 4 of their 5 starters. Jokic went down. Gordon has been out almost the entirety of the year. Same with Christian Brown, who is also available tonight. And who's the other? Cam Johnson is also out still. And so 4 of their 5 starters were out. And yet they didn't completely sink. They obviously took a hit record-wise, but they didn't completely sink. And that's because Jamal Murray was absolutely incredible. 44% from three-point range, a career high. 48.7% from the floor. He's been incredibly efficient, even without Jokic out there. Normally, people think that Jamal Murray is a Jokic benefactor in the sense that what would he be without him? Well, we saw a little bit of it this year. He'd still be an all-star level point guard, right? 25.6 points, 7.5 assists as well. He's been fantastic. And only 2.3 turnovers. So whenever people talk about, oh, you're a high-usage ball-handling guard, you're going to turn the ball over, you don't have to. Jalen Brunson, Jamal Murray, SGA, we talk about these guys all the time. Stop turning the ball over and stop giving excuses to guards who turn the ball over an excessive amount. Delano said, Murray versus Brunson should be a fun one. J Money, what's up, J Money? 3-game test coming up to see if we're worthy of the finals. Yeah, it's going to be a big test. Even though the Knicks are not fully healthy and guys are definitely limping towards the All-Star break right now, it is still a big test. Every team is hurting. Rose Pierre, what's up, Rose Pierre? Had a nightmare. Mavs trade Kyrie plus some for Giannis and get Draymond Green to rebuild the Jordan Bulls blueprint. Brother, Kyrie's got no value. He's coming off an ACL tear and he's got a big old contract. AP, what's up, AP? Trapped in the 90s. What's up, Trapped in the 90s? I said Denver hung in there, but mostly because, 1, very weak scheduling during the Jokic absence, and 2, Jamal Starr, yeah, and 3, Peyton Watson, yeah, absolutely. Schedule was on their side a little bit for sure, but look, you're missing 4 starters. Guess what? If the Knicks were down 4 starters and Karl-Anthony Towns was the sole starter available, their second star, like Jamal Murray, guess what? The Knicks would not survive the way the Denver Nuggets were able to survive. Or maybe they would. Who knows? But I highly, highly doubt it. NGC. Toasty, what's up, Toasty? Lock in that over 55.5 points first quarter. We'll see. We'll see. Should be a fun game. Now, I will say, Toasty, it is the second night of a back-to-back, so you could see some atrocious shooting numbers here tonight. Aaron Gordon is out with injury. He's been out for a really long time. Really unfortunate. Anthony GNT said, call your store the chef's menu. That's not a bad one either. Cam Johnson also still out with an injury, although he should be coming back as of pretty soon, probably after the All-Star break. No sense in rushing guys back right now. Might as well just wait until after the All-Star break, get him 2 more weeks of rest here. I will say, I did not realize his three-point shooting percentage has already skyrocketed to 43%. Did not realize that. It was hovering around like 29-30% majority of the year. Hinar said Knicks would have been like 2-14 in that stretch with Towns only, no JB, no Bridges, no OG, no Josh Hart. Right? If they missed 4 of their 5 starters and only had Towns available, yeah, the Knicks, even with a soft schedule, the Knicks would have really struggled. So I can't take anything away from the Nuggets. Once you lose your entire starting lineup, I can't take anything away from what you did. It does not matter who the opponent was. Christian Brown, he is just coming back from injury. I got to update this image because this is back from his rookie year. He looks almost nothing like this anymore. So I got to update his image. He's got the shaved head, he's got the buzz cut, he's got the nice full beard. Definitely looks a lot more grown. This looks like a child. This looks like a child. Definitely looks like a grown man now with the beard. But Christian Brown, he's just coming back from the injury, so I'm going to reject all of these counting stats here. Working his way back. Not playing the greatest right now. Obviously, his first game back was against Detroit last night. As a matter of fact, real quick, let me look up if Denver is ruling him out tonight, because there was some question about whether or not they're going to be playing. He's going to be playing second night. He's available to play. He's available to play. So the Nuggets suddenly have 3 of their 5 starters available. I said babyface Christian Brown pick looks like Cole. A little bit. Cole gotta grow some facial hair or something, or cut his hair. Got to do something. He looks like a little boy out there. Definitely has the baby face. So Christian Brown is available, and like I said, I'm going to ignore the counting stats for now for Christian Brown because he's just coming back from the injury. If we go over his career statistics, he's a very capable three-point shooter. Last year was 38% from 3. The year before that was 36. So he's a capable three-point shooter. So I'm ignoring the 20% from 3 this year. 45% from the field. We know he's a better finisher than that. Can finish excellently in the paint. Is a fast break threat for them. But again, just coming back from the injury, he's going to be very rusty shooting-wise. He's not going to be as explosive, especially coming off the injury that he had, soft tissue injuries and whatnot. And he's a good defender. We'll see what kind of impact he has defensively today. Like Jokic, he is also on a minutes restriction, so we may not see a ton tonight. Jay Money said Josh Hart not playing today. Josh Hart is not playing today. Josh Hart is out. Mo Diawara is available, though. Both of them were questionable with ankle sprains last night. Nadigo said, looking forward to the Pistons and Knicks game 2 on Friday night. Pistons are hosting the second night of a back-to-back, but I don't know if it matters since game 1 is against Washington. Yeah, fair. I will say, depending on if they're on the road or not, it might matter, because travel is the thing that affects back-to-backs more often than like actually playing, although obviously playing also impacts it. But the travel is the thing that impacts teams the most when it comes to back-to-back situations. Keenar said, Michael J. Fox always had a baby face too. He did. Maybe Cole, he's got to improve his hair, though. The hair has got to improve. He can't rock the shaggy look into his mid-20s here, right? He's 24. He can't be rocking that shaggy hair look going into his mid-20s. J83, what's up, Jay? Cole looks like Michael Fox from Teen Wolf. I see it now. I see it. Toasty said also Watson over 1.5 assists. That's not bad. 2 assists is definitely a low bar. Delano said, where's Giannis going? He's going back to the crib. He's going to stay there in Milwaukee, brother. Nadigo said both are at home. Okay, so yeah, the back-to-back situation not going to affect them that much. They're going to get a nice, easy victory against the Wizards, and then they're going to welcome the Knicks in. They're going to have a scrimmage, and then they're going to have the Knicks. Trav in the 90 said injury report. I missed it. So Mo Diawara is out. Deuce McBride is out, and my guy, the High Vibe, with a very generous super chat. I appreciate you, High Vibe. My goodness. Said, go Knicks, go Hornets. Giannis to the Hornets would strike fear in the league. It kind of would. They should swing for the fences. You're not wrong, High Bob. You're not wrong. Thank you for your generosity, brother. JA3 said, so are we happy going to war with what we have? If so, how do you feel about that? I feel fine. I felt fine to start the year. I felt fine in the middle of the year. The only time I didn't feel fine was obviously the 2-9 stretch where the team completely collapsed inexplicably. There was no reason for it. There was no rhyme or reason for it. Did not make sense. And that was the only time I really started to question this roster. But outside of that 11-game stretch, last year's team, this year's team, outside of that 11-game stretch, I felt very good about it. A lot's got to go right for the Knicks in the playoffs in terms of like health and players playing well, playing up to their level, and if not, maybe even a little bit beyond it for them to win a championship. But it's possible, for sure possible. Isaiah Garner said they said Mo is available for today's game. Yes, Mo Diawara is available to play. Josh Hart is out. Those 20-year-old ligaments bounce back a lot quicker than 30-year-old ligaments, I'll tell you that. Jonas Valanciunas is incredibly important to this team. They finally have a backup option for Jokic, whereas literally Jokic's entire career, they didn't have it. At least since his star turn, they haven't had a real backup center for Jokic. Now they have it in Jonas Valanciunas, who is good, not great, but a good and at least very capable bench option for them. It could allow them to continue to run their offense the way they normally do because he could operate out of the same areas that Jokic does. You know, I said reports out Giannis to Cleveland with Harden, LeBron joining as a free agent. This story has some credit to me. Yeah, Cleveland is in the running. So is Minnesota. He's been clearing space. Probably going to be looking to add him. Julius Randle on the move, maybe again. We'll see. We'll see. Tammy, what's up, Tammy? Purchase. The link is in the chat. I have it pinned in the chat, Tammy. Yes, the merch store is up. If you guys are interested, SheffyStore.com is live and ready to go. We only have three products up right now. More on the way. But you guys were clamoring for it. Tammy was clamoring for it. So I had to come in and get it all set up. I had to hold up my end of the bargain. It was a lot of work, a lot more work than I thought, but we got it up. We got it ready to go. So same starting lineup for both teams, usual starting lineup for the Knicks, except Jordan Clarkson is in for Josh Hart. And then same for the Nuggets that they've been rocking since the injuries hit. You got Murray, Jokic, Brown, Watson, and Jones. Real quick, I do want to get to Watson. He is more important than Bruce Brown, who's just solid off the bench, does a little bit of everything. Same with Tim Hardaway Jr. He fills in the three-point gunner that Michael Porter Jr. was, obviously off the bench. Not the greatest at it. He's shooting for 40% from three this year, though. And then we have Peyton Watson, the most important development for the Nuggets this year. 15 a game, 50% from the floor, 42.5% from three-point range is incredible. I'm also going to remove the shirt because we are getting ready for tip-off, and here we go. Also, real quick, like I said, here's the merch store. Boom, there it is. There it is. There's your products for now. And like I said, more on the way. All right, here we go. Go to our Gamecast, get ourselves situated. This is the first game of the night. A couple of other games tipping off around this time as well. Let's also do this. There we go. So the Nuggets win the tip, and we're off and running. So Murray has it up top. He can guard up by Bridges. They get over to Jokic. Jokic up top. It's trying to hit Brown, cutting back door out of bounds. And the Knicks can't hold on to it, and it's going to stay here with Denver. A golden opportunity given away by the Knicks. Let's see if they can respond. AP, good luck to us. Yes, sir. Jason, what's up, Jason? Yes, he is. Chef even said it 3 times as well. Mo Diawara is active. Yes, Mo Diawara is available to play. And an offensive foul on Christian Brown. All right, so the Knicks get 2 golden opportunities here, and they finally get the ball back. So Bridges has it up top. Gets it over to Towns. Towns gets it over to Clarkson. Clarkson gets it over to Brunson. Coming off a screen. Fires away a 3. Got us to go. Way to start the game with a 3, JB. 3-0. 11:30 to go. Here we go. Denver bringing it down. Jokic has it up top. Being guarded by Towns. Leaves it off for Watson. Payne Watson dancing around. They got Brunson on Watson, unless that's just a mismatch to start the game. Don't love that matchup. Anunoby gets the rebound off the missed mid-range jumper from Watson. And now Brunson dancing with it. A step back. Good defense from Spencer Jones. Brunson holding on to his leg. Throws it off to Spencer Jones out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Knicks. Smart move from JB. Keep the possession alive. He was falling out of bounds. Still 3-0. 11:12 to go. Darnell. What's up, Darnell? You know, I don't like shooting threes, but they're going to shoot the 3 ball to win. You need a nice mix. You for sure need a nice mix. Brunson has it up top, attacking to his right. Swings it over to Clarkson. Clarkson has it in the right corner. being guarded by Spencer Jones, attacking, lost the ball on the way up. That's not what we need from Clarkson. He picks it up, puts it up at the buzzer. That's what we need from JC. Okay, some serendipity, but he got it to go. Made up for it. Here comes Denver. Brown gets it over to Murray. Murray being guarded by Bridges. They get it over to Jokic. Jokic being guarded by Towns. They hit Murray, come back door. Murray hesitates, throws it up, can't get it to go. Excellent defense from the Knicks. Good peel switch from Jordan Clarkson. Brunson bringing it down. Pull up straight away 3, JB. We rarely see him shoot those, and for good reason. Didn't even hit the rim. Hit the side of the backboard. That is not your shot, Jalen Brunson. Jokic has it up top, hands it off to Murray. Murray coming to his right off the handoff, pocket pass to Jokic, quickly passes it out, corner, Spencer Jones, a 3, too strong, can't get it to go. Good boxing out from Bridges on Brown. Towns sneaks in for the rebound. Brunson hit ahead past the Bridges. Bridges has it on the right wing, waiting for his teammates. Bridges coming to his left, swings it out to Towns. He's going to line up a deep left wing 3. Got us to go. There you go. Nice in rhythm. JB's knocked one down. Towns knocked one down, and that's a nice 8-0 start here tonight with 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Murray up top being guarded by Bridges. Murray attacking to his left. Down the lane. Hesitates. Beautiful blow-by move. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Jokic right there. Misses the initial putback but gets his own tip. He's just padding his rebounding stats. Brunson quick hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges beating everybody down the court. Kicks it up top. Anunoby wide open 3. Beautiful ball movement and the Knicks are off and running, baby. We are off and running. 11-2 start. Here comes Christian Brown bringing it down the other way. The Knicks are 3 for 4 from three-point range to start the game. Jokic hands it off to Murray. Murray being guarded by Bridges. They're not allowing him to come off the screen. Towns switches on to Murray. Murray's going to pull it out and look to isolate against Towns. Hesitation move. Crosses over, step back, mid-range, fall away. Got it to go for Murray. A go-to move for him. In rhythm, step back. That's decent defense. Don't let him get into the paint. Force him to make jump shots. Good defense from Towns. I'll take it. Brunson coming to his left. He draws a double. Picks up his handle. Tries to get it inside the Bridges. Ball got tipped, and the Nuggets pick up the steal. Bad turnover from Brunson. They hit ahead to Jones. They swing it out to Watson. Pump fake, sidestep 3 over Anunoby. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Knicks catching a break with the couple of missed shots from the Nuggets here. Brunson on the left wing. Hesitation move down the lane. Gets stripped but fouled by Spencer Jones. Spencer Jones can't believe the foul call. He's not happy with it. Either way, it's a foul. I don't think it's a shooting foul. Should be side out of bounds for the Knicks. Tom Anthony said 2 touches, 2 turnovers by Clarkson. They do put him at the line. They do call it a shooting foul. Relic, what's up, Relic? Jay said, I wonder if that Harden move was not only a win now move, but a safety net in case Spider leaves. It's definitely not a safety net in case Donovan Mitchell leaves. He's locked up for a while. Signed the extension 2 seasons ago, last season, something like that. It was more so of the fact that it doesn't look like Darius Garland is healthy, and they are looking to compete for a championship this year, and so they just used his salary to match up with a guy who made just as much money. Salaries matched up almost perfectly, and I think we have a challenge from the Nuggets here, because we do have a timeout. Relic said, "Oh, Chevy store is up." The Chevy store is up, my brother. You can go to the to the merch store. You can copy yourself a T-shirt or a sweater or a dad hat right now. More products are on the way. They will be added to the store. But as of right now, I just wanted to make sure we got the store up and running. It was a lot more work than you would probably think. Definitely more work than I thought, I will say. Maybe I should phrase it that way. Jay said, "Come on, everyone. JC will rise tonight." I'm talking about Jordan Clarkson, of course. Oh, we are familiar with JC. We are familiar with his game. There's a reason why people are very pessimistic with him right now. He had a wild baseline drive to start the game, lost the ball. Some serendipity. Towns came in, fought for it, knocked it loose on the loose ball that Clarkson definitely turned over. Knocked it loose, and Clarkson was able to recover with the shot clock running down, just had to turn and fire, and he did knock it down. So, Dom Anthony said, "Is Hart or Deuce available?" Hart and Deuce McBride remain out and will probably be out until the All-Star break. Donald Mormuse said, "Nice shirt. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you." We are slowly getting back to our regular Clyde Frazier, Craig Sager-inspired outfits as our New York Knicks are restoring the vibes. They're on their way to restoring the vibes. We got a tough 3-game stretch here. If they can go 2-1 at least against these 3 teams, the vibes will be fully restored. Nick Yak said, "Nice start so far." So far, 11-4. 11-4. 7-point lead. I like it. Still more work to do, obviously. Jay Gardner. What's up, Jay Gardner? Flannel colorway is fire. This is a thrifted shirt. These are thrifted pants. Almost every outfit you see here is thrifted, except for some of the sports jackets. Everything is thrifted. It is easier that way. And it also gives me the ability to not spend a lot of money. And every outfit we wear is literally right behind the green screen, is hung up right behind the green screen. None of it leaves this room. All of it is just for camera. Amy Machula, what's up, Amy? Doug Fresh, what's up, Doug Fresh? I said, I don't believe the original JC was good enough for the current JC. Ain't the original. Who is the original JC? Who am I missing? Who's the original JC? Mark.tv, what's up, Mark? Who's the original JC? Who am I missing? Who am I not thinking about? Doug Fresh at defense tonight, let's go. Gotta be defense first. So they win the challenge. No foul on Spencer Jones. It's another turnover for Jalen Brunson. Clean up the turnovers, JB. Already too many to start. They get it out to Jokic. Brunson runs over and deters him from taking the three. So Jokic resets, has it in the post now against Brunson. Backing him down. Spins, leans in, puts up the floater, comes up short. Great defense from JB. Great defense from JB. Bodying up on Nikola Jokic. Yes, sir. Clarkson bringing it down the other way. Gets it over to Towns. Towns up top in the high post. Hits Clarkson, comeback door, right through the hands of Clarkson, but thankfully Bridges saves it from being a turnover. Clarkson got to wake up here. Towns has it up top. Step back three over Jokic. Line me up. Ooh, can't get it to go. I would have popped off, Cat. Lewis, what's up, Lewis? Watson bringing it down. They get it over to Jokic. Jokic has it up top, being guarded by Towns. Has him in the post. Spins off of him. Going to the baseline. Leans in. Puts up the floater. Got it to go for Big Yoke. Also looking for a foul call. He doesn't get it. But now it's 11-6. 5-point lead for the Knicks. Here comes Bridges, bringing it down. They get over to Towns up top. Towns gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby gets it over to Towns. Towns hands it off to Brunson. A lot of movement here for the Knicks. Brunson down the lane, stops, pump fake, one-legged fall-away jumper. Got it to go from JB. Foul line fall away. Beautiful. Here comes Murray bringing it down. Great ball movement and play movement from the Knicks. Murray dancing with it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to is right up the Jones screen. Brunson switches on to Murray. They get it over to Jokic. Jokic up top. Hands it off to Murray. Coming to his left off the screen. Puts it up. Good rear contest. Got it to go down anyway. That's Jamal Murray being a star right there. It's a 4-point game. 9-13. 7 minutes to go. Bridges bringing it down. Has it up top. Gets it over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Jokic. Spins off of him. Coming to his left. They show a double team. They swing it out. Brunson up top. Mishandles the pass. Has to go back to pick it up. Under 7 to go. Brunson coming to his left. Shot clock down to 5. They're showing a double team to kick it out. Clarkson left corner 3. Got me to go, JC. That's what we need. That's what we need. And Jokic goes down holding his leg. Jokic is hands on his knees. I hope that's not serious. Coach Adamman's going to call a timeout. And Jokic limps off the court. Not feeling great. Moving very gingerly. Not what you want to see. Not what I wanted to see tonight. Let's see the replay. Okay, it looked like a rolled ankle. Clarkson did knock down that 3, by the way. It looks like a rolled ankle. The replay didn't show the feet, but the commentator said he stepped on the back foot or the back leg of Anunoby as he was backpedaling. Like he was kind of backpedaling a little bit and then accidentally stepped behind them and stepped on Anunoby's leg. Hopefully it's a rolled ankle. It sounds crazy to say. Hopefully it's just a rolled ankle and not because nobody makes contact with him and not a non-contact injury because obviously that would be disastrous. Jay said they say ankle but grabbing at the knee. He could be grabbing at, like, not holding the knee, like the knee hurts, but like grabbing at the legs and pulling the legs in. I've done that. I said ankle is better for him. Definitely. Like I said, yeah, I don't want to see Jokic. I don't even want to see Jokic hurt tonight. Like, I don't want to see him out of the game. Like, obviously it benefits the Knicks, but I want to see the Knicks play a healthier, at least with Jokic. Like, come on, man. Keenar said re-injured knee would suck. I don't think it's the knee. I don't think his knee hurt. I know he was holding the knee, but I think it was more so like holding the leg and pulling the leg in because the ankle hurt. Hopefully that's the case. Obviously, I don't know. And the replay they showed, I couldn't really see either, so. Jordan Clarkson does have 5 points to start the game, by the way. He's 2 for 2 from the floor. I'm just saying. He also has an assist. I'm just saying. Shout out JC. We need you tonight, brother. So far, brilliant move by Mike Brown. So far. Kinar said, guess my Valanciunas bet is looking better. Yeah, it's looking like they're going to need him a lot tonight. Gigi said, breaking news as per Shams, LeBron James is a Knick. All right, brother. I don't even have to check to see if that's real. It is indeed not. Rose Pierce said, Jokic trade to the LA Los Ankles Lakers. Yak said, I want Joker in this game. Me too, Yak. Me too. I want to see the Knicks play a really good team. And obviously, Denver, even outside of Jokic, this recent injury, the Denver Nuggets are extremely injured. Missing 2 starters, 2 very important starters in Johnson and Gordon. But still. Knicks are also down a couple important players. Not as important, but a couple important players as well. David Osh Jr. said, JC ballin'. Chef joining JC fan club. I won't be a part of the JC fan club. As long as he's wearing a Knicks jersey, I root for his success. Absolutely will always root for his success. As long as he's wearing a Knicks jersey, I'm going to root for anybody's success wearing a Knicks jersey. Time Walk Inc. What's up, Time? We can't see the Knicks score? 16. As far as the Knicks scoring, there you go. I'll try to make sure I pace around, so you should be able to see it. But if there's anything you want to know, or if I'm standing in the way and you want to see it, just let me know. Tell me to move, and I will. Time said, I thought this started at 4:30. All right, here we go. My stream started at 4:30 for the pregame. All right, so Jokic remains in the game. That's a good sign. They hand it off to Murray, off the screen. He got a wide open look. Bridges just died on the screen. You can't die on the screen, Bridges. Back to a 4-point game. They get the 3 points right back. Here comes Jalen Brunson bringing it down. Has it up top. They get it over to Towns. Towns coming to his left. Hands it off to OG Anunoby. They get it up top to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right, dancing with it against Watson, attacking to his left, down the lanes. Tried to leave it off for Towns and turns it over yet again. And Christian Brown bringing it down the other way. They leave it off for Murray. Hesitation move, down the lane, scoop layup, got it to go. Jalen Brunson turning the ball over like crazy so far to start the game. You hate it. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. How many turnovers he has so far? They don't show it on this graphic here. Time said, what are you cooking up? Hopefully a Knicks W, brother. Hopefully a Knicks W. I want to see real quick. Not this. Not what I want to see. I want to see the box score. How many turnovers does JV have so far? Jalen Brunson has 3 turnovers. Got 3 turnovers already. Don't love that. Don't love that at all. Kevin McCullers coming in, getting ready to check in. Maybe Mike Brown doesn't want to risk it with Mo Diawara rolling in the ankle last night. Doug Fresh said they're trying to trade Hartenstein from OKC. His name has come up in some rumors. I don't think they're actively trying to trade him. I think they will look to trade him at some point because they definitely don't want to continue to pay him that money. They swing it out, sham it, wide open right corner 3, line me up. Can't get it to go. And it'll be battling for the loose ball, can't keep it alive. Denver with the rebound. Here comes Peyton Watson. Watson leaves it off of Murray. Murray has it up top, attacking to his right. Steps back. Now coming to his left. Seamus staying in front of him, driving it down. Robinson is also in, by the way. And Murray goes all the way down the lane and ties us up at 16. 5:18 to go. Brunson hit ahead to Anunoby. Right corner 3, line me up. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Jokic with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Jokic up top. Lobs it over to Christian Brown. Back to Jokic. Jokic up top. Hands it off to Murray. Murray coming to his right. Steps back. Robinson switched on to him. Murray's going to look to dance. Murray pulls it out. Hesitation move. Coming to his right. Scoop layup high off glass with the right hand over Shamet. Got it to go for Jamal Murray. And a timeout for Mike Brown as the Denver Nuggets have taken their first lead of the night, 18-16. Under 5 to go as well. Thurston said, I'm away for 5 minutes, and bam, it's tied. It's very early in the game. Time Walk said, is Cat injured? Cat is not injured. This is a normal substitution pattern. Shredded Bear, what's up, Shredded Bear? On pace for a 14 turnover game, JB, at this point. I mean, that's not really how that works, but technically, yes, on pace for that. Time Walk said, Murray is killing it. Absolutely. He's got up to 14 points already. Having a phenomenal game. He was in jail the other night being chased around and guarded by and hounded by All-Star Thompson. And so tonight, he sees Mikal Bridges, and he's like, oh, thank goodness. A weak defender. Jay said this game is a very good test. Absolutely. I love that Jokic remains in the game, and he seems fine. I love it. His movement will probably be a little limited, but it's not like he's a quick mover anyway. Mojo to Mojo. Murray cutting up tonight? Absolutely. Slicing and dicing the Knicks up right now. They have Shamet guarding him right now. They might have to switch around a couple of assignments. They might have to put like OG Anunoby on him. Jamal Murray isn't necessarily the quickest player. He utilizes angles and screens and hesitation moves to get his shots off. So Mikal Bridges is awful at navigating screens most of the time. So I'd probably at some point when push comes to shove switch that matchup. I'd want to see OG Anunoby guarding him and then have Bridges switch onto Watson. Jalen Brunson will bring it down now. He's already up to 3 turnovers. A bad decision-making game from Jalen Brunson to start. Expect them to clean it up as the game goes on. They get it over to McCullough. McCullough jab step down the lane, throws a lob up top to Big Mitch. Way to look for the big man, McCullough. Way to feed the big man. We're tied at 18. 4:30 to go. Watson has it, gets it over to Valanciunas, who's coming to the game for Jokic. Hands it off to Murray. Murray coming to his left. Shamet chasing him around. Murray spins off, rejecting the screen. Half spin, stop. Pump fake, spins. McCullough jumped the lane and leaves a wide open Payne Watson for 3. He misses it. Battle for the rebound. Jones knocks it over to McCullough. McCullough leaves it off for Bridges, and Bridges will bring it down. Can't leave open shooters, McCullough. Don't make that mistake again. They swing it out to Shamet, a 3, and Landry Shamet lines it up. Thank you, Landry. Knicks back up by 3, 21-18. And now here comes Murray. Murray up top being guarded by Shamet. Shamet, a good point of attack defender. Murray, an all-star player, though. They get over to Valanciunas. Valanciunas hands it off to Murray. Murray coming to his left off the handoff. Down the lane against Brunson. Draws the foul and gets the floater to go. Jamal Murray is in attack mode here tonight. They're going to have to switch these matchups, man. They're going to have to put a bigger guy on him. He has been fantastic tonight. Draws the foul on Brunson and knocks down the floater through the contact. High out glass. He got it to go. Yak said OG needed for Watson. We haven't heard from. Yeah, but you could put Bridges on Watson and get similar results because Watson doesn't utilize screening the way Murray does. And OG Anunoby is much better at navigating screens and blowing up screens and getting skinny to get around them than Bridges is. OG Anunoby not on the court right now. They have McCullough in for him. So Bridges, Shamet, the better defender for this position. That's why they immediately switched the defense to put Shamet on him and took Bridges off of him. McCullough attacks, throws the floater up, can't get it to go. Robinson battling for a rebound, gets it in the paint, throws up the hook. Got me to go, Big Mitch. 4 points for Big Mitch off the bench. I love it. I love it, Mitch. We got to restart the timer. We got 3:20 to go. Murray will bring it down. 23-20. Teams trading baskets here. Murray down the lane, steps back, pump fakes again, gets Bridges up in the air, draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. MBM said Jamal going nuclear. He is going nuclear right now. He's got 17 points, and he's going to the foul line for 2 more. Time Walk said, who is guarding Brunson? Who are they putting on Brunson? They started the game, I believe, with Christian Brown on him. It's always hard to tell because Brunson comes off a million screens like Jamal Murray does, so there's often a lot of switching. But it's usually Peyton Watson has the assignment or Christian Brown has had the assignment so far tonight. Mo Diawara comes in the game. Interesting that he went to McCullough even to start. Really interesting. As you guys can see, I forgot to mention, you're seeing some Spurs graphics come up. You've probably also seen some Thunder graphics come up. We will be live. We will stay live after the Knicks game here to cover Spurs versus Thunder, the 5th game they will play. I think we've covered 4 of them. Definitely at least 3. Murray knocks down both free throws. So it is back to a 1-point game, 23-22. Both teams going back and forth here. The Knicks are out there with Brunson, Anunoby, Shamet, Diawara, and Robinson. They get it up top to Brunson, being guarded by Bruce Brown, who's just subbed in. Brunson coming to his right, pocket pass to Diawara, slipping down the lane. No look pass inside to Shamet, reverse layup, can't get it to go, battle for a rebound. And Spencer Jones able to pull it down. Bruce Brown gets it over to Valanciunas, hands it off to Brown. Brown being guarded by Shamet. Coming to his right up the screen, down the lane, cross-court pass. Hardaway puts up the 3 over Diawara, comes up short, long rebound. Brunson does a good job coming over, securing it, quickly gets it over to Brunson. Brunson will then bring it down. Great job from Brunson and Mitchell Robinson to combine for that rebound there. Brunson driving it down, stops, turns, spins, up top to Diawara. Diawara back to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Spencer Jones. They get it back to Diawara. Walks into a right wing three. Line me up. Line me up. Mo Diawara, baby. I'm loving Mo Diawara. The confidence. Walking right into that three. No hesitation. Don't hesitate, Mo. Don't hesitate. Murray has it up top, being guarded by Shamet. Dancing with it. Almost got it behind a backcourt violation, but he stays in bounds. Shamet staying in front of Murray. Half spin, pump fake. Great defense from Murray. They try to lob it down low to Valanciunas. Almost a turnover. But the Nuggets able to save it. They get it out the hard way, attacking Shamet. Shamet knocks the ball loose and then kicked out of bounds. And the ball is going to stay here with Denver as they call the foul on Shamet. I can't believe they gave Shamet that foul. That's just good, solid defense to me. Susan, what's up, Susan? Now he goes, so they're playing 5 games. That's because of the NBA Cup? Yes. So they were scheduled for 4 games, but they matched up in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Could have been any 2 teams, obviously, but it ended up being the Spurs versus the Thunder. So they have 5 games against each other this year. They get it into Valanciunas. Valanciunas being guarded by Robinson. Ball knocked loose. Murray able to recover it again. A lot of serendipity here. And then a foul on Anunoby. Now they're in the bonus, so 2 free throws. OG Anunoby just getting his hand caught in the cookie jar, just being a little too physical. Murray was already off balance, falling towards the backcourt line again in that situation. Let me see the replay here. Oh, that's nothing. That is nothing. OG Anunoby just getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar. That's a no call to me, though. The refs rewarding the flopping there from Murray. He did a great job of drawing that foul in OG. Definitely wasn't a foul, though. Time walks in Murray for 1,000 points. He knocks down the first one. He's got one more coming. He's got 19 points. And a 20-point first quarter for Jamal Murray. And it is I gave 3 points on the wrong side? I did give 3 points on the wrong side. Why did I give the Knicks an extra 3? It is 24-26. My apologies. Brunson has it up top and draws a foul on Bruce Brown. What's going on here? What are we doing? Here we go. So they get it into Brunson. Brunson coming to drive the Robinson screen. Cross court pass to Anunoby. Anunoby lines up. Left wing 3. Line me up. Throws up a wedgie. It's going to be a jump ball. Got tied between the backboard and the rim. Got hung up there. Death smile. What's up, Death? He wants the New York Knicks to win. I want the New York Knicks to win. I do. I'm a Knicks fan first. Lucas Romer. What's up, Lucas? Is Jokic done? Jokic is not done. Jokic is still available to play. This is normal substitution pattern for Jokic. Mitchell Robinson wins the tip, and Brunson will bring it down. A fresh 24 for them. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Murray. Dancing with it. Brunson crosses over, step back, mid-range pull-up jumper. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Valanciunas skies for the rebound, and now here comes Murray, bringing it down the other way. He could tie it up, approaching the 1-minute mark here. Murray has it up top, coming to his right. Half spin. Brunson picks his pocket. Jalen Brunson, the defensive player, and then he throws it away. His 4th turnover. And then Denver throws it away. What is going on tonight? Sloppy play from both sides, but extremely sloppy play from our guy Jalen Brunson, who I talk about all the time, one of the best in the league as a high-usage guard, not turning the ball over. He averages 2.3 turnovers per game. He's got 4 in the first quarter here. Really bad decision-making from Brunson. Very unlike him. I don't even think Denver's defense is putting him in these positions. I think he's just making really bad decisions. Brunson over to Shamet, wide open 3, comes up short. Hardaway with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Under 50 seconds to go here, approaching the end of the quarter. Hardaway walks into a pull-up 3 of Robinson. Can't get it to go, but a foul on Mitchell Robinson will send him to the foul line for 3 free throws. My goodness. And the refs are going to look to see if it's a reckless closeout on Mitch. You know, I said, I feel you, James, stat padding, regular season player, but if they get Giannis for Mobley, could be interesting, for sure. But I'll never trust James Harden in a playoff situation at all, ever. T-Boy Rules. What's up, T-Boy? Is Payne Watson good? Payne Watson's good. Jason said, good luck casting that second game tonight. That one's going to be ugly. No SGA. So, it might get ugly. SGA's out. I did not know that until later, but it's already scheduled, so we'll stick around. T-Boy said I need him over 15. I don't think he scored so far tonight, so not looking great for you, brother. Not looking great. We're looking to see if this is a reckless closeout. If it is, it's going to be a flagrant. So we'll just have to see what the ruling is, because I don't know how to legislate these. I don't. Every time I think I do, I don't. Every time I think it's a flagrant, they don't call it a flagrant. Every time I don't think it's a flagrant, they do call it a flagrant, so. Common foul, no reckless closeout. Robinson does not jump forward. Shredded bear. No, seriously, what's going on? No one on that team has a bucket but Murray and Jokic. True. If we look right here, it's Jamal Murray with 20. Jokic, I believe, is 4. So, yeah. The Knicks are doing a good job. If the game plan was to take everybody else out of the game and make Murray and Jokic beat you, if that wasn't the game plan, it's not. Something's gone wrong. Ozahar, what's up, Ozahar? Really, SGA out. What's up with him? Abdominal strain. He'll be out till after the All-Star break, they said. I've already ruled him out until after the All-Star break. Hardaway Jr. knocks down the first free throw. He's got 2 more coming. He's at the foul line for 3 free throws. He can give them the lead here. You know, I said, yeah, Watson missing everything because I bet on him. That definitely feels like how it usually goes, for sure. Hardaway knocks down the second one. He's got 1 more coming. Can give them the lead here as he ties us up at 26. Jason said it's literally the OKC G Leaguers playing tonight. Yeah, I mean, if it gets ugly, we'll tune it off. But OKC tends to find ways to keep games close. All right, here we go. Hardaway knocks down all 3, giving the Denver Nuggets a 1-point lead. Brunson coming to his left to get over to Shamit. Shamit gets it up top to Towns. Pump fakes. They run him off the line. He's going to drive to his left, takes a bump, falls down. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. Towns gets hit in the face. And he's holding his face. Nadigo said abdominal sounds rough. Haven't heard that one often. Yeah, you don't see it often. Famously, Chris Bosh suffered one in the playoff run with Miami a couple years. Ooh, Towns is bloodied. Got blood all over his hands. Spencer Jones also got some blood on him. All right. A lot of stoppages in this first quarter. A lot going on. They made head-to-head contact. Not good. Never good. Partner PN, what's up, partner? Appreciate you, brother. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thank you for the subscription, big dog. Dead Smile said, we need more James Harden in the NBA here. More James Harden? I think we might be good on James Harden, personally. Yeah, Towns is leaking blood right now, side of his face. Oh, right above the eye. Yeah, that's a boxer's cut right there. Right below the eyebrow, right above the eyelid. Ooh, yeah, he's busted open. That sucks. Man, just get us to the All-Star break, man. Spencer Jones is also busted open, by the way. He's busted open right above his eyebrow, about right here. Well, Towns is busted right below his eyebrow, about right there. James Sumler, what's up, James? Let's get this one. What's up, Chevy? What's up, James? Time Walk said, what Time Walk said? Who was involved here? Murray? No, Spencer Jones and Karl Anthony Towns. Head-to-head collision. Both of the guys busted open and bleeding. Towns a lot more than Jones, but blood on both sides were drawn. You know, I said, way less James Harden, please. Give me more Kobe and Jordan. Oh, yeah, there's only one of each of them. Yeah, that's definitely how human beings work, brother. I like Shu said, first Josh, now Cat. Yep. Well, first Mo Diawara, then Cat. They got Jokic's ankle wrapped up in ice right now. Trying to make sure it doesn't swell up. Bruce Fowler said, cut me, Vic. Well, they're already cut, brother. They're already cut. They're still working on it. He's still bleeding. He's saying he's going to take the free throws. You have to take the free throws. He's got blood all over his jersey. He has to take the free throws. If you don't take your free throws when you draw a foul, then you are ineligible to return to the game. So he's going to take his 2 free throws here. They're going to stop the bleeding just enough so he could take his 2 free throws. Then they're going to probably get him into the back. Oh, they threw a bandage up on him. David M. said, no one makes me bleed my own blood. Death Smile said, they need to allow players to go from high school straight to the NBA again. I don't know if I agree with that. For all of the Kevin Garnett's and the Kobe Bryant's and the LeBron Jameses of the world, there were thousands of high school players who entered the NBA draft, rescinded their college eligibility, didn't make the NBA, and therefore couldn't afford to go to college because they couldn't get a scholarship. So unless there's some sort of change to the ruling so that even if you enter the NBA and don't get drafted, you could still go back to college, which there seems to be some precedent with like James Najee, then maybe, but overall it hurt more people than it helped in the NBA in the long run. Hurt far more people. CJ, what's up, CJ? Knicks win by 1. I'll take a Knicks win any way we can get it. Towns knocks down both free throws, and now he's going to go back to the locker room and get serenaded by the crowd. Yes, sir, big dog, our guy. Toughness on full display. Hopefully people stop calling him soft because he definitely ain't, I'll tell you that. But now, no Karl Anthony Towns probably for the remainder of the half. Hopefully he'll be available at some point in the second quarter. He's just going to go to the back. They'll probably either like stitch him up and then throw a bandage over it, but it's definitely going to affect the way he plays the remainder of the game, obviously. Joe said Cat got injured too. Cat got head-butted. He and Spencer Jones made head-to-head contact, and both players were busted open. But Karl Anthony Towns significantly worse than Jones. Murray has it up top, coming to his right off a double screen. Hesitation move, down the lane, leaves it up top to Jokic. They swing it out, Spencer Jones, the left corner 3, comes up short, long rebound right back to Jones, puts up the jumper, comes up short again. Brunson with the rebound, bringing it down the other way, hit ahead to Shamet, right wing 3 in transition. Comes up short. Got to get some of these to go down. Quick hit ahead to Bruce Brown, heaves it up at the buzzer, banks it in. Oh, goodness. Bruce Brown, the only player to score outside of Jokic and Murray, came from a Bruce Brown half-court heave at the end of the quarter, and it is 30-28. A very, very crazy back-and-forth first quarter here. Guys getting injured, a lot of pauses in the play, a lot of pauses in the game action to make sure players are okay, with Jokic rolling his ankle early, Spencer Jones and Karl Anthony Towns both getting busted open on a play. Hopefully everybody's okay, and that's it for injuries here today, and we can get back to some good basketball. Time Walk said Hardaway has 3. Oh, that's right. I forgot, Time Walk. You're right. Hardaway did knock down 3 free throws. True. So they got 6 points. They got 6 points outside of Jokic and Murray. 20 for Murray. Murray was obviously the guy leading the way. Doug Fresh said they beat us 30-point quarter. The Knicks had 28. It's a 2-point game. Back and forth affair. You were not going to blow this Nuggets team out. Ask the Detroit Pistons the other night. It ended up being a 3-point game at the end, right? But Denver had an opportunity to come back and steal it. Benzino, what's up, Benzino? Joe, what's up, Joe? What's with the enthusiasm when Denver's made shots? Because I like basketball, brother. What are you talking about? Benzino said, I'm thrilled you're covering the Spurs tonight. I agree with you that OKC will make it close. But no Dort, Mitchell, Holmgren, Harnstein, J-Dub, or Caruso, or SGA. First time all season, OKC's not a favorite. Yeah. And I will say, this is to me the thing that has been the least. The fact that nobody's talking about this all season is honestly crazy to me. But check this out. When we go to the standings, we check out the standings. We know Detroit's at the top. We know OKC's at the top. But what the least talking, there is no talking, but nobody's talking about it. Why is nobody talking about this? Detroit's one back in the loss column of OKC. If OKC loses tonight, Detroit will be tied for the best record in the NBA. Now, I know technically they're 2 games back and whatnot, so it's technically that OKC would technically still hold the 1 seed. But to me, at this point in the year, with how many different games each team has played, So OKC's just played 51 games, whereas Detroit's only played 49. So they played 2 more games. That is why they will be in the lead, even if they lose tonight. Detroit is right there to be the number 1 seed in the entirety of the NBA. People got to stop sleeping on Detroit, man. They got to stop sleeping on Detroit. They are this close to being the best record in the NBA. Now, you could ask Cleveland last year, how did it go? You asked Cleveland last year, how did it go having the best record in the NBA? Didn't go so great come playoff time. But I don't think Detroit has the same issues that Cleveland had last year. Steven Smith, what's up, Steven? You corrected yourself because you're smart. You're smart. I think people should correcting yourself is a normal thing. If you are wrong about something, be wrong about it. It is what it is. I'm not right about everything. Not even close. Honestly, often more wrong than right. Kinar said, who is sleeping on OKC? I hope nobody's sleeping on the defending champions. Yeah, said Shaman hits the last 3, we'd be up by 5. Yeah. And that is how it goes, man. That is how it goes. A huge swing. Tyler Kolek in the game to start the second quarter as usual. Here we go. They get it up top to Mitchell Robinson. They're out there with Kolek, Anunoby, Shamet, Robinson, and Clarkson. They get it up top to Kolek. Pump fakes. Gets it back to Anunoby. Coming to his right. Down the lane. Kicks out Shamet. Another open 3 for Shamet. Pump fakes. Fly-by defense for Julian Strawther. And Shamet knocks down the 3. There you go. Way to redeem yourself after the missed 3 at the end of the quarter. Knocks that one down to start the quarter. And we're 31-30, and the Knicks retake a 1-point lead. Bruce Brown has it up top. They get it over to Hardaway. Hardaway gets it back to Brown. Now over to Jokic. Back to Brown. Brown gets it over to Hardaway. Hardaway down the lane to his right. They kick it out. They swing it around. Watson puts up the 3 over Shamet. Can't get it to go. Robinson with the rebound. They get it over to Kolek. Kolek over to Clarkson. Clarkson will bring it down. Clarkson has it on the right wing. Dancing with it. Coming to his left off the Robinson screen. Down the lane. Kicks it out to Shamet. Shamet walks behind the line. They kick it out to Anunoby. Anunoby coming to his left. Over to Kolek. Kolek jab step. Back to Anunoby. Catches it on the run. Down the lane. Leaves it off for Shamet. Shamet being guarded by Watson. Dancing with it. Crosses over to his right. On the baseline. Pump fake goes up. Gets blocked. And Strawther picks up the rebound. He got Watson up in the air. You got to be able to draw a foul there, Shamet. Here comes Strawther. Gets it over to Jokic. Jokic up top being guarded by Murray. And then a foul on Strawther running right into, is that Shamet? Running right into Shamet. All right. Knicks get the ball back. Uh, 31-30. Kolek bringing it down. 1:40 to go. Kolek coming to his left, off the Robinson screen, down the lane, throws a lob up top, and Mitch throws it down with 2 hands. Yes, sir. Way to look for the big man tonight, who's already up to 6 points. Here comes Peyton Watson. He has it up top. They get it over to Jokic. Jokic gets to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown in the lane throws up the floater. Can't get it to go as it just rolls off the front of the rim. Unlucky bounce for Bruce Brown there. Kolek bringing it down, leaves it off for Anunoby. Anunoby coming to his left. Spins, coming to his right, spins back to his left, down the lane, leans in. Bruce Brown hits the floor. Anunoby puts up the little jumper, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Strawther ends up with it. Nice, strong rebound for Julian Strawther. He's bringing it down the other way. Strawther has it up top. Gets it down low to Jokic. Anunoby knocks it loose. Strawther has it. Gets it over to Brown. Down low to Jokic. Spins. They throw a double team. Inside to Watson. Pump fake goes up over Robinson. Can't get it to go, but they draw a foul on Mitchell Robinson. Mitch standing there with his arm a little bit down. Got to be straight up, Big Mitch. Don't let him draw the foul on you. Don't let him draw the foul on you, Big Mitch. Mitch was in proper positioning, leaning in too far on Watson. Probably wouldn't have mattered anyway, even if they didn't call the foul, because Kolek was trying to box out Jokic. He was not going to be able to. Jokic was going to get the easy putback. So, either way, if Watson can split the free throws here, he knocks down the first one. If he can miss a free throw here, it'd end up being a good defensive play and a good foul. Dead Smile said, the Knicks are finally making it worth it. Brunson the heartbeat, the Garden's alive again, and the team refuses to quit. And Watson misses the free throw, baby! Sorry, Dead Smile, but we love when our opponents miss free throws. It ends up being a great defensive play by Robinson to actually foul there. Kolek has it up top. Dead Smile said, and this team just refuses to quit. You can feel something special happen. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Shamet, mid-range pull-up jumper, got it to go for Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet is going to be huge here tonight. And the Knicks take a 4-point lead, 35-31, 9:30 to go. Jokic has it up top. Hands it off to Watson, coming to his right, driving it down, kicks it over to Bruce Brown. Now back to Jokic. Jokic being guarded by Robinson, coming to his right, steps through, leaves it off for Watson, attacking to his left, mid-range fall-away jumper, comes up short. Good defense from the Knicks, forcing some tough shots. Robinson with the rebound. Here comes Kolek pushing it the other way. Over to Anunoby, steps behind the three-point line, hesitates, blown by Jokic, kicks it out to Clarkson. Clarkson lines up a three, line me up, comes up short. Bruce Brown with the rebound. Bruce Brown bringing it down the other way. They get it over to Jokic. Jokic up top being guarded by Robinson. Shamet hedges out. Now they recover. Good defense from the Knicks. They get it out to Hardaway. Hardaway dancing with it. Tries to put it to three over Kolek. Passes it at the last second over to Watson. Now over to Jokic. Jokic, 5 seconds on the game clock. And then an offensive foul on Hardaway. There we go. There we go. Ball back to the Knicks with a 4-point lead. 8:46 to go. Yeah, I said Mitch can't foul with Cat hurting. True. Mitch picking up a foul is never good. But honestly, Mitch usually does not struggle with foul issues. But I do expect Karl-Anthony Towns to be available at some point here tonight. And then Kolek trying to handle the pressure against Watson, just mishandles it, and the ball goes out of bounds, ball back to Denver. Every time it feels like the Knicks have a good defensive play, they turn it back over. Every time they force a turnover, Denver forces a turnover to tie back up, or to get possession back. They get it over to Strawther. Strawther on the right wing, being guarded by Kolek. Get it over to Jokic. Jokic in the corner, puts up the three over Robinson, knocks it down. Nikola Jokic shooting like 44% from three this year. It's been ridiculous. And it's a one-point game again, 35-34. Kolek bringing it down against Watson. They get over to Robinson. Robinson has it up top. Coming to his left, crosses over to his right, goes down the lane, big two-handed slam. He said, come here, MVP. He said, let me hit you with a crossover. No way, Big Mitch. Yes, sir. I love it. And then they hit Bruce Brown comeback door for a two-handed slam. Come on, Mikhail. And there goes the joy. Here comes Mo Diawara, who's subbed back in. Diawara has it up top, coming to his left. They show two. Diawara keeps it. Kolek, wide open left corner three. In and out, can't get it to go. Bridges on the glass. Can't get the first tip, can't get the second tip. Just come down with the rebound, big dog. I like the effort, though. Here comes Bruce Brown bringing it down the other way. Leaves it off for Jokic. Jokic up top being guarded by Robinson. Jokic tries to get it to Watson, cutting down low. Clarkson does a good job knocking the ball loose, and then helter-skelter play, and they save it over to Bruce Brown. Now over to Jokic. Jokic being guarded by Robinson. Leaning in. Has him in the post now. Steps back for a three, and Robinson blocks it. And he saves it. No, Robinson was out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Nuggets. Mitchell Robinson, baby. Don't shoot that little weak step back three over me, baby. I ain't no Anthony Davis. Get that out of here, Jokic. Mitchell Robinson locking up tonight and crossing people over. He's up to 8 points, by the way. Jeff Brown, what's up, Jeff? How you feeling, Jeff? How you feeling? No more Garland, you get Harden. How you feeling, Jeff? Jokic has to heave it up at the buzzer. Way off. It's a shot clock violation. Beautiful defense from the Knicks and Mitchell Robinson. Beautiful defense. Love to see it, man. Shottage, what's up, Shottage? Tonight would be a great win. It would be a phenomenal win. It would be a glorious win. Kolek gets it over to Bridges. Bridges has it up top. Coming to his right at the Robinson screen. They try to get it out to Kolek. Watson knocks the ball loose. Kolek able to recover it, though. They get it over to Clarkson. Clarkson calling for a screen from Robinson. Robinson looks tired. Now they reject it. Kolek mid-range pull-up jumper. Double clutch. Got it to go down. Sometimes you need a guy to go get a bucket. Jordan Clarkson having a good game so far, for the most part. Had some mistakes, but Jokic down the lane. A lot of contact. Late foul call. And there's the 2 fouls on Mitch that Yak was talking about earlier. Robinson is breathing heavy. Oh, no, that's his 3rd foul. That sucks. Yeah, Robinson's breathing heavy. You got to get him out. Got to get him out. We got a timeout. Do we have a challenge? And, of course, the broadcast does a horrific job of letting the audience know whether or not the Knicks are challenging. That's an awkward timeout to me. So I would think that maybe they're using a challenge, but I don't know for sure. Death Smile said, I got the game turned all the way down on my tablet, and I got you playing on my phone at full volumes. Appreciate you, Death Smile. Appreciate you. Glad you're enjoying the show, man. Really am. I think the Knicks are using a challenge here, but the broadcast does a terrible job of letting the audience know. At least pan over to the scores table to show the green light or something. But they don't. Jeff Brown said, kind of in the middle. Wait to see the process. I mean, I get it. You're capped at the second apron. You're actually over the second apron. You're the largest spender in the NBA on your roster. So the only trades you're capable of making when you're over the second apron is 1-for-1 trades in which the salary matches almost perfectly, right? So the only trade they really could have made for Garland, and it's kind of become evident that they wanted to move off of Garland because the injury might end up tanking their season. It does not look like he's getting healthy. So it looks like they really just needed to make a move off of Garland to save the season. Unfortunately, I'm sure they didn't want to do it, but when you have when the conference is open and the East is open, you gotta you gotta take a chance, right? So they take the swing on Harden, even though I don't like Harden as a player, and he's I don't trust him in the playoffs one bit. I have 0% trust on him. I get the swing, considering the Garland situation, and their salaries matched up almost perfectly. Harden makes $400,000 less than Garland, which is crazy to find in the NBA, a star switch like that. Savvy Sales Card, what's up, Savvy? Adonanaya, what's up, Adonanaya? What happened to Towns? Towns and Spencer Jones collided on a drive to the rim, and they both made head-to-head contact, and Towns got busted open. So did Spencer Jones, but his wasn't that bad. It was just a little scratch on his head. Towns got busted open like a boxer, right over the eye, right under the eyebrow right here. That's the spot where it just profusely bleeds. So I expect him to come back into this game at some point, probably maybe after halftime. But they'll probably stitch him up, probably put an ice pack on it, make sure it doesn't swell up, and then tape him up with, put bandages on it and whatnot, so the stitches don't open up back up. But or maybe he'll be ruled out. I don't know. I expect him to come back, but we'll see. No official ruling yet, unless you guys have seen something that I have not. Yeah, nothing yet that I see. Yeah, no information yet on Town, so. MBM said war wounds for Towns, absolutely. I said, sorry, I mean, if the idea was for Cleveland to lure Giannis, then it makes sense, but only in that scenario. They had to get off of Garland. Garland is just not healthy. The rumblings around Garland were that they were going to try and get him back on the court by finding a way to play him by putting like these metal plates in his shoes. So he's just not healthy. And it doesn't look like he's going to be healthy. And they decided they can't afford to just throw away the season because Garland isn't healthy. So they took a swing. And they didn't have any options because of the way the contracts work out and the way the CBA limits their ability to make trades. You can't put contracts together to make trades. So it has to be a 1-for-1 or a 1-for-2. No, it has to be a 1-for-1. Yeah, you can't put contracts together when you're over the second apron. So Cleveland was limited in the moves they can make. So it makes sense for them to just take a swing. Clarkson has it and gets bailed out by Christian Brown and grabbed the arm with 2.4 in the clock. Jokic did knock down both free throws, by the way. 6:30 to go. Mojo said they're sitting Brunson like he's not their go-to guy. This is normal substitution patterns, brother. Also, the Knicks have been playing fine without him, surviving the non-Brunson, non-Towns minutes. But they did have Mitchell Robinson in the game. Now they don't. Hogporty stole the pass out of the air, picks it back up. Inside the Bridges, a bad pass, and they turn it over. A lot of low passes for the Knicks here tonight, for both teams, actually. A lot of low passes for both teams. Jokic has it up top, hits Christian Brown, cutting to the rim for the easy scoop layup with the right hand. An eclectic group of Knicks out there. They have Kolek, Clarkson, Diawara, Bridges, and Hogporty. Kolek hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson calling for a screen from Huck. Clarkson attacking to his right. Down the lane, hesitation move, goes along the baseline. They throw a double team at him. Pocket pass inside the Diawara. Springs it out to Bridges. Left corner three for Bridges. Can't get it to go. If you're a Diawara there, then you just got to get a floater up or something. It is 40-39. Denver is retaking the lead off the Christian Brown layup. Now Jokic has it on the left wing. They leave him wide open for a three. Pump fakes. Now puts it up looking for a foul. Doesn't get it. Comes up short. Long rebound out to Christian Brown, though. Brown throws it back in the Jokic in the post, being guarded by Huck. Huck a decent defender, but you got no chance against Jokic, who spins off of him and knocks down a floater. Nice and easy. Kolek pushing it the other way. He has it up top. Attacking to his right. Dancing with it. Now attacking to his left on Hardaway. Down the lane. Double clutch. Can't get the layup to go, but does draw the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for two. Nice aggressive move from Tyler Kolek right there. And I think right now, if you have a shot at the basket, you have to take it. Right? Previously, Mo Diawara, I thought, gave up like a floater-level shot about 8 feet away from the basket to swing it out to Mikal Bridges for a lightly contested three. At that point, to me, You gotta just take that floater there. Jay said the group on the floor just not cutting it. I mean, it's the best they got right now. Towns now out with the eye. I don't know if he'll be able to return, but as of right now, he's out with the eye. Brunson's still on the bench. You got to get Brunson in the game at some point here. I'd get him in the game right now for Clarkson, and I'd keep Kolek out there. Josh Hart is out tonight with spraining his ankle last night. CJ said, I need Jalen Brunson to take the ball from Clarkson, just play by himself. Nah, brother, we don't want that. We don't want that. That's how you get yourself in trouble. Kolek misses the first free throw, but he does knock down the second one. Not the kind of night you can afford to be missing free throws, Knicks. A little over 5 minutes to go. Jokic comes out for Valanciunas. Hopefully this should help the Knicks, but Murray is in the game. They hand it off to Watson. Watson dancing around the screen, attacking to his left, down the lane. Gets caught in the air. They swing it around. Brown ran off the line by Brunson. Back to Bruce Brown, a three, right corner. Got it to go for Bruce Brown. 2 for 2 from three for Bruce Brown tonight, including one half-court heave at the end of the first quarter buzzer. Brunson bringing it down. The Knicks down by 5, 45-40. Brunson up top. They show double team. Now they retreat. Brunson stops, turns, spins, down the lane, step back, foul line, fall away jumper, comes up short, but gets a friendly roll off the front of the rim, and he gets it to drop down. 4:40 to go here in the second quarter. And Murray has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left off the Valanciunas screen, leaves it off for Watson. Watson being guarded by Bridges on a switch. Coming to his right, the Val screen. Good screen from Valanciunas. Puts up the floater, can't get it to go. A lot of contact, no foul call. But Watson chases down his own rebound. Now throws up a floater over Robinson, over Huck Porty, and gets it to go. Knicks not doing a great job of defensive rebounding right now. Really missing Karl-Anthony Towns, missing Mitchell Robinson as well. Huck's got to do a better job here. They sprayed it out to Kolek, hands it off to Bridges. Bridges on the right wing, up top to Huck Porty. Huck Porty fakes the handoff to Brunson. Good to now defense from the Nuggets here. Huck Porty still keeping it. As the Knicks can't find an opening, they get it over to Brunson now. Shot clock winding down, attacking to his right, leans in, puts up the jumper, comes up short. Anunoby right there for the rebound and up and in off the air ball from Brunson. He was looking to draw fouls. There was contact from behind, but Anunoby able to save the play. Murray coming to his right off the screen. Brunson switched on to him. Murray's going to look to dance now. He's calling for a screen from Val. Coming to his left off the Valanciunas screen, down the lane, foul line. Fall away jumper for Murray, and he got it to go, nothing but net. Karl-Anthony Towns walks out of the locker room and goes to the bench. And Towns immediately makes his way to the scorer's table. Yes, sir. Get back in the game, big dog. Bridges gets it over to Huck. Huck fakes the handoff. He's going to look to attack Valanciunas off the bounce. Drop step spin, lefty hook. Can't get it to go. Don't love that shot at all. I like the aggressiveness, but maybe not from Huck Porty in that situation. Watson runs right into Jalen Brunson, just bully balls his way into the paint. To me, that's got to be a block or a charge. Either give him the and one or give him the or call the charge or something. You can't have a guy lower the shoulder and go right into a defensive player and not call anything, in my opinion. Either give him the and one charge and Peyton Watson signaling that's a flop. Like, brother, you're too big. You're too big. And Brunson's 6 foot. He's 6'8". It's a good, strong move from Watson. I like the move from Watson. But to me, a whistle has to be blown when a player runs directly into the offensive player. It either has to be a charge or just give Watson the end one there. But no whistle is crazy to me. Keanar said, yikes, Murray already over before the half. I mean, he's hooping out there. He's up to 22 points. Now, he's only scored 2 points so far in this quarter. We got 3:11 to go. So, decent job on Murray, although he hasn't played a whole lot and he hasn't looked for his own offense a whole lot. He's 8 for 10 from the field, which is not great, obviously. AP said, Leon Rose, the only executive in the league who feels he doesn't have to upgrade even though KC made a trade. That's definitely not the feeling, AP. They don't have the luxury of assets to trade right now. I've explained to you a multitude of times, brother. The only move they'll probably be capable of making is a small move around the margins, unless they're really looking to shake up their entire roster, which they are very clearly not looking to do. If you look around the Eastern Conference, all these Eastern Conference teams are very much looking forward to the fact that the East feels very wide open. So all of these Eastern teams are looking to make upgrades. Like Cleveland's made a desperate move to move off of Garland because they're like, hey, man, if Garland's not healthy this year, we have an opportunity to go for it. We got to go for it. That's a desperate move for Cleveland. It sets their future back. Harden is 36. Garland is 26, right? So there's a decade difference between those players. Think about it. If things don't go right in Cleveland, you could sell off a Donovan Mitchell, you could sell off a Jared Allen, you could sell off the bench pieces, and you can move forward on a rebuild around Garland and Mitchell. Or you could sell off Garland as well, and then you could build around Evan Mobley or something. Or you could sell off Mobley as well and really start from the bottom. But removing that Garland out of the situation limits your options down the line. But they're not worried about down the line. They're worried about right now. Every team feels the same. The Knicks don't have that luxury. The only thing they could possibly do is maybe a desperate Drew Holiday trade for Mikal Bridges. But I'm not sure you want to mess up the locker room in that way by trading literally your best players and one of your other starters, Josh Hart, your two captains probably of this team, trading literally their best friend off the team, a guy who's also a starter. Now, maybe it could work in the long run and whatnot, but again, all of it is a risk. All of it is a risk. E-Man, what's up, E-Man? From the Philippines, what's up, E-Man? AB said, okay, Denver pulling away. Liam better not sit on his laurels. Brett Brown said, we will be okay. We'll see, Jeff. We'll see. I'm not a Harden fan whatsoever. You know, I said, what's up with you? Aside from your pessimism, you take Leon is off base, and you're requesting moves, and we got zero room under the second apron. They can make a desperate move. They could. They can go out and move off of Mikal Bridges and bring in 36-year-old, 35-year-old Drew Holiday who has an injury history. They could do that. But again, that's desperate. It's desperate. Do you want to be desperate or do you want to be smart? Brunson has it up top. They get it over to Towns. Towns on the left wing, being guarded by Valanciunas. Hits him with the pump fake down the lane. Nice move for Karl-Anthony Towns for a layup coming out of the timeout. There you go, Big Cat. There you go. Under 3 minutes to go here. Bruce Brown has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Ed Tigre, what's up, Ed Tigre? Bruce Brown hands it off to Murray. Murray coming to his left, being guarded by Shamet. Pulls it out. Murray dancing with it, coming to his right at the Valanciunas screen. And a moving screen on Jonas Valanciunas. And Landry Shamet is excellent at drawing those fouls because he just no regard for his own body, as we saw previously, hurt his shoulder trying to run through a screen. No regard for his own body, goes right into those screens. And is great at picking up those moving screen violations. Picks one up right there against Valanciunas. Brunson bringing it down the other way. The Knicks are out there with their starting five, but Shamet is in for Clarkson. They get it into Anunoby. Foul line extended. Mid-range jumper. Comes up short. Not a great shooting night for OG Anunoby to start. Here comes Jamal Murray. Hopefully he has a much better second half than first half here. Because OG Anunoby sitting with 5 points on 2 for 6 shooting. Murray a deep pull-up three. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Here comes Bridges bringing it down the other way. It's a 5-point game. 51-46. Towns. Deep straightaway three, line me up. Line me up. You know what? Karl-Anthony Towns, put an eye patch on him. Put an eye patch on him. He don't need 2 eyes. That's the issue. He's out there shooting with 2 eyes. He should be shooting with 1. 2 for 2 since busting his eye open. Murray has it up top, coming to his left off the Valanciunas screen. They get it over to Valanciunas. Has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. They spring it out to Watson. Watson puts it up the right wing. 3. Comes up short. Bridges with the rebound. Gets it over to Towns. Towns back to Bridges. Bridges bringing it down. Leaves it off for Towns. Towns catches it on the run. Blowing right past Valanciunas and gets blocked? No, fouled. Thank you. I was going to say, I didn't hear the whistle because I was talking over it, but he got fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Karl-Anthony Towns, 5 points immediately coming back into the game. Now to the foul line for 3 free throws. And I gave 3 points to the wrong side, by the way. It's 51-49, and Towns to the foul line for 2. If you could go into halftime with a little lead here, would go a long way. Would go a long way for sure. Naughty Go said the Knicks still have time with their contracts, 2 to 3 years of contending. Making a big trade should be reserved till you're just before your run is about to end as a last resort. Great point, Naughty Goes. Great point. They have all their guys in their prime, either 29 or 30 years old, smack dab in their prime, under contract for the foreseeable future, for the next 2 or 3 years, like you said, at least. So you definitely give this group a run, and then you look to do something like what Boston did, where maybe you take a step back now to take 2 steps in the future. Towns knocks down the first free throw, knocks down the second free throw, and we're tied at 51, baby. Karl-Anthony Towns comes out of the locker room, puts the cape on. It's been a while since we've seen Karl-Anthony Towns put the cape on, but it's nice to see. Watson has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. They go over to Jokic, hands it off to Murray, and miscommunication for the Knicks. Murray gets an open look, but he misses the 3 and a long rebound. Nobody goes to secure the rebound. Bridges, where were you? Watson gets the ball over to Christian Brown, now over to Jokic, being guarded by Towns. They spring it out to Bruce Brown. Jab step, coming to his left, mid-range, puts up the tough floater off the back rim. Towns secures the rebound. Quick outlet to Anunoby. Beats Murray to the ball. 2-handed slam. Yes, sir. Where's my foul? Peyton Watson, 2. He doesn't get it. But the Knicks take a 2-point lead, and the Nuggets quickly pushing it the other way. 53-51. Jokic has it up top, being guarded by Towns. Coming to his right. Now swings through to his left. Fakes the handoff to Murray. Good denial defense from Shaman. They get it out to Murray. Coming to his left of the screen. Pass fake. Steps through. Kicks it out. Bruce Brown. Right wing three. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Now 2 for 3. He misses it. But Christian Brown out-leaps OG Anunoby. And then a kickball violation on Towns. Towns looked like maybe he got the steal there, but a kickball violation. So the ball will stay with Denver, but at least the Knicks can reset their defense here. I said, who are you calling a captain? Josh Hart is definitely a captain on this team, brother. He is definitely a vocal captain on this team. Just because you're not one of the best players does not mean you're not a captain. Christian Brown on the left wing. Gets to Jokic in the post. They kick it out to Watson. They swing it around to Murray. Pump fakes. Driving to his left. Steps through. Leans in. Over Bridges. Got it to go. Mikal Bridges draped all over him. Great defense. And he knocks down the floater anyway. Jamal Murray's just got the touch tonight. Maybe not so much from three-point range, but everywhere else for sure. Brunson has it on the right wing. Being guarded by Christian Brown. Has him in the post. Down the lane. Pass fake. Has nowhere to go. Kicks it off to Anunoby. Anunoby gets it back out to Brunson. Brunson's going to run the pick and roll with Towns. Coming to his right. Down the lane. Leans in. Draws the foul. Going to go to the foul line for 2. Foul on Christian Brown. 13 seconds to go. I said Towns went to the pickup for a bandage, 40 and a blunt. Now he's good. Anything you need, brother. If that's what he needs, they better have that in the locker room for him next time then. Brunson's at the foul line for 2 free throws. We're tied at 53. There's 13 seconds to go, so the Denver Nuggets will have one more possession here. MBM said foul baiting? A little bit. Brunson gets a friendly roll off the front of the rim. A little bit, but it's also Christian Brown playing very close on his body. All Brunson has to do is rise straight up in the right situation. And Christian Brown runs right into him. Brunson knocked down the first one. Give me 2 free throws, JB. Knock down your free throws, big dog. They're free. Come on, brother. Talk to you real calmly here. He knocks down both free throws. Thank you, Jalen Brunson. 55 to 53. Jamal Murray will bring it down. 10 seconds to go. And Shamit uses a foul here. 8 seconds to go. Chaotic said Brunson killing me with the over-dribbling. Brother, Brunson, that's not... I don't know what you guys are watching sometimes when you start complaining about that. I really don't know if you guys have ever played basketball in your lives if you think Brunson has been over-dribbling here tonight. Jamal Murray bringing it down. Coming to his left, attacking Shamit. Leaning in, scoop layup. Can't get it to go. Good defense from Landon Shamit. Anunoby has it. 3/4 court heave. Can't get it to go. Wasn't close. Hit the backboard, though. But that would be the end of the first quarter. MBM said, nice work in the quarter. Thanks, Cat. Cat coming out of the locker room with the cape on, man. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. So it is 55 to 53. It's a 2-point game at halftime, baby. David M said, still feels weird to pronounce Braun as Brown. I agree with you. I see that last name. To me, his name is Christian Braun. But if he says his name is Christian Brown, then I'll call him Christian Brown. Not, what's up, Not? Jay said, you can see Cat playing on a different level, for sure. For sure. And Sharon McLean continues her membership. 6 months now. Appreciate you, Sharon. Thank you for your generosity. She said, Big Cat's got the taste of blood now. Great point. Great point. They made him bleed. They made him bleed. Antigua said, I bought a royal blue Chevy t-shirt. Appreciate you, Antigua. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Mark, what's up, Mark? So, end of 24 minutes of basketball, and it's a pretty even game. Kinar said, I was making a play on the word capon, pronounced capon, which is a castrated rooster. Brother, I did not know you was trying to do that. Sometimes people misspell things, and I try to just ride with it. I try to clean it up before I say it out loud. I thought you were talking about captain. I did not know, brother. My apologies. Okay, Hazy said, yesterday got Cat feeling good. Hopefully, we talked about if he could use that Wizards game to get back on track offensively with a shot, would go a long way. Mark said, band concert at my daughter's school. How we looking, Chef? Oh, shout out to you and your family, Mark. Hope you guys are having a good time. How are we looking? We're looking pretty decent. You can see the score 55-53 right now. It's been a back and forth affair all night long. Brunson, really rough first quarter. Some sloppy passes. Turned it over 4 times in the first. I don't believe he turned it over in the second. As a matter of fact, he had 4 turnovers in the first quarter. We know that for sure. And he has still stuck on 4 turnovers. So he did not turn it over in the second. Hopefully he doesn't turn it over the rest of the game because 4 turnovers is already too many. Overall, I mean, we can go over the Knicks box score right now. Mikal Bridges has 0 points. That's not going to cut it, brother. Where are you? Big games, Mikal Bridges very rarely shows up. Games against the Wizards, he can't miss. Games against the Denver Nuggets, national TV, where are you, man? He's 0 for 2 tonight, 0 for 1 from 3. He does have 3 rebounds and 3 assists, but he's got the matchup against Jamal Murray. And what is Jamal Murray doing? He's just absolutely roasting him here tonight. He's got 24 first-half points, 9 for 14 from the field. So he doesn't even see Mikal Bridges here tonight. I would switch that matchup up personally. As far as everybody else, Brunson has 9 points. He's knocked down a 3. He's knocked down the first shot of the game, which was a 3. Clarkson's 3 for 4 from the field. He's also knocked down a 3. He also has 1 assist. So 7 points for Jordan Clarkson in 13 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. He has not been disastrous. Excuse me. He has not been disastrous, which was one of my fears coming into the game tonight. So 7 points in 13 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. Has not done pretty much anything else. He does have an assist, but outside of that, hasn't done anything else. Karl-Anthony Towns, 12 points. Came out of the locker room after getting his eye busted open to 12 points. 3 for 4 from the field, 2 for 3 from three-point range. You love to see it. He's also getting to the foul line, 4 for 4 from the foul line. He's a plus 12. So the Knicks were down 5. He came into the game, lit it up. 7 straight points for Karl-Anthony Towns to give us a lead. Tammy said, I think I was your first order, Knicks merge, please. Appreciate you, Tammy. Appreciate you. OG Anunoby, 7 points tonight on 7 shot attempts. He's 1 for 3 from three-point range. He knocked down his first one, missed his next 2. Does have 5 rebounds. Has, of course, played his usual brand of excellent defense so far. I might have to switch up the matchup here in the second half and put OG Anunoby on Jamal Murray just to kind of switch it up a little bit. The Bridges matchup is not working well. It's not applying enough pressure. So I'd put OG Anunoby on Jamal Murray, and I'd put Mikal Bridges on Peyton Watson, who has been pretty bad today offensively. Like, just can't knock down a perimeter shot right now. Mo Diawara, 3 points. He's knocked down a 3. Has not done anything else. He only played 6 minutes, but solid minutes for Mo Diawara, I guess. Mitchell Robinson, 8 points, 4 rebounds. He was utterly fantastic, especially in the absence of Karl-Anthony Towns when he went out with the injury. Thankfully, Karl-Anthony Towns is back, by the way. He was absolutely fantastic. He blocked the Jokic 3. He crossed up Jokic, as a matter of fact. He just faced up and then hit him with a crossover and went to the rim and dunked on him, which was awesome. It was incredible. I love to see it. But you could see in his 11 minutes, I think it was 11 minutes straight, by the way, for Mitchell Robinson, I think. But no, it wasn't, because he came in, played a little bit in the first quarter, then came out to start the second, and that's when Towns got hurt, and then he had to come back in, but then played a couple of minutes straight and looked absolutely gassed, absolutely exhausted. So he had to get subbed back out. He's picked up 3 fouls as well. Part of that was because he looked tired as well. Just, you know, when you get tired, that's usually when you tend to pick up fouls. Huck Porty had to come in. He played 4 minutes, and they weren't great minutes. Didn't really do much. A turnover. Did not grab a rebound. You need the rebound, especially against this Denver team. Landry Shamet has 8 big old points off the bench. He's 3 for 8 from the field. He's got to knock down some more shots. Got to be a little bit more efficient. He is a plus 11, though, so you can tell he has been impactful on the game here tonight. He's knocked down 2 threes, 2 for 5. He's had, I would say, of the 5 threes he took, maybe 4 of them were absolutely wide open. He's got to knock those down. 2 for 5 is fine. That's technically 40%, but need him to knock a couple more down as well. Tyler Kolek is 0 for 1. He took a 3. That was it. He did get to the foul line and only knocked one of them down. He's got a rebound and 2 assists. I want to see Tyler Kolek, Jalen Brunson minutes in the second half here. We did not get them in the first half, I don't think. But I want to see less Kolek Clarkson. I want to see more Brunson Kolek. McCullough had 2 minutes, didn't really do much. 1 rebound, 2 assists, though, for Kevin McCullough. I thought he was active. I thought the activity was nice for Kevin McCullough, but he just didn't really do much. Only 2 minutes, had a rebound and 2 assists. So it's nice that he actually impacted the game in his only 2 minutes. You know, I said, I don't know why Mitch's conditioning just ain't there. He's been well conditioned. What was the game he played? He played 27 minutes. He played fantastic. What was that game? Was that the Philly? I think that was the Philly game. Played 27 minutes, was fantastic. I think what it really is just he had the 1 game off and then coming back and it's just getting your wind back. kind of thing. I think he'll be much better in the second half, but I think that's really just it. I don't think his conditioning is bad. I just think it's like you gotta get your first wind in. Keenan Hart said, Clemson or Clarkson only does three things. He turns it over, makes threes, and misses threes. Pretty much. Does a couple more things than that, but yeah, he's pretty one-dimensional, especially at this point in his career. Carl James said, keep Clarkson. He's playing great tonight. I don't know if I'd say great, brother. I don't know if I'd say great. We might be watching two different games. As far as the rest of the Nuggets go, we covered Jamal Murray with the 24 points. No rebounds, no assists. He has 2 turnovers. So you're keeping Jamal Murray simply as a scorer here tonight, not allowing him to do anything else. But he's definitely keeping this Denver offensive flow. He's almost scored half of their points. Jokic put up 11 as well, 6, 4, and 5, a usual Jokic game. Spencer Jones can't knock down a shot right now. He's had a couple of open looks, but he's 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 2 from three-point range, 3 rebounds as well for him. A steal and a block as well for Spencer Jones. So the defense is solid from Spencer Jones, but they really need him to knock down perimeter shots to keep their offense humming, and he has not done so here tonight. Speaking of not knocking down perimeter shots, Peyton Watson can't knock anything down outside of a drive to the rim. He's 2 for 9 from the field and 0 for 4 from three-point range, which is why I'd probably switch Mikal Bridges onto him, because he's also had some open looks that he's just missed. I'd put Mikal Bridges on him and tell Mikal Bridges to stay in front of him. He does not, like I said, Mikal Bridges is not good at navigating around screens, which is why it's baffling to me that he's getting the Jamal Murray matchup so much in the first half. Did not go well, because Jamal Murray plays off of Jokic screens pretty much the entirety of the game. So I would switch that matchup. I would either start Shaman in the second half over Clarkson and have Shaman guard Murray to start the half, or, which is why it was baffling to me that you started Clarkson today, or I would put OG Anunoby on Murray, switch Bridges onto Watson, and just those would be my matchups for the remainder of the game. As long as Anunoby's on the court, I'd have him chasing around Murray, and I would have Bridges chasing around Watson. Because as good as Watson has been this year, I'm really not that concerned about him being a self-creator that much, especially on a night where the perimeter shot's not going down. I definitely sort of rely on Mikal Bridges to stay in front of him, who's not a bad one-on-one defender, especially for a guy who is not that skilled offensively. Clearly skilled offensively, don't get me wrong, but especially on a night like tonight where he's just not shooting it well. Outside of that, their bench was okay. Pretty much outside of Bruce Brown, crazy half-court heave. The bench hasn't really given them much. Valanciunas, 8 minutes. Hasn't taken a shot. 2 rebounds, an assist, a turnover. Tim Hardaway Jr. Got the 3 free throws. That was it in his 12 minutes. He was pretty invisible for the most part. A rebound, nothing else. A turnover. Bruce Brown was the big guy who was impactful. Knocked down 2 threes, which was huge. One of them being a half-court heave to end the first quarter. He's got 8 points, 3 for 6 from the field. He's been solid as a ball mover as well. Defense has also been good from him. 2 steals, being a defensive playmaker out there. 2 rebounds for him. And then Julian Strawther also 2 rebounds and an assist in 5 minutes, but he did not take a shot. So overall, some solid defense from both sides covering each other. And offenses are just going to have to get creative in order to figure things out here. MBM said Chris Paul got traded as well. He did. He got traded to Toronto. And Toronto told him, like, you don't even have to come, brother. We're either going to trade you or we're going to buy your contract out. So he will not be reporting to Toronto. He will end up being moved. All right, with that being said, one other thing I want to check out before we go around the league is the team stats, see where we stack up overall. It is a close game, so all these stats should be very close. Or maybe we could pull something away and see if a team has an advantage tonight. That could play out in the second half here. Overall, Denver is winning the possession battle, 43-39. That's not good for the Knicks, who usually dominate the possession battle. That is how they win basketball games usually. Nick Yak said, we're getting beat rebounding from a bad rebounding team. Will change in the second half, hopefully, for sure. Karl-Anthony Towns missed some time. Mitchell Robinson looked a little tired in his return from injury management. So that could play a little bit of a part as well. Both of those guys playing better in the second half, especially on the glass, should work out for them. There was a couple of times when Mikal Bridges leaked out too early and gave up an offensive rebound. So he also needs to be cognizant of digging down low and grabbing rebounds. We went over it, but I forget. Does Mikal Bridges even have rebounds tonight? He has not scored, I know that. Is he doing other things? He's got 3 rebounds and 3 assists. So I need him to continue to do this. He averages 4 and 4. So if you're not going to score tonight, Mikal Bridges, which obviously we need him to score more in the second half, you definitely need to grab more rebounds as well. Naughty Ghost said the Clippers did Chris Paul so dirty. They did. They did. All right, let's keep going with the team stats here. 8 made threes to the Nuggets, 5 made threes. They did not shoot it well, even though they had decent looks for Spencer Jones and Peyton Watson, who are capable shooters. So, even if we win the rebound battle, Yak, if Denver shoots closer to their norm, they are, I believe they're the best three-point shooting teams in terms of percentage. So this is an anomalistic, is that a word? Their shooting night is an anomaly for how they perform so far this year. 10 for 12 from the foul line, 7 for 8 from the foul line for the Knicks. So a little bit of an advantage for the Denver Nuggets at the foul line here tonight. Hopefully that evens out as the game goes on. 22 rebounds to 19 rebounds. It's a 3-rebound differential, not that bad, but they are getting beat up on the offensive glass. 7 offensive rebounds for the Nuggets, only 3 for the Knicks. And the Knicks are one of, if not the best, offensive rebounding team in the league. Well, it's them in Houston, but now that Steven Adams is out, the Knicks definitely rise up the rankings in that regard. The defensive rebounding is about the same, 13 assists to 11 assists. Knicks winning that battle a little bit, but I think a little bit of that goes to the fact that, 20 made shots to 19 made shots. So there you go. 4 steals to 1 steals, 2 blocks to 1 block. So 6 stocks to 2 stocks for Denver beating up on the Knicks there. They're able to make plays defensively right now, and the Knicks need to be able to respond. Total turnovers 7 to 6, and 4 of them came from Jalen Brunson. So if the Knicks can just clean up their turnovers, or maybe not the Knicks, if Jalen Brunson can clean up his turnovers in the second half, that'll go a long way for the Knicks getting back into this game and starting to win the possession battle here. They forced Denver into 7 turnovers, and the Knicks were forced into 6. But I would say the 4 Jalen Brunson turnovers, I'd say maybe at least 2 of them and probably 3 of them, if not all 4 of them, were kind of self-inflicted turnovers from Jalen Brunson. Just really bad passing decisions on a couple of those. Points in the paint, 26 to 16. So the Knicks are winning the 3-point battle, but they're getting beat up in the paint a little bit. I guess you could say maybe a little bit to be expected with how dominant Jokic can be down there, but he only has 11 points. He's knocked down a 3, taking a couple of floaters outside of the paint. So the Knicks are doing a decent job of keeping him outside of the paint, but not doing a good enough job of guarding their cutters to the rim. That is definitely their way of getting paint points, is cutting off of Jokic and getting easy layups. 10 fouls to 8 fouls, so about even. And the largest lead for the Knicks was 9. The largest lead of the game was 7 for the Nuggets. The Knicks have led the game for 66% of the time. So definitely in their favor the remainder of the game. All right, looks like we're going to get ready to get back into the game here. Start our second half. So let's go around the league real quick. Timberwolves taking on the Raptors, and they're down by now 9. We'll keep an eye on that one. Timberwolves are coming off a loss. They're sitting at 31-20. Celtics after their big trade, 16-17 early here against the Rockets. That is both offenses struggling here tonight. 16-17 with a minute to go in the first. What is going on in Boston? I guess it's in Houston. What's going on in Houston? You have Pelicans taking on the Bucks, battle of the bottom over there. And then obviously our late game coverage, we will be covering Thunder versus Spurs here tonight. And then we'll be able to watch Grizzlies, Kings, and then we got Cavs, Clippers. Wow. 2 teams that just traded with each other. Did not realize that was up on the schedule. Funny how that works out. All right, here we go. Start of the second half. Right into it. Brunson gets it over to Towns. Same starting lineup for both sides. Clarkson comes out as well with the starters. They hand it off to Brunson. Brunson down the lane. Draws a foul. Can't get it to go. Brunson gets thrown to the ground by Jokic. Obviously no malice, but a little extra. A little extra from Jokic. Naughty Ghost said he tried changing the culture, and they said, get out. Our culture is doing just enough to get a paycheck. I mean, look, man. Brunson is at the foul line for 2. Listen, all that reporting that came out, I read about it. They give Kawhi Leonard special treatment, very special treatment. Like, he could show up whenever he wants. It does not matter. He could do whatever he wants. No one's going to tell him anything. And Chris Paul was like, what are we doing here? This is not professional. This is not how this is supposed to be run. Kawhi Leonard doesn't run the organization. What are we doing? Everybody's got to be on the same page. And they were like, nah, brother, you could go. We going to let Kawhi Leonard do whatever he wants, which is not how it should be ran. So they told him to get out of there. Brunson knocks down both free throws. Christian Brown picks up the loose ball. The Bridges knocked it loose. They get it over to Jokic. Jokic up top. And they do make Bridges now chasing Murray. Towns switched on to Murray, crosses over to his left, down the lane. Double clutch floater, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Great defense from the Knicks. Bridges and Towns collided there for good defense on Murray. And good job from Anunoby and Bridges and Towns to knock the rebound over back to their teammates. Anunoby has it, gets it back out to Towns. He's going to look to attack Jokic. Euro steps down the lane, scoop play with the left hand. Beautiful move from Karl-Anthony Towns. He's getting it going again. He's looking good. He used that Donovan Mitchell step through over the top. I forgot to give Brunson his other free throw, and then Towns knocked down the layup. It's 59-53, a 15-2 run for the Knicks going back to the first half. Jokic has it up top, hands it off to Murray. Murray pump fakes down the lane, leaves it off. Jokic picked up by Bridges. Just going to put him in the post. They swing it out. Peyton Watson, who hasn't knocked down a three today, rattles that one in. He was due for one for sure. And it is, my bad. All right. 56-59. It's a three-point game. There we go. I got the score right. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Watson. They get over to Towns. Towns high post, being guarded by Jokic. And then Hardaway comes over, knocks the ball loose. Nobody communicating with Karl-Anthony Towns that he was coming. Terrible defense. Jokic down the lane, lefty layup. Gets the lefty layup to go. Decent hustle from Clarkson to try and get back and make it difficult. But Jokic gets the layup to go anyway because he's Nikola Jokic. Here comes Brunson. Brunson has it up top. Hands it off to Bridges. Bridges gets it over to Brunson. Brunson calling for a screen from Towns. Coming to his left. Over to Clarkson. Clarkson down the lane. Throws up the floater. Can't get the friendly roll, but Towns right there for the tip. Karl-Anthony Towns has taken over since coming in with the bandage over his eye. Knicks back up by 3, 61-58. A back-and-forth game all night long. Jokic has it in the post as Clarkson switched onto him. Way too easy of a switch. They get it into Watson. Watson down the lane. Fall-away jumper over Anunoby. Can't get it to go. Towns does a great job coming over, knocking the rebound out. But nobody was there to recover it. Anunoby and Bridges maybe leaking out a little too early, or the ball just not knocked in the direction properly. Either way, good hustle from the Knicks, but they can't keep the ball in bounds. Denver will inbound it. They get it into Jokic, being guarded by Towns. Jokic attacking to his right. Has it in the post, now attacking to his left. No-look pass inside the Watson for the two-handed slam over Anunoby, who's trying to creep up on Nikola Jokic. You know he sees all, OG. You know he's got eyes in the back of his head. Brunson, quick crossover to his left on Watson. Euro steps down the lane. No-look pass inside over to Bridges. Right corner three. Can't get it to go. Rebound knocked into the air as Brunson hit the floor hard. Got tripped up a little bit. Here comes Jamal Murray bringing it down. In and out dribble driving to his right. Pulls it back out. Spins to his left. Pump fake. Gets caught in the air. Leaves it off inside for Jokic. And he gets fouled by OG Anunoby. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. When in doubt, just throw it in the direction of Jokic. He's got great hands. Mark said, Bridges take a better angled shot. Yeah, or just knock it down. How about just knock the shot down? You know, how about just knock a shot down tonight? He's now 0 for 4, or 0 for 3, whatever he is, and for 0 points. Maybe just make a shot. Benzino said, I count 6 OKC players available. Wallace, Jay Williams, Kenrich Williams, Wiggins, Carlson, and Joe. Yeah, we might call it early. We'll see. I did not realize how many people were going to be out for the Thunder here tonight, but we might end up calling it early. It is what it is. Rog D Guy, what's up, Rog? Please hit those likes so we can keep the great vibes growing. Appreciate you, Rog. Absolutely. If you guys are enjoying the show, hit the like button. Jokic knocks down both free throws, giving them a 1-point lead, 62-61. We continue to go back and forth. Neither team able to build up too much of an advantage. Bridges has it up top, being guarded by Christian Brown. Good pressure. They get over to Towns. Towns gets it over to Brunson. Brunson, jab step. Coming to his left off the Towns screen. They show 2. Brunson gets it over to Bridges. They swing it over to Anunoby. Anunoby pump fakes. Blows past Hardaway. Down the lane. Kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson right corner 3. Can't get it to go. And the Knicks started off the game knocking down the threes, and now they can't buy a basket. They swing it out to Murray. Murray down the lane. Goes up. Layup. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Jokic keeps it alive. Flips it up. Gets the and one floater to go down. And now Jokic will go to the foul line for a free throw. Shredded Bear said, Joker and Brunson, let's go 25. Lash A. Brown? What's up, Lash? Can you please move from the middle beside that? I love you. My bad. I will be moving side to side, for sure. Towns up to 16 points. Brunson up to 11. But Jokic now up to 17 points, as he gives his team a 4-point lead, 65-61. 8:20 to go. Brunson has it up top. Brunson pulls it out. He's being guarded by Peyton Watson. Coming to his left off an Anunoby screen. Brunson up top. No passes yet. The ball, JB. Mid-range jumper. You better knock that down. At least he knocked it down. Didn't love that possession. No pass possession. Didn't love that possession at all. Jokic has it up top. He's going to bring the ball down against Towns. Coming to his right. Driving it down. Leaves it off for Christian Braun in the paint. They swing it out to Murray. Murray, a left corner three over Clarkson. Can't get it to go. Knicks catch a bit of a break there. Towns with the rebound. Good boxing out from everybody. Here comes Brunson bringing it down the other way. Has it up top. In and out dribble. Tagging to his left. Spins to his right. Step back. Another midi. Got me to go. Can't get it to go. Towns battling on the glass. Can't keep it alive. But Anunoby steals it from Jokic out to Brunson. A three. Can't get it to go. JB, you got to start knocking down some shots, brother. Quick hit ahead to Christian Braun, bringing it down the other way. It's 65-63. A deep pull-up three from Hardaway, and he got it to go. Remember, he's familiar with the garden floor here. Drafted by the Knicks, then traded to Atlanta, then re-signed in free agency by the Knicks. 2 stints with New York early in his career. Brunson has it in the post against Jamal Murray. Now this is too much dribbling for Brunson. Brunson trying to call out a set. Too much standing around for the Knicks. They get over to Anunoby. Too much one-on-one play. Jab step, fall away three over Christian Braun, air ball, and it's a shot clock violation. The Knicks just standing around right now. Brunson had it on the perimeter, and I was calling out too much dribbling, JB, but at the same time, he's looking at his teammates, and he's like, where are you? Move. You have to go to the spot. I can't start the offense if you're not where you need to be. So good timeout here. Who called the timeout? Who called this timeout? I believe it should be the Knicks. It was a timeout violation, and it was a Knicks timeout. Absolutely should be. Absolutely should be. A Knicks timeout. Mark said it started with the JB ISOs. It did. It did. It started with the JB ISOs. But even then, when JB wanted to get out of the ISOs, he was looking at his teammates, where are you? You got to keep moving. And they were like, nah, brother, you isolating. Like, okay, call a timeout. Talk this over. Get back to your offense. This is why I would also like Tyler Kolek in the offense instead, or Landry Shamet, because those guys continue to keep it moving. You can't have Brunson and Clarkson lineups. I don't understand why he's playing Jordan Clarkson as much as he is so far tonight. Get him out of the game, brother. Get him out of the game. Chichi said, I doubt we win. Can't stand Bridges. Well, I can't even argue with the Bridges thing tonight for sure. Joe said, Brunson's been in a rut lately. A little bit. With his shooting a little bit, for sure. Mark said, JB needs to sit. I don't know if he needs to sit. Just reset a little bit. Good timeout. Reset mentally. Everybody talk to each other. JB, stop with the ISOs. Let's get back to the ball movement. Anthony Towns has it going. Let's make sure we continue to run our offense through him. Also, let's get Jordan Clarkson out of the game. Joe said, I don't think he's had a 3-4 game stretch like this. He definitely has. It's just very rare for JB. Celtics up on the Rockets now, 26-19. I don't know what's going on with the Rockets right now, but they can't score for anything. Isaiah Garner said, probably because there's no Deuce and no Hart. Yeah, no Deuce McBride hurts, no Josh Hart hurts. I've said it before, the Knicks are not a very deep team that can survive multiple injuries to key players. Or it would be very difficult for them to survive that. And Deuce McBride and Josh Hart are very key players. Denver has maybe not more injuries. They're missing 2 very key guys as well in Aaron Gordon and Cam Johnson, who are just as, if not more important to Denver than Josh Hart and Deuce McBride are to the Knicks. It's about even. I'd give the importance more so to the Denver guys who they're missing. But Denver is deeper than the Knicks are, so it definitely hurts the Knicks a little bit more to be missing those guys. AP said, once again, the Knicks struggling with elite teams. How is Mikal Bridges doing? He has not scored, AP. He has not scored. Also, I wouldn't call a 5-point game struggling, brother. I don't know if we have different definitions of what struggling is, but a 5-point game is definitely not struggling. Unless the Knicks are blowing a team out by 20, you will never be satisfied, AP. David said JB needs to move the ball. Stop ISO, for sure. Getting too ISO happy right now after he knocked down a couple of shots. And it's like, no, brother, keep the ball moving. Keep everybody involved. The Knicks come out with the same 5. Don't like this 5 at all out there. We are past the 7-minute mark. The hit Hardaway cutting back door for the easy layup. Get Jordan Clarkson out of the game, man. Just losing track, and he's not doing anything offensively after his first quarter. Get him out. 70-63, they get over to Brunson. Brunson has it up top. Cross-court pass to Towns, right wing, lines up a three over Murray. Way off on that one. Battle for the rebound. Jokic has it, bringing it down the other way. Here comes Jamal Murray, bringing it down, has it on the left wing, being guarded by Towns. Step back three for him on the pull-up. Can't get it to go. Battle for a rebound. Knocked into the air by Brunson. Clarkson picks it up. Quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Kicks it out. Anunoby wide open in transition. Left wing three. Line me up, OG Anunoby. There we go. There we go. 70-66 now. And we are at the halfway point of this third quarter. Jokic has it up top, being guarded by Towns. They get it over to Hardaway, being guarded by Clarkson. They get it over to Murray. Murray being guarded by Bridges. Murray gets it over to Jokic. Jokic hands it off to Murray, coming to his right down the lane. Tries to leave it off for Jokic. Bridges picks up the steal. Home run pass to Clarkson. Clarkson down the lane with a layup. Got it to go. Beautiful defense from Mikal Bridges there. We've been harsh on Mikal Bridges tonight. Way to bring it on that end. They get it over to Jokic. Jokic has it up top on the right wing. In the high post, hands it off to Christian Brown, coming to his right off the screen, pulls it out as Towns switches onto him. They're trying to get it back to Jokic. He's got Bridges on him. 70-68, 5:20 to go. Jokic spins down the lane, baseline, fall away jumper over Bridges, can't get it to go. Excellent defense from Mikal Bridges there as well. Brunson bringing it down. Jokic stuck in the backcourt. Knicks pushing it. Brunson runs right into Watson, floater, got it to go and one. And Brunson will go to the foul line trying to give the Knicks the lead. There you go. Sometimes all you need, no overreaction, just call the timeout. Let's settle back down. Let's talk about it, and let's reset. All you need is a timeout sometimes. All you need is time. No drastic change. You don't have to sub guys in and out just because, you don't like what you see out there. Just call a timeout. Talk about it. If you got to make a substitution, make a substitution. I definitely would have got Jordan Clarkson out of here. But here we go. A timeout. Timeout for the Nuggets. See, now the Nuggets are going to look to adjust. This is what close games are like. Maybe it's a back and forth affair. You're gonna do some good, you're gonna do some bad. It's about overcoming at the end. Mark said he got ahead of Jokic. That was the key. Absolutely, absolutely. Mark said not sure what he was thinking in the backcourt. I don't know what he was thinking with a Brunson-Clarkson backcourt, but it hasn't been disastrous tonight, which I think is the most impressive thing for both Clarkson and Mike Brown. It hasn't been a disastrous thing for sure, which I'm rooting for it. I'm rooting for it. Gigi said, I'm not going to lie, I'm more interested in beating Detroit. Look, they have, in this the next three games they have Denver, then they have Detroit on Friday, and then they have Boston on Sunday. So if they can go 2 for 3, so if they beat Denver tonight, if they lose to Detroit and then they beat Boston, I'll take it. I'll take it. Regular season, as long as you don't get blown out by Detroit, right? Keep it close. If they get blown out by Detroit, then I'll care. But if they lose against Detroit in a close game, I'm not going to care too much at all. The Knicks are not healthy. The Knicks are trying to get to the All-Star break. They need a break for sure. Like every team, don't get me wrong. It's not just the Knicks thing. Every team's trying to do that. But trying to get to the All-Star break. It will be on the road at Detroit again. They have another game against Detroit coming up later in February here. Rika Fesibanga? What's up, Rika? What do you say, Clarkson out? Are you sure? Are you okay? We can get Clarkson out of here. I don't need to see him the rest of the night. He's been fine, but Nick Yak said, did our fans not wanting Brunson take that and one? I love Jalen Brunson, and there are times where I want him to isolate and go get me a bucket. But I don't want it 3 possessions in a row, 3 or 4 possessions in a row, right? Especially on a night where the shot necessarily isn't going down, right? It's not like he's having a great shooting night. 5 for 11 from the floor. He's been good, but he's not like going supernova. He doesn't have the cape on right now. He's just been solid. Mark said, I wanted JB to say, I won't deny that. Yeah, I mean, look, we get emotional sometimes. There's a reason why you're not a head coach, Mark. There's a reason why I'm not a head coach. I definitely get too emotional right now. Like I said, I would pull Jordan Clarkson out. He's been fine, though. He's been fine. Outside a couple of, losing couple of guys defensively. This is why I wouldn't play Jordan Clarkson or wouldn't have started him at least. Maybe played him, but maybe not started him. Is because, one, I don't want him and Jalen Brunson in the backcourt together at the same time for extended minutes. the way they have been, but also I wouldn't necessarily want two isolation offensive heavy guards in the backcourt at the same time, but also bad defensively, the two guys. So, all right, here we go. Coming out of this timeout, Brunson will be at the foul line for one more. Pudge Rivero, what's up, Pudge? Spencer Jones is a big bat. He's a big dude. Mark said, I wanted Kolek and Sham. Yeah. I definitely would have had Kolek over Clarkson, but listen, it's working out so far. It has not been disastrous. As Brunson misses a free throw. We can't be missing free throws, big dog. Here comes Jamal Murray bringing it down the other way. We're tied at 70. We got some substitutions in the game. We got Brunson, Shamit, Robinson, Diawara, and Anunoby. Denver's out there. As Robinson comes up with the steal, it's a 3-on-1 fast break. They throw the lob up top to Big Mitch. Way to reward the big man for getting the steal. There we go, baby. Mitchell Robinson's been fantastic tonight. Not good, fantastic. Knicks on a 9-0 run over the last 2 minutes. They get it over to Bruce Brown. Brunson goes for the steal. Brown gets it over to Jokic. Jokic in the high post. Kicks out to Murray. Murray coming to his left. Shama chasing. They get it back to Jokic. Jokic in the mid-range. Swing through to his right. Goes along the baseline. Easy lay for him as he went right around Robinson, who's got the three fouls. Did not want to pick up a fourth. So we're tied at 72. Brunson will bring it down against Peyton Watson. Jokic up to 28 and 7. On triple-double watch, as he always is. He averages a triple-double. They swing it out. Anunoby wide open left corner three. Got me to go. OG Anunoby again, baby. Knicks with a 3-point lead, 75-72. Jamal Murray bringing it down. They get it over to Watson. Watson directing traffic, telling Jokic get down low. They get it over to Jokic. Jokic hands it off to Murray. Murray dancing her off the screen, mid-range, pump fake, steps through, spins, gets it up top to Jokic. Shot clock down at 5. Jokic got to make something happen. Springs it out. Wide open three for Watson. Comes up short. Anunoby with the rebound. Leaves it off for Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his right. Off a double screen. Cross-court pass. Anunoby left corner. Pump fakes. Driving to his right. Kicks it out. Mo Diawara. Wide open. Right wing three. Can't get it to go for Big Mo. Hardaway with the rebound. Just long. Off the back of the rim. Here comes Jamal Murray bringing it down the other way. Nothing gets me more. Oh, Jamal Murray. Beautiful crossover pull-up three. Comes up short. Long rebound. Robinson grabs it. Nothing gets me more excited than Mo Diawara getting his offense off, man. I love me some Mo Diawara. Brunson has it up top. They get it out to Diawara. Diawara crosses over down the lane to his left. Oh, beautiful volleyball move. Mo Diawara. Nice hard dribble into the paint. Lefty layup and a timeout for the Denver Nuggets again as the Knicks go up by 5. Mo Diawara, baby. My rookie right there. That's my rookie. Go back to Summer League. That's my rookie. I called the Mo Diawara Renaissance on the way. Don't guard me like I don't have an offensive game. I'm going down the lane, getting my lefty layups to go. If we, in the offseason, can put some weights on Mo Diawara and strengthen those legs, so in a situation like that, he can go up and yam it on somebody, because I don't know if he has a dunk. Actually, I'm pretty sure he has not dunked the ball at all this year. And he is about 6'8", 6'9"-ish, right? So I need my guy to actually go up and dunk the ball every now and again. He's too big to not to. Mark said, let's see more Mo. He's too skilled. He's too skilled. He's 20 years old. Free Mo Diawara. Free him. Free him. The 5-point game. Mo Diawara up to 5 points. Isaiah Gardner said, Mo Diawara needs to stay in the rotation. Abso-freaking-lutely, brother. Abso-freaking-lutely. He should be the 10th man in the rotation. We should be able to go 10 men deep. George Jones said that was a smooth drive. It was a smooth drive. It indeed was. Nice, they were putting pressure on him on the ball handling, keeping it in his left hand. He's a righty, obviously. Mitchell Robinson said a nice Gortat screen down low. If you guys don't know what a Gortat screen is, that's when it's an unintentional screen by the big man on the opposite big man. So the opposite big man, who like Jokic, should be coming over on the help side, can't come over on the help side because Mitchell Robinson is screening him, standing in front of him. They get it down low to Valanciunas, rolling to the rim. Beautiful pass from Murray. Off the handoff, gets the easy layup. All right, let's get back to it. It is 77-74. Brunson bringing it down. Pull up three for JB, line me up. Pull up three from JB, line me up, Jalen Brunson. 80-74, 6-point lead for the Knicks. Keeping them an arm's distance away. 2:30 to go. Forgot to restart the timer. Bruce Brown has it. Gets it over to Valanciunas. Robinson knocks it loose, so Valanciunas has to go to the half-court line to get it. They get it out to Strawther. Strawther coming to his left, driving it down. Pass Brunson. Brunson knocks the ball loose. Anunoby picks it up. And now Anunoby will bring it down. Anunoby has it on the right wing. Smart. Did not want to force a play. Did not want to cause a turnover. Anunoby down the lane. Kicks out to Brunson. Brunson just lines up another three. Line me up. Line me up. Jalen Brunson. I can't miss right now. And the Knicks have a 9-point lead, tying their largest lead of the game. Now we're hooping. Here comes Jamal Murray, bringing it down. Shaman will pick him up. They get it over to Hardaway. Hardaway up the screen. Lines it up. Got it to go for Timmy. And now it's 83-77. Quiets the crowd just a little bit. The crowd's a buzz right now. The crowd is a buzz. Brunson coming to his right. Gets it over to Diawara. Diawara gets it back to Brunson. Brunson a deep one. He's feeling it. Ooh, came up just short on that one. Couldn't get a friendly roll. Valanciunas with the rebound. Here comes Hardaway. Hardaway picked up by Mo Diawara. Hardaway quick crossover to his right. Down the lane. They spring it out. Strawther wide open. Left corner three. Got it to go. Beautiful pass from Hardaway. Bad defense from Mo Diawara. Got crossed up there. 83-80. It's back to a single possession game. The Nuggets don't die. Ever. Ever. They get over to Diawara. They get it up top to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Strawther. Coming to his right at the Robinson screen. Brunson, bullet pass inside to Anunoby. Gets fouled by Valanciunas. He's going to go to the foul line for two. Beautiful pass from Jalen Brunson. Great cut for OG Anunoby, who did not stop playing after Brunson had a wide open look from three. Right? You could just stop playing because you'd be like, yeah, JB, take that shot. Anunoby continue to move along that baseline. Bullet pass inside from Brunson to Anunoby. Beautiful pass from JB. That's what we like to see. Benzino said, do you think Robinson's doing well because he was off yesterday? No, I think Robinson's doing well because he's a fantastic basketball player. Anunoby knocks down a free throw. Thank you for knocking down your free throws, OG. Gigi said, don't want to see Diawara playing more minutes until the trade deadline because teams will be asking for him. We can't afford to lose him. Yeah, it's like the Knicks have no choice when a team comes asking for Mo Diawara that they wouldn't be able to trade him, brother. What are you talking about? They could play him as much as they want. Teams could want Mo Diawara as much as they want. Doesn't mean the Knicks are going to trade him. Jay Gardner said, need more from McHale? Absolutely, Jay Gardner. Absolutely. Has given us 0 points tonight. That's unacceptable. Anunoby knocks down both free throws. I love when we knock down our free throws. Absolutely love it. Here comes Jamal Murray bringing it down. Murray has it up top. They get over to Hardaway. And a foul. Thing on Bridges. Bridges trying to get over to the Valanciunas screen. 1:10 to go. MBM said, we need to run the double bigs in the fourth. True, we haven't seen the double bigs tonight. We also haven't seen the double bigs from Denver. They also have a double big lineup with Valanciunas and Jokic. Valanciunas hands it off to Murray. Murray down the lane. They kick it out to Strawther. Strawther swings through. Step back three over Diawara. Can't get it to go. Towns snatches a rebound over Valanciunas. Great rebounding from Karl-Anthony Towns there. Here comes Brunson bringing it down. Pull up three. He's really feeling it. Oh, he is really feeling it. He is in a groove right now. He said, y'all want me to stop isolating? How about I just come down and pull up then? 88-80 right now. 50 seconds to go. Murray has it up top being guarded by Shaman. Jalen Brunson up to 24 points. They swing it over to Valanciunas. He has it straight away. Does not want to take the three. They get over to Strawther. Strawther puts it up, and a moving screen on Valanciunas. Ball back to the Knicks. Jalen Brunson draws the foul. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything's coming up roses. NBM JB unconscious right now. Unconscious. This is why you don't take your star out. This is why you call the timeout. You tell them, like, hey, chill with the isolations. Either pull up or move the ball. And JB said, oh, got you. So pull up is what you're saying. So pull up is what you're saying. Stop dancing with it and just light them up. That's what you're saying? Got you. Watch this. Jamal Murray with 24 points. Jalen Brunson with 24 points. After that explosive first quarter, the Knicks have locked it down a little bit here on Murray. Brunson crosses over, steps back, right wing three. Oh, he's feeling it. Well, if he would have knocked that down, it would have been crazy. Not a great shot, but they went 2 for 1. Why they took it. Here comes Jamal Murray bringing it down. I don't love the idea of going 2 for 1. Just give me a good shot. That's a decent shot for Brunson, who's definitely on a little bit of a heater here. Murray has it up top. He's going to wind down the clock as much as he can. The Knicks with an 8-point lead. Murray coming to his right, crosses over to his left. They show 2. Towns hedges out and then draws the foul. Murray draws the foul. That's 2 free throws. They're in the bonus. 12 seconds to go. Jason said JB Hader's real quiet when he goes crew J a run. Yeah. When he goes on a run, yeah. Mark said, who's a JB hater? There's a couple JB haters, Mark. There's a couple JB haters. We saw one, I think, Chaotic in the chat earlier. Was like, I can't watch this. Jalen Brunson doing too much ball handling. And that was before Jalen Brunson was doing too much ball handling. Murray knocks down the first free throw. So there's a couple of them. Mark said, ain't nobody in here with JB hater. Definitely not Mark. You could criticize Jalen Brunson. That doesn't make you a hater. I was criticizing him as well. It was too much ball handling. It was. Good timeout for Mike Brown. Settle everybody back down. Like I said, tell JB, either pull up or pass the ball, brother. But stop dancing with it. Don't dribble out 15 seconds on the clock. Time Walk said, I can't believe this BS. What is happening, Murray? He had a hot first quarter. He has not been as aggressive the rest of the game. We'll see if he picks it up in the fourth quarter. But also, the Knicks are just playing much better defense on him. Brunson dancing with it. Has it up top. Hardaway switches on to him. They get it out to Anunoby. Jab step, down the lane, to the basket. Can't get the layup to go. Great defense from the Nuggets, who knocked the ball loose, didn't give him a clean look. And the end of the third quarter will be 88-82. Bruce Fowler said last season he did a lot until I think they told him to stop. Bruce talking to the Fleas? I don't know what the Fleas said, though. The Fleas said dance JB, for sure. For sure. He is dancing on him. He is getting groovy on him. $88-82, end of the third quarter. Throw 12 minutes up on the clock. Knicks have a 6-point lead. May the best team win. May the best team win. What are we looking at here around the league? Raptors with a 10-point lead over the Timberwolves. Celtics with a 4-point lead over the Rockets. It is 43-39 as they're approaching the end of their first half here. I don't know what's going on offensively in this game, but neither team can score. 18-17 in the first quarter, 25-22. My goodness. GG, I don't know if that's good defense or just neither team can knock down a shot tonight. GG said, YOG tends to put the ball on his hips when he drives to the basket to keep the ball away from defenders slapping at it. And that situation that you're talking about, the last drive that he went to the basket there, the ball was knocked out of his hands, so he was just trying to recover it while he was in the air and then flipped it up at the rim. That's why he missed the layup as well. Time Walk said, thanks for the update. I like this channel. Appreciate you, Time Walk. We cover as much basketball as possible. Like I said, we will stay live here tonight. We'll watch Thunder Spurs. If it ends up being a bad game because the Thunder are not playing anybody tonight, I did not realize SGA was going to be out. It was announced later in the day before I'd already scheduled it. So I'm going to stick to the schedule. Suns Gen, what's up, Suns Gen? Appreciate you, brother. I'm going to stick to the schedule that we set. We're going to cover Spurs Thunder. If it turns out to be a bust of a game, we'll end the night early because we already covered a game tonight. So it is what it is. But we cover games 6 days a week. We are live Monday through the weekend. I try to take one day off on the weekend, whether it's a Saturday or Sunday, depending on which day the Knicks play on. We'll take the opposite day off, obviously. But outside of the Knicks, we are live every other day, every day, outside of the one day. And we cover more than just the Knicks. The Knicks will always take priority. We cover more than just the Knicks. Try to cover the league as much as possible. Jose said, Pelicans versus Bucks. Nobody wants that matchup. We do not care. That's 70-63 at halftime. The Pelicans are putting up points, though. I'll tell you that. Zion, I saw a stat that Zion, I think he's played, that's why I said we need 7 days of Sheffy. We'll go 7 days when this channel becomes profitable. Right now, this channel, I have a day job. So it's hard to commit all my time to the channel. Well, it's just like a side hustle hobby kind of thing still. Gigi said, I got that Boston Rockets game on the over. Oh, you are screwed tonight, Gigi. You are screwed tonight. I don't know what's going on in that game, but neither team could score. George Rodriguez, what's up, George? Let's do this, yes, sir. Nick Yak said, OKC has lots of good players. They do, but they're all out, Yak. They're all out. I think they have 6 players available, 7 players available, something like that. And then they'll have, I guess, their 2-way G League guys going tonight. But look at this. I'll show you, Yak. Dontrell Knighton. What's up, Dontrell? Appreciate you, brother. The Don's in the chat. I can show you this right now. We're starting the third quarter, or the fourth quarter. We got to get to it real quick. AJ Mitchell is out. Chet Holmgren is out. Lou Dort is out. Alex Caruso is out. Harnstein's out. Jared McCain is out. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out. J-Dub is out. Topage is out. Sorber is out. So. And George DeSouza or Jorge DeSouza, appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, let's get to our game. Denver scored. My apologies, I missed it. Here we go. The Fleas with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Fleas. Whole leg bounce past the Towns in the lane. Gets the easy layup. Towns has been fantastic tonight. Fantastic. The Fleas said 17 more likes for 150. Let's go Knicks, and let's go Sheffy, and let's go Sheffy crew. Appreciate you, Fleas. The Fleas is the captain, the leader of the likes brigade. He loves to keep track of where we are in the like standings, and I appreciate you, Fleas. Thank you for that. Down the lane, Strawther gets the layup and one over Towns. And he's going to go to the foul line for one more. A soft foul called on Karl-Anthony Towns right there. But he did foul. So he's going to send Strawther to the foul line for 2. Mark said sub for Knicks dubs. Absolutely. Absolutely. We also had Bangin' Tables. Appreciate you, Bangin' Tables, with a crazy name. Strawberry's at the foul line for one more. Drolano with a very with a very generous super chat. Appreciate it, brother. He said profile. I assume you mean profit. Appreciate you, brother. He also said hashtag Let's Go Pistons. Drolano, our resident Pistons fans in the chat. Kolek has it up top, coming to his left off a double screen. Picks up his handle, cross-court pass to Diawara, steps behind the line for a three. I love the no hesitation. Way off on that one. He threw up a brick. Strawther did knock down his free throw, so it's 87-90. Under 11 to go. We're a minute in. Jokic starts the fourth quarter. They hand it off to Watson, attacking to his right. Dribbles it off his own foot, out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Knicks. Good defense from the Knicks to just stay in front. Bruce Fowler said the Chevy Jr. hat in black is fire. Appreciate you, Bruce. Appreciate you, brother. Kolek coming to his left, gets pickpocketed by Bruce Brown. Whew, just picked his pocket, but thankfully he couldn't hold on to the ball and just dribbles it out of bounds. Ray in need with the Ray in need. Thanks, new friend. Appreciate you, Ray. Appreciate you, man. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. CJ said Knicks win by one. I'm hoping for it. They get it into Towns. Knicks holding on to a 3-point lead, 10:30 to go. Towns picks up his handle, gets it over to Diawara, hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson coming to his right, driving it down, spins to his left, all the way jumper in the paint. Too strong, can't get it. No, he gets a friendly bounce. He got the Halliburton bounce. Off of the back of the rim, he gets it to drop down. Jokic coming to his right up the Strawther screen, gets it over to Strawther, down the lane. Bridges picks him up, dribbles under the basket, and throws it over to the official. Thought it was his teammate. Love when that happens. Ball back to the Knicks. The Flea said, Drolano's our distant cousin, I guess. Not a Knicks fan, but he's all right, I guess. Yeah, Drolano's cool. I like having Drolano in the chat. Clarkson down the lane, gets pickpocketed by Watson, diving for it. Kolek able to pick it up. Good hustle from good hustle from Clarkson to keep it alive. Bridges foul line jumper, and Bridges is on the board. And a timeout for Denver. Mikal Bridges is on the board, y'all. Timeout for Denver. How many times Denver has left? I feel like they've used a million timeouts tonight. CJ said, Knicks probably win the championship this year if they win Pistons and Nuggets tonight. You definitely can't make a decision based off of regular season basketball. Amy Machula said, let's go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sons Gen said, I got my Sheffy merch order in. Love it. Looks great. Well done. Appreciate you, Sons Gen. Appreciate you. More on the way. We only have 3 products up right now. The t-shirt, the sweatshirt, the hat. More will be on the way. We're going to have pants on the way at some point. Right now, it's all done on demand, so by a different company is making the product and shipping it to you guys. At some point, I'd love to do it in-house, but as of right now, like I said, we're going to keep it where it's at. And I am going to try and get chef's hats made. We'll do a limited run. I will make those in-house. We'll do a limited run of those. Naughty Go said, this could be the start of a legendary Knicks-Pistons rivalry since both are just about the same timeline. The Pistons are definitely younger than the Knicks, but timelines are always shorter than people tend to realize. But, you know, Cade Cunningham's, 24, 25. Duren is only 22. Thompson's only 22. So they're definitely significantly younger than the Knicks. I think they're a little bit ahead of schedule as well. You know, and that usually happens. Usually we think like, no, they have to take their lumps in the playoffs, so they got to take time to continue to build up and be a good team. It's like, no, sometimes you just wake up one day and you're a good team. You're a good team. CJ said, do you speak Spanish, brother? Not fluently, brother. Not fluently, unfortunately. I blame my parents. They didn't do a good enough job of speaking to me in Spanish when I was a child. Not fluently. Al Machinery with Al. Today's game is a good test of how far we can go. It is a good test. And the Knicks are passing the test so far. Even if they end up losing the game tonight, Denver has 2 timeouts remaining tonight, by the way. The Knicks have 3. That's what I wanted to check. Even if the Knicks end up losing tonight, hopefully they don't. But even if they do, this is a good test, and so far they're passing the test. Even if they lose, I would still think they passed the test. You just want to be in good, tough, competitive, close games against really good championship contending teams. So as long as they compete well against the Pistons, as long as they compete well against Boston, I think I'll be fine walking away. And also, don't lose all three. Go 2-1. Go 2-1. I don't want to see 1-2. Go 2-1. James Ziostra, what's up, James? What's wrong with Denver? Nothing's wrong with Denver. They're playing well. They're playing decent. Knicks are playing well. They're playing decent as well. It's just two good teams going at it. Drillano said that we gotta spank Phoenix for doing what Dylan Brooks did to us the other night. I gotta admit, I like watching Phoenix. I like watching Phoenix a lot. Detroit, not so much. Their half-court offense is tough to watch sometimes. Isaiah Garner said, when does the All-Star break start? The All-Star break starts, I believe, the 12th to the 15th. I can look up the exact date in a second here, but we're back. Simon Jaw, what's up, Simon? Where's Shamit? Shamit is on the bench right now, unless we come out with him. Shamit's on the bench right now. You get the Jokic. Jokic being guarded by Towns. Here we go. 9:50 to go. Jokic along the right baseline. Backing down Towns. Backing him down. Backing him down. Drop step. Fall away. Draws the foul. Can't get the shot to go down, but he'll go to the foul line for 2 free throws. How many fouls is that on Towns? That is his second foul. Not bad. Not dealing with foul issues tonight. That's only his second. Isaiah Garner said, we'll love Dylan Brooks on the Knicks. I would too. I think a lot of people will love Dylan Brooks on their team now. He's recuperated his brand. Jokic misses a free throw. We love when our opponents miss free throws every single time whenever not like it. AP 393 to 132 likes. Hit the like button. Appreciate you, AP. Appreciate you with fleas. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit the thumbs up button. Like the stream. I'd very much appreciate it. It's by far the best thing you can do to show support. Jokic splits the free throws. He does knock down the second one. Here comes Mo Diawara bringing the ball down. I love it. I love it. Put the ball in Mo Diawara's hands, baby. Mo Diawara's going to stop and pop from 3. They're daring him to shoot. He obliges. He can't get it to go. Strawther has it up top, being guarded by Clarkson. They spring it out. Watson, being guarded by Towns. Gets to the foul line, down low to Jokic. Flips it up with the right hand. Got it to go past Diawara. Just a bad matchup. We got to match up properly. Diawara got cross-matched after he took that ill-advised 3. Kolek coming to his right. Has it up top. Picks up his handle. Gets it over to Diawara. Good ball pressure from Bruce Brown. It is 94 to 90. They get it over to Clarkson. Clarkson swings through to his right. Driving it down. And an offensive foul on Clarkson. Get Jordan Clarkson out of the game. Where is Landry Shamet, like you guys said? Mark said, get JC out. Get him out. He's had a good enough game. No need to continue to rely on him. Get Shamet in there to close this one out. Get it into Jokic. Left wing, out by the three-point line. Faces up against Towns. Jokic, jab step, jab step. Now coming to his right. Good defense from Towns so far. Puts up the floater. Can't get the floater to go. Gets his own offensive rebound and puts it back up and in. Bridges, you gotta crash the glass, man. Towns did just enough. Forced the miss and then stayed in front of him. If he tried to keep him off the glass, because he put up the floater in front of him, if he tries to hold him and keep him off the glass, he's gonna get picked up a foul. He stayed in front of him long enough. Bridges, you gotta come over and snag that rebound. Who was the other guy? I think it was Diawara or something. Ooh, Peyton Watson walking off the court, holding the back of his leg. Ooh, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. Holding the hammy. Hamstrings have been the death of the Denver Nuggets this year. My goodness, that sucks. Who was the other guy? Ooh, yeah, so he was just running through off the Jokic pass and just pulled up, holding the hamstring. That's a big loss for Denver tonight. Kolek has it. Great ball pressure again by Bruce Brown. Kolek struggling with that ball pressure. Towns a deep 3. Ooh, in and out halfway down, but he can't get it to stay. Shamet is finally back in the game. But it is a 2-point game now. Murray is also back in. They get into Jokic, attacking Towns off the bounce. Tried to throw the behind-the-back pass. Hits Towns, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay here with Denver. Mark said, how are you going to let Fatso get that rebound? Fatso's for Jokic is crazy. Brunson comes in for Kolek. Kolek was really struggling with that ball pressure from Bruce Brown. Got to get JB back in. OG Anunoby comes in. Clarkson finally comes out. All right, this should be pretty much the closing lineup. Maybe we could sneak Mitchell Robinson in there for a couple minutes, but this should pretty much be the closing lineup. Jokic has it up top. They get it out to Brown. Anunoby went for the steal. Good defense, though. Forced to pull it back out. They get it back to Jokic. Fires the 3 over Towns. Comes up short. Good defense from the Knicks. Keep him out on the perimeter. Here comes Jalen Brunson quickly trying to push it the other way. Brunson has it on the right wing. Puts Bruce Brown right in the post. Said, you ain't going to bully me, brother. You ain't going to bully me. Brunson working him down. Pump fake, leans in. Gets blocked, though, by Bruce Brown. Great defense from Bruce Brown. Just as I was talking smack. Great defense from Bruce Brown on the recovery there. Benzino said, I've never seen Denver get blown out. Denver doesn't get blown out. They always fight to the very end. They're a great executing team. Probably the best execution team in the NBA. Mark said, ISO. Mitchell Robinson comes in. Comes in for Towns? He does come in for Towns. I might try to sneak a double big lineup in here for a little bit. Brunson lobs it over the top to Robinson. Robinson hands it off to Brunson. Brunson dribbling it out from the corner. Shot clock winding down. Brunson's got to look to attack. Drive down, step back, fall away baseline jumper. Got it to go for JB. Needed to make something out of nothing, and of course he did. 96 to 92, 7:20 to go. Jokic has it up top, being guarded by Robinson. Coming to his left off a Murray screen. They leave it off for Murray. Murray, pump fakes. Coming to his left, back to Jokic, pump fakes. Driving to his left. Great defense from the Knicks, not going for any of these pump fakes. They get over to Murray. Murray coming to his right against Shamet. Step back, hesitation, good defense. Murray's going to put him in the post and back him down. Murray trying to get his Brunson game on. Fall away jumper, it's his go-to. Got it to go. So 96-94, 2-point game. We're approaching the halfway mark. We're under 7. Why is my timer stopped? Come on, go, timer, go. Under 7 to go. Brunson up top, coming to his right up a Shamet screen. Hardaway switched on to him. Brunson's going to look to isolate. Too much isolation. Pump fake inside the Shamet. Shamet kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby in the right corner. Back up top to Shamet. Shamet looking at the shot clock. A step back right wing 3. In and out. Can't get it to stay. Would have liked an attack rather than a step back 3 there. Murray up top. Brunson switches on to him off the screen. They get it over to Jokic. They're going to run the 2-man game. Jokic up top being guarded by Robinson. Hands it back off to Murray. Coming to his left down the lane. They swing it out to Brown. Extra pass to Strawther. Over Shamet. Got it to go for Julian Strawther. And Denver takes the 1-point lead. 97 to 96. 6:15 to go. Brunson bringing it down. In and out dribble. Coming to his left. Engages 2 defenders. Over to Shamet. Back up top to Bridges. They swing it out to Anunoby. Pump fakes from 3. They run him off the line. Down the lane. Euro steps. Kicks it out. Shamet. Open left corner 3. Line me up. Landry. Shamet. Got it to go, baby. 99 to 97, under 6 to go. We are past the halfway point, and these two teams are throwing haymakers at each other right now. Jokic gets it over to Murray. Murray being guarded by Shamet. Get it over to Jokic. Jokic holding on to it, trying to play the 2-man game. Good denial. Steps back for the 3 of Robinson. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound. Battle for it. Ball back into the hand of Jokic. As Denver recovers it. Jokic up top. Get it back to Murray. Murray being guarded by Shamet. Poking the ball loose. Now attacking to his left. Step back. Fall away. Over Robinson. Got it to go. That mid-range from Jamal Murray tonight has been deadly. Getting back to the action. It was quiet for the middle of the game for the second and third quarter. They get it over to Shamet in the corner. Good defense from Strawther. Get it over to Bridges. A bad pass from Shamet. He was falling out of bounds. Anunoby went for the steal. It's a 4-on-1 fast break. They leave it off for Christian Brown for the 2-handed slam. And it's 101 to 99. And a timeout for the New York Knicks. 5 minutes to go. Why does my timer keep stopping? I'm not hitting that button. Mark said, get Bridges out. Who do we want in then? Diawara? I'm not entirely sure about Diawara coming in for Bridges right now. We got Anunoby, Brunson, Robinson, Shamet. Double bigs? Put Towns in? I wouldn't mind that. Pull Bridges out, put Towns in, and really force mismatches across the court. I wouldn't mind that. And MBM said, Mikal Bridges giving us nothing. Pretty much. We looked at it. He had 0 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists at the end of the first quarter. So since the end of the first quarter, he's given us 2 points and a rebound. That's it. And I think like a block or something, but that's been it. Sikri said you could actually be a legit commentator. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. I mean, we just on YouTube having a good time. John Brennan, what's up, John? Only 153 likes is crazy. Appreciate you, John. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit the thumbs up button. I'd very much appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Gigi said, don't tell me they're going to give this game away. What? Give game away? Are you guys been... Have the Knicks had a 20-point lead tonight? What is this wording? Do you guys watch NBA basketball? This is two teams playing a very good game. That's all it is. It's been back and forth all night. There have been 0 double-digit leads by either side. What are we talking about? Are they going to give the game away? If the Knicks end up losing today, they just lost to a really good team. The Denver Nuggets are the best execution team in the NBA. If they lose because Denver out-executes them in the fourth quarter, it is what it is. This can go either way. It's going to come down to the wire. Onyema with the Bonyema. Good morning. It is nighttime for me, brother, but good morning to you. T-Boy said Payton for 5 more. Payton came up holding his hamstring, brother, so he might be done for the night. CJ said, I don't understand why people saw the Knicks going to win by 7. Jay Hammer said, I didn't get traded, stuck on the Bucks. Albert said, Bridges in La La Land. He's just not impacting the game right now. Get him out. Get him out. It's fine. He's got 2, 4, and 3. He's got 2 points. He's taking 4 shots today. It's not like he's just missing a bunch of shots either. It's not like, oh, man, he can't hit anything. He's just not even taking anything either. Like, at least Anunoby's taking 11. Brunson's taking 18. Robinson's taking 5. Mitchell Robinson's taking more shots than Mikal Bridges tonight. Explain that. Explain that, Mikal. Shamit's taking 10. So you can't even tell me, oh, well, they're playing him super tight. Like, Shamit's taking 10. He's finding space. He's putting shots up. Bruce Fowler said, here's where missing Josh is tough. 5:07 to go. He's good for 4 rebounds. Yeah. You would definitely have Josh Hart in the game for Mikal Bridges right now. You would have the option of being able to go Josh Hart over Mikal Bridges right now, who's not giving you anything. Brunson bringing it down. 5 minutes to go. Brunson up top being guarded by Christian Brown. 101-99. They come out with the same lineup. No changes made. They show double team to Brunson. Over to Towns. They swing it out. Anunoby, left corner 3. Line me up. OG Anunoby, baby. Somebody's stepping up here. Brunson, Towns, Anunoby doing their thing. Mikal Bridges, the 4th guy. I don't know what you're doing tonight, brother. Valanciunas has it up top. Hands it off to Murray. Murray sees a double team. They swing it out to Brown. Ran off the line by Brunson. Then they stay in front. Good defense. Shaman being guarding Murray up top. Murray jab step. Coming to his right. Has him in the post. Step back. Pump fake. Spins. Fall away. Long fall away 2. Can't get it to go. Towns comes in for the rebound. As Anunoby does a good job boxing out Valanciunas. Anunoby hits the floor. So now it's 5-on-4. Anunoby makes his way down the court. Brunson coming to his left, sees a double team, sprays it out to Towns. Towns, pass fake, wide open, 3, line me up. Ooh, halfway down, it was in and out, but it pops out for Karl-Anthony Towns, and here comes Denver. Ooh, that's a tough one. Tough one. Keep firing away though. It's right on point. Murray up top, being guarded by Bridges, coming to his right. They show a double team again. Over to Valanciunas. They spring it out. Hardaway a 3. Shammy, you got to commit to that harder. Don't worry about why are you standing in the middle of the paint like that. You got to get out the Hardaway. Hardaway knocks down the 3, by the way. Brunson bringing it down, 104-102, 3:40 to go. Brunson up top, directing traffic, coming to his right. He sees a double team. Both teams going to the double team here. They swing it out to Shamit. Shamit ran off the line, driving to his right, mid-range full of jumper, double clutches it, picks up his own rebound, kicks it out to Anunoby. Sidestep 3 for OG Anunoby. Way off, too strong, can't get it to go, and a foul on Valanciunas trying to box out Karl-Anthony Towns. There you go, big cat. Way to battle down low. The ball will stay here with the Knicks. Way to win a possession. Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? Susan said, I think that most of the NBA players are ready for a break. It's been a long season. It has been a long season. Most teams are looking forward to that All-Star break, which is about a week away. I said we were going to look it up. Remind me at the next timeout break. We'll look up exactly when the All-Star break is. I believe it's February 11th. But we'll see. Brunson has it in the left corner, being guarded by Murray. Jab step. Jab step. Spins. Ooh, spins right off of Murray. Beautiful move. Righty layup. Got it to go. Oh, my goodness. Put it on the highlight reel, JB. Put it on the highlight reel. Gorgeous move. Jamal Murray up top, coming to his right. Sprays it out. Hardaway, another one. Open. Can't get that one to go. Towns knocks the rebound away from Valanciunas. Brunson bringing it down. It's a 5-on-4. Valanciunas in the backcourt. Brunson putting his head down, attacking. Cross-court pass. Anunoby, right corner. Pump fakes. One dribble in. Mid-range jumper. Too strong. Fight for the rebound. Towns has it. Flips it up. Got it to go. Call Anthony Towns. Puts the Knicks up by 2 and a timeout for Denver. They have 1 timeout remaining. I don't know about that timeout from Denver. They got 1 remaining. Am I wrong? I might be wrong. They call the timeout here. But ESPN is still indicating that they still have 2. Maybe they take it away after the timeout. But I'm pretty sure when we checked it last, they had 2 timeouts to start the 4th, and the Knicks had 3. The Knicks used 1. This timeout was called by Denver. So I'm pretty sure they have 1 timeout remaining. I could be wrong, though. Let's see. We'll wait. Oh, no, there it is. There you go. They updated it. 1 timeout remaining for Denver. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Jason said, this is the type of Cat I want to see. Cat's been phenomenal tonight. Cat has been absolutely phenomenal tonight, right? Like, yeah, I want some of the open three-point shots to go down a little bit more often. Yeah, we could quibble about that for sure. I'm with you. I'm with you. Absolutely. He is what? He's knocked down 2, I think. He is, where is he? Where is he? Towns is 2 for 6. And I would say the 4 he missed, maybe 2 of them were wide open, right? So, yeah, I'd like him to knock down a couple more of these threes. But I'm not going to quibble with it. I think he's been phenomenal tonight. He's 7 for 11 from the floor. So the 4 missed shots are all three-pointers. He's knocked everything down inside the arc. He's got 20 and 10. He's played fantastic defense on Joker. Right? He stayed in front of him. He's making it difficult. Playing well. Anunoby with 18, 7, and 4 doing his thing. Jordan Clarkson in 24 minutes, 11. Good enough. We'll take it. Mikal Bridges absolutely giving us a whole lot of nothing so far. The defense has not been terrible, but it's not good enough. Just defense is not good enough. Murray has it up top being guarded by Anunoby. This is the matchup I expected to see in the second half here. We're getting it to close out the game. Pocket pass out. Jokic, wide open straightaway 3. He's a knockdown three-point shooter, but he comes up short there. Towns with the rebound. Quick outlet to Shamit. Now back over to Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. Brunson being guarded by Christian Brown on the left wing. Hesitation move. Blows past Christian Brown. Down the lane. Kicks it out. Shamit. Extra pass. Bridges. Wide open right corner. There we go. That was a big-time shot. You could have redeemed yourself. Could have redeemed yourself. You could have redeemed yourself. And then Brunson knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Denver. You could have redeemed yourself, Mikal. Get him out of the game. Sons Jensen, when Cat is involved, Knicks win consistently. Mark said, get him out. You could have redeemed yourself, man. Wide open 3 in rhythm, a perfect extra pass, and you blow it. Wasn't even close, really. Murray coming to his right off the screen, down the lane, step back, mid-range, fall away over Anunoby, got it to go. Now we're tied at 106 because Mikal Bridges can't knock down a shot. Well, to be fair, Jokic also had a wide open 3 that he missed. So, fairs. Brunson has it up top being guarded by Hardaway. Brunson crosses over. Hardaway stays in front. Brunson, rhythm dribble, step back 3. Can't get that one to go. Didn't love that shot at all. Didn't love that shot at all, JB. I know you've been hot in the second half here. Didn't love that one. Here comes Jamal Murray bringing it down. Work your way into the paint. Murray coming to his right. By doing so, we're getting good looks. Murray dancing with it as Towns forced to switch onto him. Murray had the hot hand all game long, especially here in the fourth quarter. Murray crosses over, kicks it up top. Jokic, another straightaway 3 over Anunoby. Can't get that one to go either. Battle for the rebound. Towns able to secure it. Bruce Brown, good fight from him, but Towns able to outduel him. Brunson crosses over to his left, down the lane, takes a bump, floater. Got me to go. Where's my foul at? Bruce Brown hanging all over JB. Didn't matter, he got it to go. 108 to 106. Coming down the stretch here, about a minute to go, a little over a minute to go. Murray dancing around the Jokic screen. Anunoby chasing, step back, foul line, fall away jumper. Can't get it to go as it rolls off the rim. Battle for the loose ball, out of bounds. And it's going to stay here with Denver. Brunson came flying in the battle for it, but Bruce Brown got his hands in there and knocked it off, or knocked it out of bounds. 1 minute to go, y'all. Towns subs out, Mitch subs in. I don't like that substitution. I'd rather have Mitch in, Bridges out. Not sure why we're taking Mitch out. I get it, defense. But maybe he didn't like the fact that Jokic had 2 wide open looks from 3. Maybe that. But I think Cat has played perfectly fine defense today. Jokic 1-1 against Mitch. Leans in, pump fake, stops, spins. Can't get it to go. Robinson, great defense, great substitution. And then they foul. And then they foul Big Mitch. Great defense. What the heck do I know? Mitchell Robinson. Why do I act like Mitchell Robinson not a lockdown defender? Great defense by Big Mitch. Forcing a tough shot from Jokic. Is it makeable? Of course, that's Jokic. But made it tough on him, came up short, and secured the rebound, then gets fouled by Jokic. We're under 2 to go, so you can't do to hack a Mitch. That's a bad foul from Jokic because it allows the Knicks to sub Karl-Anthony Towns back in. Knicks with a 2-point lead, and they're bringing it down now. 45 seconds to go. If we get a basket here, would go a long way. The Knicks are in the bonus. Maybe Jokic used that foul to put them in the bonus. So if they have to resort to fouling here, if the Nuggets score a basket, it'd be easier. Brunson dancing with it against Christian Brown. Step back. Pump fakes in the air. Leaves it off of Bridges. Brunson almost turns it over. Bridges steps back, has to heave it up at the buzzer. Almost got it to go down, but he didn't. Murray with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. Murray coming to his right, crossing over to his left, hesitates. Now down the lane, step back, fall away midi. He's in rhythm, got it to go. Jamal Murray's been phenomenal tonight. Ties it up at 108. 13 seconds to go. All right, we're either going to overtime or Jalen Brunson's gaming it. Brunson coming to his left. Being guarded by Christian Brown. Brunson crosses over, hesitation, driving to his right, step back, fall away long 2. JB comes up short. Murray with the rebound and a timeout for Denver, their last timeout. Wow. 0.6 on the clock. They have enough time. They get to advance it. They have enough time to inbound it, turn, and heave. Uh-oh. Brunson got his shot. Great defense from Christian Brown. Brunson got his shot. The step back, mid-range jumper created the space. Could knock it down. Just came up just short. Hit the front of the rim. Couldn't get the friendly bounce over the top. Fell to the side. We're likely going to overtime. We're likely going to the faded 5th quarter. NBM said, didn't like that shot. I didn't mind that shot at all. That's Jalen Brunson's go-to shot. Didn't mind it. Didn't mind it. I don't know, yeah, I would have liked a wide open look, but, no timeout. You're bringing the ball down. Let your best player cook, right? Let your best player cook. Previously, when the Nuggets were down 2, what was their play? Give the ball to Jokic and let him cook, even against a really good defender in Mitchell Robinson. And he came up short on his patented Sombor shuffle hook shot. He just came up short. Sometimes you come up short. The Flea said, no lobs, please? They don't really have lob threats out there. I don't think they're going to go for a lob. I think they're going to go for a 3-point heave here, probably from Murray, who's phenomenal at knocking down off-balance shots. So, here we go. Joseph said, overtime most likely? I don't want to hear most likely. I just want overtime. That's all I want. Knicks come out with their defensive unit. Shamet, McCullough, Bridges, Anunoby, and Robinson. No fouls. You want to talk about no lobs? No fouls. 0.6 on the clock. Hardaway. Gets it into Jokic. Jokic heaves straight away. Almost banks it in, but that will be the end of regulation. And are we going to overtime, y'all? Do we have overtime here on the Chevy channel? No, we do not have overtime. We don't have we're not going to do no overtime. What we do have is the faded 5th quarter. Right? No OT, we got 5. We got the faded 5th quarter on the way here. Throw 5 minutes on the clock. It's a tied ball game. Put 5 more minutes up. May the best team win. I'm loving it. Here we go. Let's set it up. We don't have 12 minutes. We have 5. All right, I got to do this. Uh-oh. Remind me later to update this, all right? Not going to update it now. Got things to do. Make that 5. All right, here we go. Overtime. How many overtime games have the Knicks played this year? Not many, right? Not many. Here we go. Big Rud said, get ready for 7 quarters. Second night of a back-to-back for both teams. Bruce Fowler said, due to circumstances beyond our control, the start of Spurs versus OKC game has been preempted by Knicks overtime theater. Here we go. So far, Jokic with 25, 12, and 9. He had to get the overtime pay. He missed it on purpose. He wanted to make sure he got his triple-double. So we're going to send this into overtime so he can get 1 more assist. Jamal Murray with 34, 4, and 5, sending this game into overtime. He's been phenomenal tonight. Came alive in the 4th quarter. He had 20 points in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, and he had 8 points in the 4th to get up to 34. Christian Brown with 4 points, 3 boards, 5 assists. He's been okay. The defense started to pick up in the 4th quarter when he had to guard Jalen Brunson. Tim Hardaway Jr. knocked down a couple of really clutch threes. He's up to 14 points. He's been really solid for them off the bench. He's 4 for 6 from the field. Bruce Brown has been fantastic defensively tonight. 8 points, 5 boards. His 8 points came earlier in the game, has not scored in the second half, but his defense has been invaluable for the Nuggets tonight. CEO King said Boston 69, Houston 50 in the third. Oh man, every time I'm rooting for Boston to lose. They're down there in Houston. What is Houston doing? What is Houston even doing today? Joseph said, no matter what happens, this game was awesome. Throw 5 minutes on the clock. Let's see. Let's see. Pull it off, Knicks. Nick Yak said, I said hold them under 110 and win the game. Brunson knocks down that shot. They held them under 110. Gigi said Bridges will redeem himself in overtime. He better, man. He better. He's sitting on 2 points. He had a couple of wide open looks to redeem himself in regulation. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know why Boston can just lose a game. Boston, lose a game. You're playing at Houston. Why are you blowing them out? And you just made a trade. You have no Anthony Simons. Towns wins the tip, and JB and the Knicks will bring it down. And no Jaylen Brown either. Come on, what are we doing? What are we doing? All right, Brunson has it up top, snaking it back to his left hand, driving it down, puts up the little floater, comes up short, and Anunoby right there for the putback on the tip in. Way to get on the glass, OG. Knicks are out there with Anunoby, Brunson, Towns, Shamet, and Bridges. Murray coming to his right of a screen. Steps back, kicks it out to Jokic. Jokic, no hesitation, 3 over Towns. Too strong, can't get it to go. Long rebound, goes right to Christian Brown. Mikal Bridges not even in the vicinity. I don't know what you're doing tonight, Mikal. Go for that. Anunoby lost his shoe. They get it into Jokic. They spray it out. Christian Brown, wide open 3, his first 3 of the game. Can't get it to go. Jokic, the offensive rebound. Can't get the little flip shot to go in, but he does draw the foul, go to the foul line for 2. The Knicks ended up playing 5-on-4 because for some reason OG Anunoby was really concerned about putting his shoe back on. OG, you just got to play shoeless for a possession there, brother. You can't put your team in that position. Jokic is at the foul line for 2 free throws. He's been missing some wide open 3s here. Gets a friendly roll off the front of the rim. Gets it to go down. Knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Jokic knocks down both. Tied at 110. Brunson and the Knicks bringing it down. Brunson on the right wing. Pulls it out. Coming to his right. Pulls it back out. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Anunoby hands it off to Bridges. Bridges up top. Being guarded by Hardaway. Gets it over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Jokic. Towns coming to his right. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Down the lane. Takes it out. Shamet. Left corner 3. Got a decent look. At the buzzer. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Brown ends up with it as the ball was knocked into the air. The 3-on-1 fast break over to Hardaway. Layup. Got it to go for Tim Hardaway. And he wanted the foul. He doesn't get it. Denver up by 2. 112-110. Brunson bringing it down the other way. Quick crossover to his left. Euro steps down the lane. Draws the foul. And then gets hacked by Jokic. Gets absolutely hacked. I think the refs are going to go to the monitor. Jokic fouls Brunson, and then fouls him again. Mark said Shaman was fouled. Could have been a foul on Shaman for sure. Joseph said Mikal is awful. He has been bad today. I mean, it's very Mikal Bridges-esque to have a phenomenal game against the Washington Wizards and then have an absolute no-show here tonight against the Denver Nuggets. It is very Mikal Bridges-esque to not show up for the big game here tonight. I don't think the defense has been bad for Mikal Bridges. I think the defense has been fine, but he has not done anything else. He's still sitting with 2, 4, and 3. Like I said, he had 0, 3, and 3 at the end of the first quarter. So since the first quarter, for the next 3 quarters and so far in overtime, he's given us 1 mid-range jumper and 1 rebound. That's it. So the officials are reviewing to see if it meets the criteria of a flagrant. Either way, Brunson will go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Relic said, would have been a nice game. Would have been a good game for Kolek and Mo. I mean, Kolek and Mo have both played today. They've had varying degrees of impact. They've been okay. Mark said not a flagrant foul. Yeah, they just ruled not a flagrant foul. Just 2 free throws, 2 regular free throws for Jalen Brunson. So Brunson will go to the line. Same lineup for both teams. Obviously, very rarely you see a team make substitutions in an overtime period. My timer still going? No, we got 3:30 to go. We're good. Frank said Joker hit JB in the face. That should be upgraded. They did not upgrade it, Frank. Going to keep it a regular foul. Brunson at the foul line. Just going to knock down your free throws. Knocks down the first one. Thank you, JB. Got one more coming. Relic said, good minutes. Let Mikal rest. He needs production-wise. It ain't missing, but the defense maybe. The defense has been fine. Maybe even good. But the offense and everything else has been so bad and so ineffective. It's just, it might not be worth it having him out there. I don't know. Maybe the defense is worth it, but Brunson knocks down both free throws. 3:30 to go. Murray bringing it down. He has it on the left wing, being guarded by Anunoby. Going to run the two-man game with Jokic. Spins to his left. Driving it down in the lane. He sees 2 defenders, pulls it back out, steps behind the three-point line. Bridges late to recover to him, and Jamal Murray knocks down the left corner 3. And Towns and Mikal Bridges talking about it, and Bridges and Towns both left them, and Towns is saying, well, why would I switch on? You switch on to him. They swing it over to Bridges, attacking to his right, leaves it off for Shamit. Shamit gets it back out to Bridges. Bridges a 3, make up for it. Comes up short. Battle on the rebound. Joker mistimes his jump as it hit the rim a second time unexpectedly, and Towns gets the putback, and it is 115 to 114. Denver with a 1-point lead, 2:45 to go. Murray bringing it down, being guarded by Anunoby. Murray coming to his left off the Jokic screen. Pull up 3 from Murray. He's feeling it. Shot up an air ball. And then a loose ball foul on Bridges, man. Get him out. He is costing his team a game tonight, man. He has been dreadful. Just not even cognizant of where the ball is going. At least turn around and box out rather than trying to stand in front of a guy. They hand it off to Murray. Murray coming to his right. Pulls it back out. Towns switched on to him. Murray coming to his left. Steps back. Dancing with it. Pull up 3 over Towns. Good contest. Can't get it to go. Shamit with the rebound. Shamit bringing it down. Get it over to Brunson. Brunson dancing with it. Coming to his left. Brunson coming to his left. They show a double team over to Bridges. Bridges over to Shamit. Wide open left corner 3. Landry Shamit. Landry Shamit, baby. You just knew it was going in. You just knew it was going in. Don't show no team to Jalen Brunson. We're too smart. Thank goodness Brunson swung it over to Mikal Bridges off the double team, because that meant Mikal Bridges then had to make the extra pass to Shamit. Because if that was Shamit making the extra pass to Bridges, you know Mikal Bridges was not knocking down that 3. Thank goodness it was Landry Shamit shooting it. Thank goodness it was Landry Shamit 2 passes away and not Mikal Bridges. Mark said, Poole, Bridges, now. Keeping Mikal Bridges out there, man. Keeping Mikal Bridges out there. See, this is where missing Deuce McBride and Josh Hart really hurts, because you could go to either one of those guys to close this game out over Mikal Bridges. But with them being hurt, I don't go to Mo Diawara. I don't. Kolek is too small. Definitely not going Clarkson. Who do you go to? Right? Who do you go to? Don't have a ton of options. Jason said, what a game. What a game, man. Back and forth they go. 2 great teams haymakering each other right now. Mark said Shams is more valuable than Mikal Bridges. Yeah. Relic said sometimes small is fire, though. Not against this Denver team, brother. Not against this Denver team. Sometimes, but you kind of just got to ride it out with what you got right now. All right, here we go. Under 2 minutes to go. Knicks with a 2-point lead, 117-115. Murray has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. They get it down low to Joker. Flips it up with the right hand. Got it to go over Towns. Tied at 117. Beautiful play from Denver out of the timeout to get an open look for him. Denver with 1 timeout remaining. New York still has 2. Brunson coming to his right off a Bridges screen. They show double team again. They get it out the Bridges. Extra pass to Shaman. Another one. Landry, line me up. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the rebound. They knock it over to Towns. Towns can't recover it, though. As Denver's slapping at it. And they're able to pull out the rebound. And then a foul on Christian Brown in the backcourt? That's crazy. And they say Christian Brown intentionally kicked out the booty. He booty bumped Anunoby. Let's see the replay. That's a good fight for a rebound. And then Anunoby trips on Christian Brown's ankle, and Denver's going to use their timeout in a challenge. That's a good challenge right there, because Christian Brown, the referee looked like he signaled that Christian Brown intentionally kicks the leg out to trip OG Anunoby. But to me, that's incidental contact. So ball should remain with Denver. Should be correct. It should be overturned here. Yeah, Christian Brown's just standing there. Yeah, Christian Brown's just standing there. Anunoby trips over Christian Brown. But to me, that's incidental contact. It is what it is. Keep it moving. MBM said trip. He tripped him. Yeah, but he didn't do it intentionally. Christian Brown's literally just standing there like this, holding the ball out. Anunoby tries to run him back and just trips over him. That's not a foul to me. Not a foul. That should be overturned. Denver should just bring the ball down here. The Flea said, stop being so reasonable. Yeah, no call. Like I said, no call. Christian Brown does not move. He has his feet planted. He's literally standing with the ball. OG Anunoby just trying to get around them and just inadvertently trips. He doesn't fall over. It's not a bad trip. It's nothing. It'd be different if Christian Brown was moving or anything. He literally was just standing there. Incidental contact. Keep it moving. Denver get a timeout back? They have not put up on the graphic that they get a timeout back. I think, because it's the second challenge. You don't get a timeout back with the second challenge. So Denver's out of timeouts. The Knicks still have 2. The tied ball game, 117. 1:30 to go. Murray has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Murray dancing with it. Coming to his right. They have Robinson in the game. They set a good screen. Robinson forced to switch on the Murray. Murray pulls it out. Hesitation. Mitchell Robinson knocks the ball loose. Shot clock winding down. He's just got to heave it. Way off. Shot clock violation. Mitchell Robinson, baby. Mitchell Robinson. Don't dance on me. Don't dance on me. We are not dance partners. I did not ask for a dance. So the Knicks get the ball back. The tied ball game. Here we go. 1 minute in the faded 5th quarter. Brunson coming to his right off an Anunoby screen. They show a double team. Inside pass to Towns. Goes up. Gets the layup to go, baby. Gets the layup to go. Beautiful pass from Brunson, by the way, inside the Towns. Good positioning from Towns. Jamal Murray comes up holding his left arm. Got tied up with Towns. On Yemen said, I think bookmakers should be investigating Bridges. You guys get too weird with that. Daniel Dash, what's up, Daniel Dash? I'll dance with you, Chevy. As long as we pull off this victory. Hey, Woo. What's up, hey? Murray has it up top. Guarded by Anunoby, coming to his right. Trying to get Brunson switched on to him. Now coming to his right again off a Jokic screen this time. Picks up his hand. He's got nowhere to go. Hits Christian Brown. Come back door. Gets chased down. Blocked by Bridges. Loose ball picked up by Christian Brown. Loose ball again as he got blocked by Towns. The defense, baby. Here comes Jalen Brunson. 38 seconds to go. Get one more basket. This game should be over. Give me one more basket. No timeouts for Denver. This game should be over with one more basket. Brunson up top. Knicks up by 2. Big defensive stand here for Denver. Brunson, shot clock winding down, trying to wind it down as much as possible. Isolating, coming to his right, spins to his left, steps through, a lot of contact, kicks it out. Anunoby doesn't get it off in time. He does. Hits the rim. Battle for the rebound and a loose ball foul as Towns pushes off on Jokic. Jokic absolutely took a dive, but a push off on Towns. Nobody's in the bonus, so it's side out of bounds for Denver. 15 seconds to go. No threes, man. No threes. Daniel Dash said Bridges always does that. Well, look, he got beat backdoor to begin with. So that was the issue. But he made a great recovery. A great recovery. All right, here we go. No threes. Here we go. No threes. Here we go. No threes. Kevin McCullough coming in. All right, Kev. Coming in for Brunson. Get the defensive liabilities out there. Towns is out. Brunson's out. McCullough's in. Is Robinson in? I assume Robinson's in. I'm not looking over at the ESPN thing because it's a little ahead of me. Here comes Jamal Murray, bringing it down. 10 seconds to go. No threes. Oh, Towns fouled out. All right. Murray has it on the right wing. Hesitates. Now gets it over to Jokic. Gets it over to Murray. Murray wide open right wing 3. Can't get it to go. Comes up short. And that's it, baby. And the Knicks survive. There you go, baby. Great. Is the whistle blown? Is there a whistle blown? Is there a whistle blown? There's a whistle blown. What are we doing? What are we doing? The game is over. A loose ball foul on Bridges? What are you doing? Why are you trying to decide the game? Also, Mikal Bridges, what are you doing? But why are you trying to decide the game? Denver got their look to try and win it at the end there. Just let basketball happen. Whatever nasty incident, let me see it. Bridges is down under the rim. He's guarding Bruce Brown. They get it over to Murray. Murray launches the right wing 3. Bridges jumps in front of Christian Brown. There's like 0.1 seconds on the clock or something. 0.2, they're probably trying to put 0.3 on the clock. Let's see it. There's the foul. There's like 0.3 on the clock. They're going to try and put 0.3 on the clock. NBM said loose ball foul. I don't think they're in the bonus. They're not in the bonus, right? Yeah, they put 0.3 on the clock. I told you. They're going to give them one more chance. Side out of bounds. They're not in the bonus. Neither team in the bonus. Roger G. Wall said, Mikal redemption at the last minute. Yeah, until he just threw it all away. That's a terrible call, by the way. Terrible call. Mark said, I hate Mikal. Oh, no, they're over the limit, so free throws. Free throws for Christian Brown. They are in the bonus. Wow, Mikal Bridges is throwing this game away, man. Mikal Bridges has been absolutely horrendous tonight and is on the verge of costing his team this game with his poor performance tonight. Wow. Christian Brown on the season is a 75% free throw shooter. He has not taken a free throw tonight. He has 4 points. He has been off since coming back from injury. These are huge free throws. Miss it. Knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Christian Brown is cold-blooded. Huck Porty comes in for Bridges, who's a terrible rebounder. Christian Brown, tie it up, knocks him down. Timeout for the Knicks. To advance the ball, they have 0.3 to turn and heave and ask for a prayer. Sons Jen said that was a terrible call. That's an awful call. It's an awful call. It's an awful call. Even though there was contact. One, I don't think it's enough contact for an offensive foul. Two, it's a terrible call at the end of the game after Denver had 15 seconds to run their offense. They ended up with a decent look for Jamal Murray. They end up with a decent look for Jamal Murray in the left wing for 3 to win the game. Misses it. Relic said, but another commercial break. Let's get paid, NBA. Sunjan said the referees are micromanaging the end, and it's ugly. It's pretty ugly. And the crazy part is, as if there's not been pushing and shoving underneath for the entirety of the fourth quarter here. It's been an extremely physical game, right? And they've called it pretty evenly both sides. They've allowed both sides to be very physical. And then until the very end, the last shot of the game, they're like, hold on. Stop pushing and shoving now. It's like, come on, man. What are we doing? Naughty Go said, this is what I was talking about. The refs tried selling for Denver in the Pistons game too. DJ Punchy, what's up, DJ? Naughty Go said both games Detroit should have won by 10 if it wasn't the whistle. So Brunson will inbound it. Crazy that you don't have Shaman in the game. I'd throw this into Mikal Bridges. You try to win it, brother. They lob it over to Robinson. Jokic knocks it loose. And double overtime we go. On very, very rare occasions, we have the opportunity of going to the faded sixth quarter, y'all. Oh my goodness, the faded sixth quarter. We rarely see it, but here we go. Mark said, I don't want to see Bridges. Yeah. Here we go. 5 minutes on the clock, man. 5 minutes on the clock. Not the faded seventh quarter, the faded sixth quarter. I said the faded sixth quarter. And throw 5 minutes up on the clock. Mark said, I hate his face right now. I mean, it's not enough that he has been a no-show offensively for the Knicks. He's 1 for 7 from the field for 2 points. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Terrible. This I don't even care about because he's done almost none of this in the final 3 minutes, final 3 quarters of the game and the overtime period. It's not enough that he's going to have a bad offensive night. But you have to throw on top of it a crucial final foul to allow Denver to tie it up. My goodness. Daniel Dash said, I want a foul, though. It was the refs. It wasn't a foul, though. It was the refs. Listen, man, we could sit here and talk about how it wasn't a foul. I agree with you. I don't think it was a foul. I think it's a terrible call at the end there. Just let the basketball players decide the basketball game. And Denver had a clean look to try and win it, and they just missed it. But you know, the Knicks also had an opportunity to extend the lead from 2 to 4, and they didn't score. So the Knicks have had their opportunities to really pull away and win this game down the stretch, and they didn't. The Fleas, 21 likes for 200. Lock in, Knicks. Let's go, Sheffy. Another very generous super chat from my guy, The Fleas. Appreciate you. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit the thumbs up button. Like the stream. I'd very much appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much. Albert said Bridgeville eventually wins the game. If he goes off in this sixth quarter, in the faded sixth quarter, maybe. Naughty Go said, like, that's career worst type of bad. Kind of, yeah. Mikal Bridges has been horrific tonight. But I will say, it's very Mikal Bridges-esque to have a phenomenal, efficient game against the Washington Wizards last night and be absolutely atrocious tonight against a Denver team that you definitely needed to win against. Here we go. Jamal Murray bringing it down for the sixth quarter. 5 minutes up on the clock. Christian Brown hands it off to Bruce Brown. They got 2 Browns in there. They get over to Murray. Murray being guarded by Anunoby. They get over to Jokic. Robinson runs right through a screen. Jokic fires up a 3, comes up well short, airballs it, and it's out of bounds, ball back to the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson absolutely obliterated that screen that Bruce Brown tried to set. Isaiah Garner said, we don't even have Cat for this quarter. Yep, Cat fouled out on one of the final plays of the fifth quarter. Brunson bringing it down. Coming to his right, has it up top, dancing with it against Murray. Murray picks his pocket and coming down the other way. Easy two-handed slam for Murray, or one-handed slam for Murray. Murray's up to 39 points. 2-point lead for Denver. Brunson coming to his left. Murray switches onto him. Brunson tagging to his right, backing him down. Steps back, leans in, all the way jumper off glass. Got it to go for JB. My goodness, just went right through his chest. All right, Jamal Murray bringing it down. being guarded by Anunoby. All you got to do is win 5 more minutes of basketball. It is what it is. We love basketball. Murray gets it over to Jokic. Jokic up top being guarded by Robinson. They get it back to Murray. Brunson switches onto him. Murray swings through, heaves it up, trying to draw the foul, and they're going to call a foul on the floor and a rip-through move. Frank said, Mikhail's just too inconsistent. Way too inconsistent. Way too inconsistent. Absolutely. I actually gave him the nickname to start the year, Mr. Consistency, because of how well he played to start the year. But since the first 30 games of the season, he's right back to his Mr. Invisible nickname. Jokic has it, kicks it out to Murray. Murray steps back for a 3 over Robinson, comes up short. Great boxing out from OG Anunoby on Jokic, and Brunson comes in to sneak the rebound. Great boxing out from Anunoby. Brunson has it on the left wing. They show a double team. Quick crossover to his left. Down the lane, draws the foul. Can't knock down the floater, but go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Chaotic said I would put Huck Porty in for Bridges. Come on, that's way too far. Bridges. The problem is Bridges has not been bad defensively today. He's actually been solid defensively. He's been solid defensively. So Brunson's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knock down your free throws, please, JB. Misses the first one, comes up short. The second missed free throw today. Got one more coming. Isaiah Garner said, I won't be mad if they trade Mikhail. He's not helping his case here tonight, I'll tell you that. Brunson 6 for 8 from the foul line tonight. Got one more coming, just knock this one down. Does knock down the second one at least, giving the Knicks a 1-point lead. 122-121. Murray bringing it down against Anunoby. Murray coming to his left. Shamus switched on to him. Crossing over again to his left. Picks up his handle, gets it out to Jokic. Quickly sprays it out to Hardaway. Ran off the line by Anunoby. Back out to Jokic. A straightaway 3 over Robinson. Can't get that one to go. Jokic has not been able to knock down his perimeter shots in the second half here. Legs just not there since coming back from the injury. Brunson a dribble pull-up 3. Line me up, Mr. Clutch. Jalen Brunson putting the cape on here tonight. Giving the Knicks a 4-point lead and a timeout for the Denver Nuggets. All right, JB, he's up to 38 points. It's Jalen Brunson versus Jamal Murray here today. 38 for JB, 39 for Jamal Murray, although Jalen Brunson, 25 shot attempts to Jamal Murray's 32. Jokic with 29, 13, and 9. The Knicks are holding him from that triple-double, baby. They refuse to give him that triple-double. Jalen Brunson absolutely has had the cape on here tonight. He's working his way towards the 40 ball, so is Jamal Murray. But these two have been absolutely battling it out here tonight. It's been a phenomenal game. It's been a phenomenal game. This one game so far here tonight, we are working on 3.5 hours. A 3.5-hour basketball game. I love it. I love it. As long as the Knicks are able to pull it out at the end. Lance Napier, what's up, Lance? Knicks tired, so is Denver. Both teams on the second night of a back-to-back. And Denver, again, the worst of it, because they're on their East Coast trip as a West Coast team. That's always tough when you have to go cross-conference. They played in Detroit last night, which was a much more difficult game than what the Knicks had last night when they played the Washington Wizards. And also, Denver has a multitude of players, namely Jokic and Christian Brown coming back from injury. So Jokic just has not had the legs tonight. He's 10 for 26 from the field. Let's look up what he is from three-point range. He's got to be like 1 for 7 now, right? I feel like that's where we're at with Nikola Jokic. He's 1 for 12. Oh, it's a lot worse than that. 1 for 12 from three-point range. He can't knock anything down from the perimeter. All right, here we go. Christian Brown gets it into Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown pulling it out. That's behind the three-point line. Brunson guarding him to get it out to Christian Brown. Ran off the line by Robinson. Great defense from Robinson. Not going for the pump fake. Christian Brown driving it down to Robinson. Half spin, going along the baseline. Robinson steps in front of him, knocks the ball loose out of bounds. Robinson was out of bounds when he touched it, but 0.6 on the clock for the Denver Nuggets here on their shot clock. 2:45 to go here in the game. Great defense from Mitch Robinson. Great defense. Patrick Thomas, what's up, Pat? You get into Jamal Murray, who just slips and falls. Jamal Murray just slips and falls as he caught the inbound pass. And looking like Denver's going to run out of gas here. Don't blame him. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson up top, being guarded by Christian Brown. Coming to his right. driving it down. Hesitation move, blows past Brown, under the basket with the Nash dribble, over to Shaman, back to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Brown. He closes the airspace, step back, left wing three for Brunson. Can't get it to go. Mitchell Robinson just runs over Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic takes another dive. Jokic feels that contact, hits the floor. Don't even blame him. Don't even blame him. Smart play. George Jones had a lot of time left. An eternity. Absolutely. It's only a 4-point game. 2:20 to go. Knicks got to make some plays here. Game not over yet. Far from it. Murray has it up top, coming to his right after the double screen. Robinson switched out onto him. They kick it up top to Bruce Brown. A straightaway three over Brunson. Comes up short. Mitchell Robinson comes flying in for a rebound. Quickly gets it out to Brunson as Jokic looked like he was trying to go to hack Robinson. Pocket pass to Shaman for the easy scoop layup. And that might be a little bit of a dagger for Denver there. Denver with 1 timeout remaining. The Knicks still holding on to 2 in this faded 6th quarter, the second overtime. Murray has it up top being guarded by Anunoby. 8-0 run for the Knicks. They taking a 6-point lead. Jokic gets it back out to Murray. Murray steps back for a 3, gets caught in the air, kicks it out to Jokic. Jokic attacking to his left, kicks it out to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown attacking to his right against Bridges. Puts up the floater, got it to go as Bridges hit the deck. The Knicks are calling for a chicken wing, a push-off on Bruce Brown, but they don't get the call, and Bruce Brown gets the floater to go. Brunson bringing it down the other way, 127-123. Brunson up top, coming to his right, crosses over, gets it out to Shaman. Shaman, pass fake, coming to his right, out to Bridges. Bridges, the right corner 3. All right. We'll take it, Mikhail. We'll take you knocking down the 3 in the double overtime period to give us a 7-point lead. We'll take it, brother. We'll take it. Finally something. Finally something. Murray has it up top to get it over to Jokic. Pump fakes. Robinson ties him up. He steps back. Pump fakes again. Now puts it up. And a foul. Mitchell Robinson will send Jokic to the foul line for 3. And that's 5 fouls on Mitch. And Jokic will go to the foul line for 3 free throws. They can cut it back to 4 with a minute to go. Bad foul from Big Mitch. Yep, that's absolutely foul on Mitch. Bodied up. Bad foul by Mitch. Just let him shoot the 3. Just put the hands up. Let him shoot it. If he knocks it down, he knocks it down. He's 1 for 12 from 3 right now, Mitch. Got to know better. Madrasi said, do you think such a long game hurts us against upcoming matchups against Detroit and Boston? Absolutely, but it is what it is. Mark said, you can't challenge that? You can challenge that. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, you can. It's a regular foul call. Yeah, you can challenge that for sure. Absolutely. It is a foul, though. You did foul him. That's chest-to-chest contact on a guy shooting a jump shot. It's absolutely foul. Jokic missed the free throw, by the way. Again, the legs are not there for Big Yoke right now. And he misses 2. The legs are not there for Big Yoke. Absolutely. It's only his 4th game back from injury. He's technically on a minutes restriction. Second night of a back-to-back, I believe they set the minutes restriction to somewhere in the 20s. He's upwards of 40 here tonight. Jokic does knock down the 3rd. So it's a 6-point game. Bridges gets it into Anunoby. Some full court pressure here by the Denver Nuggets. Brunson's going to bring it down. Brunson coming to his right. They show a double team. Quickly gets it over to Bridges, over to Shaman. Shaman kicks out to Anunoby. Brunson's just running around the horn. He wants the ball right now. Brunson's not getting tired, I'll tell you that. Anunoby's going to attack to his right, down the lane. Tried to throw down the two-handed hammer. Came up just short. Here comes Murray pushing it the other way. It's a 5-on-4 as Anunoby hit the deck. They kick it out. Christian Brown, a right corner 3. Can't get it to go. Jokic, the offensive rebound. They swing it out. Hardaway, wide open left wing 3. Rattles that one in. And it's a 3-point game with 46 seconds to go. Game not over yet. They get it into Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. Huge offensive rebound by Jokic. Big-time shot for Hardaway. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Christian Brown. Hardaway's up to 19 points. He's 4 for 6 from 3. One of the only guys who can consistently knock down shots for them tonight. Brunson, one-legged floater. Got it. Mike, what a crazy shot for JB. One-legged fall-away floater. Going to his right. Crazy. Denver calls a timeout. And Brunson saying he's getting hit on his arm. Brunson signaling to the ref. Slapping me on my arm. Call that. You're going to give Jokic 3 free throws, but you're not going to give me that? As I'm putting my head down going to the basket? Five-point lead for the Knicks. 2-possession game. Where you want to keep it at? 2 possessions. Leeway Shields up Leeway. Jalen Brunson tonight has 47 and 9. You want to talk about Jokic working his way to a triple-double? Actually, he has a triple-double. 30, 14, and 11. Jalen Brunson, 47 and 9. Just out-dueling Jamal Murray. He's got 47 and 9, while Jamal Murray's stuck with 39, 5, and 6. Roger G. Well said, my heart rate, man. CJ said no overtime by Denver. No third overtime. No third. I don't know if I don't think we've ever gone to a faded seventh quarter. I don't think we've ever covered a 3 overtime game here on the channel. Shows that game's not over, y'all. 30 seconds to go with a 5-point lead. As long as there's no major meltdown for the Knicks, you got to get one defensive stop here and the game should be over. No timeouts remaining for Denver. You get it into Jokic. He's going to turn and fire the three. You got to. Comes up short. Another one. He's 1 for 13 from 3. Brunson with the rebound. Gets it out to Bridges. Bridges gets fouled, and that will end it right there. 132, 127. Bridges will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. CEO King said, what happened to Peyton Watson? Peyton Watson came up holding his hamstring. No free throws for Mikal Bridges. They weren't in the bonus yet. Now they're in the bonus. So the Knicks got to inbound it again. There's 22 seconds on the clock. Lob it over to Brunson. Brunson picks up his ball handling. He's got no build. He can't dribble the ball. And they foul Brunson. Going to send him to the line for 2. Give me 42, baby. Give me 42. Russell Field said, I needed a 10th overtime for my bingo card. Bernard Johnson said, sorry I'm late, but I'm glad they won. How you doing, Sheffy and the crew? What's up, Bernard? I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. We have not gone around the league since the overtime period has started. Since the fourth quarter got tight, actually. We haven't gone around the league. But Brunson knocks down the first one, and these are pretty much going to be the last nails in the coffin for Denver. They're up by 6. You're going to have a flurry of threes here for Denver to get back into it, which is possible, but probably not going to happen. As long as the Knicks play straight up. No fouls, obviously. 18 seconds to go. Brunson knocked down the first one. He's got one more coming. He's got 41. Now 42 as he knocks down both. Murray will bring it down. Coming to his right. Shaman picks him up. Falling out of bounds 3. Comes up short. Robinson, the rebound, hands it off to Brunson. And Denver will let them dribble it out. No fouls. And that will end it right there, folks. That will end it. Just that said, never mind the OKC Spurs. Yeah, probably not. We can go around the league and check it out. We've gone over the box scores here, but we can look at it real quick. CJ said, do you think the Cavaliers will go far with James Harden? I have no faith in James Harden, brother. I have no faith in James Harden. That's just me, though. The Fleas with a very generous super chat. 8 straight, that's true. 8 straight wins for the New York Knicks. Now they have 2 tough games. If they want to get to a double-digit win streak, 10 straight wins, they're going to have to go through the gauntlet here. They survived round 1 against the Denver Nuggets. Round 2 coming up on Friday against the Detroit Pistons. Round 3 against the Boston Celtics on Sunday. So, got to get through the Pistons next. The juggernaut Detroit Pistons on the way. In Detroit, by the way. In Detroit. So, 8 straight wins for the Knicks. Absolutely, you love it. You love it. Mark said that was crazy. It was crazy. It was crazy. Jay Billis was on the call, and I did hear him say the Knicks definitely feel like they had to win this game twice. And that definitely felt like the case. And they did. And they did. Looking at it, Jamal Murray, 39, 5, and 6. He took 33 shots tonight. He's 3 for 14 from 3. Jokic, 1 for 13. An anomaly of a shooting night for the Denver Nuggets from the perimeter, mostly because Jokic is tired. Jamal Murray, I'm sure, is also tired. These guys are definitely looking for the All-Star break. They've been battling through injuries all year, and then Peyton Watson comes up injured as well. So not a good sign for the Denver Nuggets moving forward, as they are now on a 3-game losing streak. They dropped to 33-19. The Knicks have a better record than the Denver Nuggets. Love to see it. Love to see it. OG Anunoby, nice game from him. 20 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. The defense was fantastic. They did exactly what I thought they were going to do. When push came to shove, they threw OG Anunoby on Jamal Murray and made it extremely difficult for him and Nikola Jokic to play that 2-man game. Mikal Bridges was just not cutting it to start the game. Karl-Anthony Towns, I thought he was phenomenal tonight. 24 points, 12 rebounds, and assists. He did end up fouling out. It is what it is. I thought he was fantastic here tonight. I thought he was fantastic, both defensively and offensively. Jordan Clarkson, 11 points, 24 minutes. He was solid, gave us stuff. Cool, I appreciate it. Hopefully the Knicks are healthy and they don't have to keep relying on Jordan Clarkson games. Anyway, Mikal Bridges, 5 points. Absolute disaster of a game for Mikal Bridges. Ended up being the culprit to send this game into double overtime to begin with. The Knicks should have won it in overtime. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. They pulled it off in the end, and he did finally eventually knock down a three to pull away from the Denver Nuggets in the second overtime period. So fine. AP said ship him out. Jalen Brunson, 42, 8 and 9. He did have 5 turnovers, but 4 of them came in the first quarter, and then after that, adjusted to the game. Much better performance the remaining way, 3 quarters and the double overtime period. Significantly better. Only 1 turnover in that stretch. So 42 points, 8 and 9. He was working his way to a triple-double. If only we could have gotten him. Anyway, Mo Diawara off the bench I thought was great. Couple of ill-advised threes. He's got to improve from there. He's a rookie. We know he will. But I will say, you got to impact the game in other areas as well. No rebounds, no assists. I want to see those numbers rise as well. Mitchell Robinson off the bench, as usual. Fantastic tonight. A steal, a block, a couple of big, impactful plays. He had, how many offensive rebounds? Only 1 offensive rebound tonight. 10 points, 8 boards, though. They were feeding the big man. He was running the court. They threw him a couple of lobs. You love to see feeding the big man. Hugporty had to play 4 minutes because of a couple of Towns got hurt, and then Robinson was in foul trouble, and they had to sub him out. So didn't really give us much in those minutes anyway. Landry Shamet, 16 big old points in 36 minutes. Absolutely fantastic. No idea why he didn't start. It is what it is. 16 points from him. 4 for 10 from 3. 4 for 10 from 3. Continues to be fantastic from three-point range. Another 40% night. Judge that said Harnstein had a triple-double yesterday. Don't talk to me about that Benedict Arnold, brother. Don't ruin my night. I'm happy the Knicks won. Don't ruin my night by bringing up Harnstein. McCullough, 2 minutes. He was fine. He was really in there for offensive, defensive substitutions. Didn't really, 2 minutes is 2 minutes. 1 rebound, 2 assists, though. Talking about Mo Diawara, be impactful in other ways outside of shooting the 3-ball or scoring. He'll learn that as he continues to age. He's only 20 years old. An actual, real, young development player for the New York Knicks. Tyler Kolek, 13 minutes, 1 point, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 2 turnovers. I thought he was solid in the first half. In the second half, he really struggled with the ball pressure from Denver. Something he's got to get better at, right? Mark said OKC versus San Antonio game is already over. Breen is like, man, they sent me to the wrong ESPN game. Yeah. What's the score here? 42-28. It's a 14-point game. I think we're not gonna stick around and watch this game. We looked at OKC's roster. I didn't realize they still had all those guys out. I also didn't realize SGA, because it was announced later in the day that he was not going to be available to play. And Barnes knocks down a 3. So it looks like San Antonio is going to start pulling away now. Start of the second quarter. Naughty said the Pistons are going to have the best record in the NBA after today. Not technically, but they will be tied for the best record in the NBA in the loss column. But OKC will still have more wins. Hey, said, what do you think about them picking up McCain? Phenomenal pickup. Incredible pickup. Absolutely stole him from Philadelphia. If you guys have been around for my Philadelphia coverages, for the games we watch of Philadelphia, every pregame I talk about Jared McCain just does not fit in Philly. It was very clear they were going to have to move off of him. They don't have the ability to keep him contract-wise. And since drafting Edgecombe, it's very clear it's Maxey, Edgecombe, and then they have Grimes. So they're clearly, the question was always going to be, are they going to invest in Quentin Grimes this offseason because he's going to be a free agent? And clearly they're going to be invested in Quentin Grimes as McCain was losing minutes, or not losing, he had lost almost all of his minutes, was out of the rotation for a little bit in Philly, and so it was very clear he was up for grabs. All the Thunder had to do was give up a first-round pick, and they were able to steal, and now it's a 20-point lead for the San Antonio Spurs. Yeah, so we're going to cancel that game. So all the Thunder had to do was give up a first-round pick for a guy who was in the running for Rookie of the Year last year and is still working his way back and hasn't had the ability to get on the court because the Philadelphia 76ers are just too deep at the guard spot. So I think the Thunder are in a similar position where they're really deep at the guard spot, but he provides a role of somebody they don't have, an off-ball guy who could actually create a little bit with the ball in his hands. Cason Wallace is not really that, and they're going to take a swing on Jared McCain, and it's an asset, right? I think Jared McCain is probably going to end up being more valuable than that first-round pick they gave up. So, even if they have to move off of somebody, now they have Jared McCain under control on a rookie contract. So, he said, OKC's too smart. I would say the team that was the smartest so far during the deadline has been the Boston Celtics. The Celtics moved off of Anthony Simons and picked up Nikola Vucevic, and they were able to get under the tax, and also they were able to pick up a like $20-something million trade exception. So now they become extremely flexible with what they want to do this season and this offseason. So Mark said, bye-bye, Yabu? Most likely. That is true, Mark. That is true. Good point. I know that's not what your point was, but you reminded me of the point that this is the last time we're going to see this Knicks team before the trade deadline. The trade deadline is tomorrow, 3 p.m. If the Knicks make a major move, we'll go live. I don't think they will. So we'll probably just wait and see each other on Friday, although we will be live tomorrow, of course, as usual. We will stay live. We are not doing the next game, which was the plan. Boston ended up blowing out Houston tonight. But we could pick a game for tomorrow real quick here before we fully sign off. So that's the end right there. 114.93. Jacob Ball, what's up, Jacob? What's up, Jacob? Very generous super chat, of course. Appreciate you, brother. He said, let's go, Knicks. Great game, Chevy. Appreciate you, Jacob. Appreciate you. Jay Garner said, need to deal Bridges and Yabu for a power forward. They probably won't be doing that, and there's really no power forward on the market that I think they're going to go out and get. And it looks like the Bucks are going to be able to beat the Pelicans. Did you guys see that the Pelicans front office put out that they're not looking to make any major trades at the deadline here because they think they have a playoff caliber roster? And people are like, what are you talking about? You're 13-39 with your roster. But yeah, the Spurs are blowing out the Thunder, to be expected. The late game tonight is Cavs versus Clippers, which is it's absolutely hilarious that this game is scheduled for today after the trade that they just made, Garland and Harden swaps. Yeah, so tomorrow's game, Thursday, trade deadline is tomorrow at 3 p.m. So by the time we meet, we will know what the Knicks roster going into the playoffs is going to be like. Although there is a buyout market kind of situation for the Knicks as well. But tomorrow, there's Wizards Pistons. We're not watching that. We got Nets Magic. Not watching that. We got Jazz Hawks. Not watching that. We got Bulls Raptors. Could be interesting. The Bulls just traded everybody, so probably not. You got Hornets Rockets. Ooh, that might be the game. That might be the game right there. Hornets Rockets. Hornets alongside the Knicks, the hottest team in the NBA. They're on a 7-game winning streak, taking on a floundering Houston Rockets team that just got smoked by the Boston Celtics at home today. Hornets looking to go in and make it difficult. Nadigo said that's an awkward play for Harden with the Clips team. Harden's not with the Clippers anymore. He's not flying in with the Clippers. He's away from the team. He's not with them. Matter of fact, he probably just stayed home knowing what the schedule was coming up was going to be like. Mark said Spurs Mavs. This is also going to be a fun, interesting game, but I really want to watch the Hornets play. They're the hottest team in the league. We have watched a lot of Rockets. We haven't watched a lot of Mavs, but this is also going to be a good game. So we'll do the thing that we usually do. We'll go live at 7:30. We'll get ready. We'll pregame for Hornets Rockets. If this game ends up being not as entertaining, we'll still bounce around for both. We'll cover both tomorrow. We'll do what we always do. We'll cover both. I'll have it up on the second monitor. We'll cover both games. You got Warriors Suns is the late prime video game. And then you have 76ers Lakers as the late game as well. Okay. Joe said Hornets have been awesome. Yeah, and I want to watch them. Hornets have been fantastic. Let's watch them. Watch them play. Watch them move. They're fun. They're a fun basketball team, too. So that's going to be it. Again, by the time we meet tomorrow at 7:30, we will know what the Knicks roster is after the trade deadline. If they make a big move, I don't think they will, but it'll be fun. We'll also be able to break down every other move that happened at the deadline. And then the Knicks on Friday are playing the Detroit Pistons. 7:30 start time. It is a prime video game. Prime time television, 7:30. So we'll be live at 7 on Friday for the Knicks game. With that being said, that is going to pretty much wrap it up. Any other games we need to go over here? Games that have concluded. The Timberwolves came back and beat the Raptors. 2-point win. Look at the Timberwolves fighting back down the stretch there. Edwards scores 30. The Timberwolves rally for a 5th win in 6 games, beat the Raptors. It's a tough loss for the Raptors that they had the lead majority of the game. But with that being said, that's it. Only those 3 games have concluded. The Pelicans ended up tying it up at 128. Looks like there's going to be another overtime game tonight. And then the Spurs are going to blow out the Thunder here tonight. And then you have the Grizzlies, Kings. Who really cares? Who really cares? Especially if the Grizzlies just tore it all down. So, appreciate you guys. We had the 6th quarter going on. Shout out to all of the channel members. It will be upgraded after today to include any new channel members who have come or any channel members who did not renew their membership. But I appreciate you whether or not you decided to become a member yourself or you were gifted a membership. I thank you guys for all of the generosity, all of the support. Shout out to everybody who submitted a super chat tonight. Jacob Ball, The Fleas, multiple ones from The Fleas. Thank you, brother. Incredibly generous of you. My guy Drelano, not even a Knicks fan, a Pistons fan, contributing to the super chat. I appreciate you for your generosity. Remember that the merch store is live. If you guys don't want to submit a super chat, but you would like to get something back for your money, I would appreciate it. I appreciate all the super chats, but get something back for your money. If you want to support, you can also support by going to the merch store and actually getting yourself something in return. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Albert, Justice's Dad, Rogdy Guy, Oda Austin, Lano Monis, Mark, of course, David Ross Jr., my guy, Drelano, Naughty Ghost as well. Appreciate you. See Tyler in the chat. Rika, appreciate you guys very much for hanging out with me. We'll see each other again tomorrow. And with that being said, remember to brush teeth before bed, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.